This is a Baconair Noob, and today I'm going to be turning him into a pro in Bloxers by reaching max level 2600. But throughout our entire journey, I can only use swords. No fruits, no fighting styles, and no guns.
Alright, so first things first, we have to get a sword because we can't use our fists. That's, that'd be breaking the challenge. Luckily for us, there's a sword dealer right here. He has the cutlass and the katana, and it's 1,000. Okay, I already have enough somehow. I've never even used this account. Let's go ahead and purchase that. Yes, sir. Got our first sword right here. We already have the first ability too. Okay, that's good. That's good. Let me go ahead and load up some 2x EXP just to start us off because I am not doing this Noob to Pro without 2x. There we go, 6 hours. Let's get the first quest right over here for the Bandit quest giver. This is probably about to be so cancer. All right, let's go. Quiet rush. Boom. Bro, this is so weird. I've never done a Noob to Pro only using swords. The only thing that I actually hate about being back to level 1 is that I have no energy, so I can't do much dashes. Let's try to gather up a bunch of these. Let's see how that works for me. Oh, this is actually going good. This is actually going good. And 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and 1. There we go. We're level 10. Next island available, jungle. Those of y'all boys that know Zoro, you know the rumors, bro. He the minority hunter, bro. That's where we going right now. And we here. All right, let me go up to this adventurer right here. Minority. Ooh, you lucky I can't attack you, my boy. All right, let me chill with these minority jokes. All right, let's gather up the monkeys. I got my next skill at level 20. We have 11 mastery right now, so that might take us a little bit. I don't even know if I'll be able to even use that for real. I feel like Frieza with all these damn monkeys I'm killing. And 1 and 1 on. There we go. We're level 17. New quest available. I think we can move on to the gorillas now. We got some more stat points though. Let me put them all in sword. I need to deal as much damage as possible early on. Can't wait to upgrade to some of these stronger swords. This thing is so booty cheeks. So at once, 2 at once, and 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and 1. There we go. We're level 20. All right, next quest though, we have the Gorilla King. Hopefully we don't get packed up, bro. First boss of the video. Air slash. Boom. I know the meta. I know the strats. All right.
A few minutes later.
Oh, I got caught by it. No. Oh my god, bro. This is gonna be a long day, boys. I gotta hurry up and go back before we start to regen in health. Air slash. Boom. Quiet rush. And there we go. Finally. Easy. Gorilla down. And we're level 30. We can move on to the Pirate Village next. Wait, how are we gonna defeat the buggy boss if we're using a sword? I guess we'll worry about that later. I believe there's a new sword we can buy from here. Yep, sword dealer of the West. Upgrade. Yes, sir. From cutlass to dual katana. That's our first official upgrade of the video. First of many. Let's go ahead and see that first kill. Whirlwind. Oh, that's 10 times better than the other ability. That's 10 times faster and once too. I like that. I like that. Bro. Oh my god, bro. If I had hockey right now, dog. Chill, my boy. Trying to grind too, bro. Leave some for me too, man. Yeah. Let me steal that kill. Appreciate you, my boy. Town ain't big enough for the both of us. Hack them up. Pirates down. New quest available as well. Okay, I think it's gonna be those brutes, but I don't even know if I should farm those for real because they're harder. It's like I ain't scared of no little brutes. But more importantly, about to get our next move. Whirlwind. And there we go. We unlocked Tornado. Let's go to check that thing out. Time Tornado. Okay, that's pretty good. If I get a bunch of NPCs, that could be a way I could grind them all. It's the last brute right here, though. And we're level 56. We're ready to fight Buggy. And now for the moment of truth. Will I even be able to hit him? Whirlwind? I can hit him? I thought that was the entire point of the chop fruit. I can just straight up M1 him for real? That's kind of crazy. What is the point of even having the chop fruit, bro? It's useless. And there we go. Yes, sir. I can get off this damn wretched island and we can go to the desert. Before we do that, though, there's one more sword I can buy on this island. This thing is 25,000. Okay, we have 86,000. That's good enough. Cha-ching. Let's make our way over to the desert. By the way, I bought the Fast Boat Game Pass just because I want to travel in style, you know what I'm saying, and speed. Yes. Look at that. Look at fire. It's looking fire. All right, let's accept the first quest. Let's see how good this first skill is. Mace smash. Okay, that's pretty good for AoE. Oh wait, bro, I just realized something. The fourth M1 of the mace is a down slam. Okay, so I can literally just grind him like this. That's fire, bro. I can cheese him like this. Okay. The saw spawn in game. You have 15 minutes to defeat him and possibly get a rare reward. Okay, hold on. You know what, bro? This is a good chance to get our next sword, which is the saw blade. Perfect opportunity for a sword upgrade, man. All right, here we go. Hopefully I'll be able to solo him. All right, let's get it like this. I just have to keep spamming my M1s. Oh, damn. Oddly enough, he's still using the old version of the saw blade, so that's kind of weird, but he drops the new version, so that'll be lit to try out. All right, here we go. Finally about to kill him. A couple more M1s. There we go. Oh, we got the shark saw too. Let me see how this works with a bunch of NPCs at once. All right, consecutive slashes. Oh, that's actually not bad. All right, we level 91. Finally able to go to Frozen Village. We're waiting so long for this, man. We finally gonna be able to upgrade to hockey. We have 182,000, so we should be able to get everything. Let's get air jump, 10,000 right there. Now we have hockey, armament hockey. This is gonna increase our damage for swords, making this a lot easier for us in the long run. We're gonna grind on these boys for a little bit. Damn. I got packed up. All right, here we go. Last NPC right here. We have finally reached our first 100 levels of the video. Only 2,450 more to go. All right, it's like 5 a.m. in the morning right now, bro. Let's just get to grinding. Boom, and pack this boy up. Oh, damn, we dealing good damage. I knew I was tired, but this is crazy. All right, let me snipe him with the consecutive slashes while he's doing that. A couple more M1s and GG. We are level 122 now, which means we can finally move on to the next island, Marine Fortress. Wait, let me turn right back around because there's one thing I forgot to do. 2 sword upgrades upgrades we can go to triple katana and pipe. I'm gonna go with triple katana. I'm also gonna get the pipe just because I feel like that's gonna come in handy later. Pipe is our first rare sword in the video. Okay, first of many to come. All right, we here. Also, I just realized, bro, we rocking the true Zoro now. Look at this, 3 sword style in the building. As soon as I reach level 30, we can finally start leveling up a bit fast. For now, though, we gotta suffer and grind on these little chief petty officers. All right, we just got our new skill available, Violent Rush. Check that out. All right. Y'all probably wondering why I'm so excited to be level 130, bro. We can go onto this Vice Admiral quest, man. Y'all about to see what I'm talking about. All right, look, we're just gonna basically quickly pack them up, and y'all can see how much levels we get. Air slash barrage. Oh, we got an item drop coat. Well, look at this, boys. We've gotten like 8 levels from this. I don't exactly know what this coat does, but I'm hoping it gives me a lot of health. Pipe ignition. Vice Admiral down. Now that we're finished bullying that Marine, we can now move on to the prison. Our 2 times the XP timer is at 4 hours right now, so we've been grinding for a total of 2 hours already. This might be my slowest noob to pro yet. Since I came here at level 220, the first thing we can go towards is the Warden. Instantly going to the boss. All right, Warden, let's see what you got. No energy. Oh my gosh. The one thing I like about fighting the Warden is he's got no moves. He's just gonna have to hold there and take it. Pipe ignition and GG's. Let's see how much levels we get. 223, 224. Okay. All right, level 240. We can now upgrade to Don Swan himself, our hardest boss thus far. And he about to get packed up, buddy. Hold on. Boom. Pipe ignition. Does this dude have less defense than the Chief Warden? But that's crazy. Get him in that corner. Get in that corner, my boy. He looks like he's the one that put me in a corner. Wait, pause. That sounds kind of weird. Hold on. We gotta go hard, bro. We gotta go hard on the paint. Hold on. We about to pack this dude up. Boom. Pack him up there. And easy. All right, we're now level 328. Oh, by the way, I'm now dripped out with this nice pink coat Swan drops as well. These are my stats I'm running right now. We're basically running all sword at the moment, so make our way to Magma Village though. Now that we're finally on the Magma Village, we can upgrade to our next weapon. All right, so we have this living skeleton we talked to, which is supposed to be Brook, I guess, and he sells this soul cane for 750. What? All right, bro, that's like literally highway robbery, but we need to upgrade because I'm tired of using pipe. Second rare weapon of the video. First things first though, let me pack up this NPC and get my moves. All right, there we go. We got our first move, Soul Beam. I mean, I'm sure you've already all seen that. We got our next move, Soul Slash, is at 120 mastery, so that's gonna actually take us a while to get that. But I'm looking forward to the grind. Let's go ahead and steal this guy's kill. I know this dude's mad, bro. Hold on, let me pack him up. Look at that. I got Usopp's hat, bro. This game just keeps rewarding me for bullying. Oh, he's mad. Okay. Came back just to get packed up twice in a row. Like, why is bro using barrier? I know that just made him furious, bro. He's got fist balled up and everything in his chair. All right, let's continue grinding. All right, we can now fight the Magma Admiral. This is about to start going quick because we don't use the same strats we did to Marine Fortress. Boom. Oh, we have Soul Slashes now. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if the Soul Cane is that good for grinding, man. Like, I think there's definitely better weapons out there for grinding. Pack him up though, and there we go. Zoro with a gun, bro. Watch out. All right, another Magma Admiral down, and there we go. Level 379. Finally, last Magma Admiral. About to be on our Fishman Island arc now, boys. The next sword we can get, by the way, is the Trident, which drops from the boss we're about to be fighting. As we go straight to the boss, the Fishman Lord, bro. Boom. Pack him up. Oh, damn, we're packing this dude up. Yo, where's your health, my boy? Where's your health? All right, that he transformed to second phase. Imagine we got the Trident drop first chance, bro. That would be insane. Yo, why is that love you just staring at me, bro? I'm just trying to grind him with that Soul Beam. Boom. M1. Soul Slashes. Damn. We killed him, but I didn't get the damn Trident drop. All right. I just thought of a crazy strat, boys. Look at this. Literally just packing this dude up through the wall, and he can't do anything about it. Look at this. Okay, I guess he can do anything about it if he has the AoE move. Boom. Look at that. I just cacked him up so easily. This is about to be a breeze. All right, here we go. Last Fishman Lord right here. New quest available. For level 502, man. We almost through first C. This has been the most treacherous noob to pro I've done yet on my channel, and this is just the beginning. Hopefully it gets easier in second C. But let's make our way over to Skypia. Actually, since we didn't end up getting the Trident boss drop, we have to get a different sword. The sword we're going to end up getting is the Saber sword, but we have to do the Saber quest. So let's go through here. This is going to be an entire quest line we have to go through, so bear with me. The reason why we need the Saber is because this is going to be the highest damage sword we can get in first C, so that's really going to help us out. Let's get this torch. Take this torch, go down here, burn this curtain. Now we need to take this cup, go to the frozen island. Now we need to go back to the place where we learned hockey with this little cup, this little dripping iceberg right here. Yep, fill that up. Take this cup full of water, give it to this sick old man, yada yada, whatever, help him out. Now I know boys, this is a lot of back and forth, but trust me, we're almost at the end of the quest line. I already know this quest line well. As soon as we talk to this rich man, he's gonna have us take this mob leader down, which is right there where my cursor is. Don't worry though, boys, this mob leader is actually really weak. Watch this. Look, half his health with one hit and then killed him with the second one. Bro was actually no effort whatsoever. We're gonna take this relic we just worked so hard for, put it in this little puzzle piece that's also shaped like the relic, and then there, right there is gonna be the... Why the hell is he backwards? Don't you see me right behind him? All right, bro. This is the red-haired Shanks boss. We about to pack this boy up Easy though. Hold on. Let me see if I can cheese him right here. Boom, boom. Oh, we can cheese it through the wall, bro. There's no shot, bro. You're about to get packed up. Damn, we did like half his health with that one move. Look at that sword, bro. Look at that sword. Deadly rush and triple slash. This sword just got a complete rework recently. So when we unlock them abilities, y'all gonna see how fire this is. We now on Upper Skypia. All right, let me talk to this quest giver. We're gonna be fighting the Weisper boss. But you know what? More importantly, now that we finally obtained the saber, this grants us the ability to learn a certain hockey. If you go up here to this little temple, talk to this guy right here, Instinct Trainer. You see Usopp. So you'll be able to purchase it for 750,000, which is actually insane. But this is gonna be really good for us being sword users. We can dodge moves. Look at that. Look at that, bro. It's essentially like having Logia. But got into server with the Weisper boss. Let's go ahead and pack this boy up. Oh, yes, sir. We found a way to cheese him. All right, say less, say less. That's how we fight him. That's how we fight him. Learn the boss mechanics? Easy. This boss gonna be a breeze like this. Okay, we got our first move, Deadly Rush. Let me go ahead and showcase this to y'all so y'all can see why I wanted this sword so bad. Deadly Rush. There you guys see it. There you guys see it. Okay, so now that move is really nice. Don't get me wrong, but the second move is about to be even better. All right, boys, we have last Weisper boss right here. I've been farming this guy for like an hour straight. Here we are. Boom, boom. And next quest available, level 626, the final island of First Sea Fountain City, man. Let's make our way down there, boys. This has been the slowest noob to pro I've done in my entire YouTube career. Finally about to make our way to Second Sea. This is like, it's never taken me this long to make it to Second Sea. All right, we pulling up. 8 galley pirates. Let's get it. I can cheese these boys easily like this. Boom, easy. Pack them up. Let me steal this guy's kill real quick. In fact, let me kill him in general. Easy 2K bounty. I'll take that. Easy lick. All right, that's a 6th one down. And one, 7th one, and 8th one down. Level 629. And this dude's mad. He said Kara Chato. What does that even mean, bro? Did you eject your PvP again? I'm not gonna cap. We're gonna be farming at this place for a very long time. We're gonna be here till like 775. Level 642. Level 650, by the way. Deadly Rush. Galley Pirate down. We're now level 750, and I'm not gonna lie, I've been in First Sea too damn long. We're going to Second Sea. This saber has clutched me so hard, bro. But with all that nonsense out the way, our journey is now about to extend to the Second Sea. Yes, sir. We got one big step out the way, but we have 2 massive more steps to go through, Second and Third Sea. Also, since I haven't gotten a sword upgrade in a long time, let's go ahead and buy the Dark Blade. 1,200 Robux. This thing should be pretty good for grinding. Hopefully better than the saber. There we go. 1,200 Robux out the way. Yes, sir. The Dark Blade. Look at that pose, bro. Look at that pose. And ones look different too. We only need 50 mastery to actually get that second move. That's not bad. It's not bad. Also, there's a lot of swords we can try to go for throughout Second Sea, but I think the main ones I want to get is Dragon Trident, Coco, and then Longsword. I think those would be the best grinding ones. All right, let's get back to level grinding. All right, here we go. First quest. I think we're about to get our first move already. Damn, that was underwhelming. We already got our first move that quick. I'm not gonna lie, bro. So far from what I've just seen in these few seconds of using Dark Blade, it's definitely not as high damage as Saber, but it's still cool. It's still cool. And I just died. New title unlocked, the unlucky. They're rewarding me for dying. Okay, there we go. Just completed the quest though. We're level 752, and you know the grind's hitting when you just need a little pet break. By the way, did y'all know how to bunny? Me Luna. All right, the suffering shall continue. How's strike? Stalker slash. Boom. Level 771. Uh-oh. Ghoul V4. Ghoul V4 guy. Hopefully he doesn't attack me. Oh yeah, he left. All right, say less. Say less. I'm about to get so scared, bro. I've been getting jumped a lot through this whole entire video. The jump combos do be insane. You know what else is insane though? That we about to move on to the next quest because we level 775. Area 2 quest giver. Okay. We're getting our mastery quick on this thing. 157 mastery. So look, our hockey's starting to increase too. We got it all on our arms now. So next we'll have it on our torso. Then we'll cover the entire body. But let's worry about that later. For now, we on this Swan Pirates. 8 Swan Pirates. 11.5 million XP. Sheesh. Gather them all up like these. Jump up. 1,000 strikes. Boom. Don't let me cook. Don't let me cook, bro. We zooming through these things now. Okay, never mind. I just got clapped. All right, here we go. 2 more. 1,000 strikes. And we're level 783. I see a dude right there. Hold on. I'm tempted. I'm feeling myself with this dark dagger. What's good, my boy? What's good? What's really good? Oh, we packed him up. It's 3,700 bounty. Oh, I say less. I feel like he gonna get mad and come back, but then I can just pack him up again. Easy 800. I do this for real, bruh. New title unlocked, the Explorer. Now we can go move on to this Jeremy boss. Let me go fight him real quick just because I'm getting tired of fighting the same NPCs all this time. Wait, someone's already fighting him. Hold on. Let me come in before he dies. Oh my God, you just killed him, bro. Hold on, let me pack you up. Boom, 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 boom. Damn, you are so lucky you had the ghost fruit, bro. Bro just got revived for free. Nah, this means war, bucko. This means war, bucko. Boom, I ain't gonna let this go. Boom, got him. Got my revenge. Yes, sir. Easy 3K bounty. Let me respawn this boss real quick before he comes back. Quickly take care of Jeremy, our first official Second Sea boss. Just because I skipped a diamond. Oh no, he came back, bro. He came back. Hold on. Damn, Jeremy got all the way back to full health. So we got to deal with this guy and the boss. Look at this. Okay, yep. Pack him up there. Pack him up there. Luckily, I have all my points in sword. Boom. Oh, he got a free revive. That's not fair. Use my range. Watch this. Dark air slash. Boom. Easy. Pack him up. Okay, yep. We got company. Oh my god, this guy keeps coming to me and killing me, bro. We still got... And I got black spiky coat. Oh, say less. Say that. That was worth it then, now, bro. Got an upgraded coat, and I didn't even have to fight the boss for real. We have 2,240 in sword stat. We almost have that maxed out. Can't wait till I can get V2. I'm moving so slow right now. 8 Marine lieutenants. Say less. Say less. Let's take care of them. Bullying Marines once again. Marines down. Marines down once again. And we're level 877. 1,000 strikes. Level 900. All right, there we go. Level 926. Forgot to record that little end part. Now we can move on to the boss, Fajita, which will finally give us a chance to get a sword upgrade. Gravity has a 10% chance of getting dropped, but I have 2 times boss drop, so we have a 20% chance of getting the sword. I decided to just respawn him because I hopped like 3 servers. He isn't there, so we respawned him. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, damn. He getting packed up. He already under half. Okay, well, he killed us, but he's still under half. I gotta really start upgrading my health soon. Resume like nothing else happened. Let me snipe him with that dark air slash. Yes, sir. Okay, hold on. Let's hit him like these, and GG. We didn't end up getting the gravity cane, so that's unfortunate. Lucky for us, though. We're gonna be fighting this boss over and over again until we're level 1,000. All right, second time's a charm. Hopefully he drops the sword now. Oh, there we go. Gravity cane. Let's see if I can get the longsword to drop from diamond. Let's quickly try to just pack him up. All right, here we go. And 1,000 strikes, and he didn't drop it. All right, second attempt to try to get the longsword. All right, he's got to drop it this time. Third time, fourth time's the charm, boys. Bro, what is boss? Come on, bro. Will you just drop me the damn sword? Yes, there we go. Longsword. And this dude's trying to kill me. I don't know why this max level with Sonic Guinard's trying to kill me. Dog. Why? Why did you feel the need to do that? Now we got 2 different swords to mess with, gravity cane and longsword. All right, about to do another Fuji tour. I got my longsword out. Packed him up right there. Let's see how much mastery we get. 70. Hopefully I get 1 move from it. 80. Okay. We still need 20 more mastery before we can get the next move. This is going to be the sword I'm going to use up till we get to the next island, though. Pack him up. Pack him up. And there we go. Next kill down. We got our first ability, Annihilate. Annihilate. Oh, okay. 2,999 damage as well. That's pretty good. That's pretty solid. I ain't gonna lie. Pretty good damage as well. Boom. Annihilate. We don't get our next ability to level 200 though, so that's gonna be a while.
A few minutes later.
Okay, you're probably wondering why I'm at Graveyard Island now. I was supposed to be farming Fuji till I was level 1,000. Well, Longsword is absolute dookie water for grinding, so at least for fighting bosses. So I decided to come here, make this a little bit easier for me. You know what I'm saying? All right, here we go. About to unlock our next ability right there. Glorious Smash. All right, let's check this thing out. Oh, has a little aiming thing. Okay, nice. That looks cool. Now, the sword doesn't look like it's that good for grinding. Probably be better for PvP, but at least the second one's like an AoE type ability. Annihilate, boom, glorious smash, and we're now level 1,000. Unlocked new title, the Adventurer. Wait, that's not even a fitting title for Zora, bro. He definitely don't be adventurer. He be getting lost. That's what he be doing. Level 1,000 though, boys. We have 1,550 more to go. We're making progress. Which now I'm gonna switch over to the gravity cane since we use longsword for quite a bit. 8 snow troopers. I'd say less. Let's pack these boys up. I ain't gonna be able to get my first move for a hot minute though. That's kind of tough. This thing's got fast M1s, bro. I'll give it that. I like that.
A few minutes later.
Dimensional grasp. All right, let's check this thing out. Oh, it's basically just gravity pull. Okay, so universal pull essentially. The damage is not that good, bro. This is slowing us down so much. I'm switching over back to one of these ones. Let's go back Saber for the duration of Snow Island. Look at this, bro. Being able to just do this and just one-shot these boys, that's toxic. I'm using Saber until we get our next sword. Deadly Rush, level 1,062. Triple Slash, level 1,107. Also, we're about to get our first maxed out stat of the video, Sword. Final Snow Trooper, boom, boom. And we're level 1,151. I didn't end up using the gravity cane through that because it was just slowing me down, but since we're going to be fighting the Smoke Admiral at hot and cold, I think we can start using it. Let me respawn bosses. All right, there he is. Let's pack this boy up with the M1s. He also has a chance to drop his sword, which is the GT sword. I think it actually requires a lot of mastery to unlock all the moves for that though. It's not going to be ideal. We have someone coming in here. Taking my kill. Come on. All right, there, we managed to get it. We got the mastery off that. Okay, 154 mastery. Golly, bro. Why did you feel the need to even do that to me? You're a max level player, my boy. Come on. What the hell is going on here? There's like all types of players. Like why is this like a war zone right here? Just took down another Smoke Admiral. Got my next skill, which is Lunar Blitz. Let's check that thing out before we fight the next one. All right, Lunar Blitz. Okay, you push him up, then you slam him down. All right. The damage is not pretty solid too. Yo, gravity cane might be cooking. All right, boys, here we go. Last Smoke Admiral there. 1249 and 1250. As you guys can see, we can move on to the next area, Cursed Ship. Before we do that though, I'm not gonna lie, we need to get Mink V2 because I am way too slow. Also, we need to get a new sword because we have not used a new one in a long time. All right, first step towards getting Mink V2, I have to do this Bartilo Quest, this random looking guy. He's gonna have me defeat 50 of the Swan Pirates. It'll give us some decent EXP as well. We got a couple levels off that. As well, just speed run through these boys one by one. Last kill right here. Boom. All right. It says right here, well done. Talk to Bartilo again. Oh, who's this guy pulling up? Who's this guy pulling up? All right, bro. You better back up. Better back up, my boy. Goofy ass magma user, bro. Bro tried to pull up to me and got packed. Easy. Garbage. Let's continue with the quest line. Back to Bartolo. Great work. Now find their leader. Find and defeat Jeremy. All right, there Jeremy is right there. Let's quickly pack this boy up. Okay. Boom, boom. And one and one and one. Boom, boom. He's already almost half. There we go. Send it off with this triple slash. Never mind. He weaved it. He weaved it. All right. End it off like this to M1. And there we go. Next thing we have to do is go to the Coliseum and free the prisoners from the Coliseum. All right. Now, in order to free the prisoners, you have to put in this little puzzle. Don't worry, though. I'm going to show you how to do it exactly. All right. So first off, we go like this one right here. Next up, we have to push this one. Third, we do this. Fourth, we do this S. Fifth, we do this M. Next, we go for this F looking thing. N. And last but not least, B. All right. That's the first part of the quest completed. Now we can go ahead and unlock V2 for our mink. All right. Let's go ahead and find the alchemist. We have to talk to him right over here. Yes, sir. Nerd looking boy. If you're seeking more power, I need you to bring me 3 different flowers spread across the entire map. All right. Bet. Oh, actually, there's a red flower right here. That's perfect. Okay. We already have one of the flowers. Now we have to get a blue one. Blue flower right here. We just need one more, which is the yellow flower. All right. We just got the third flower there. Let's go back to the alchemist. Thanks. I've enhanced your dashing speed, cooldown, and cost. All right. Bet. So we're slightly faster now, as you guys can tell. We can't go for Mink V3 just yet, as we need a fruit that has 1 million plus value. So we're going to handle that later. Also, at this point, we might have to pull out the GT. There's no other sword I can use. Quest giver, ship deckhands, gotta defeat 8 of them. All right, say less. Let's run on these for a little bit. Speed run through these. Let's make these ones quick, boys. Smoke leopard. Okay, that works cool. That works cool. Level 12,000 or oh my god, 12,000. What am I even trying to say, bro? Y'all can tell I'm tired. I'm level 1,280. Sheesh. Poor little noob's about to get packed up. Boom. The fact that I have max sword stats, they be catching up so off guard because like I'm only level 1,280. Oh, you want to activate your PvP, Gonna? All right, but we got ourselves a fight. We got ourselves a fight. Hold on. Smoke leopard. Snipe him there. Boom, 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 boom. Smoke leopard. Wait. I'm about to die. The battle of the noobs. The battle of the noobs. Smoke leopard. I keep missing that. Okay. Put Ken on. No. He got me. Oh my god, bro. Gotta admit, man, that battle of the noobs was kind of fire though. Just unlocked my second move, smoke apparition. I know it's kind of dark, but let's check this thing out. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that second ability is kind of duty cheeks, bruh. But we got last NPC right here. Boom, boom. And we're level 1351. We're getting very close to getting the 3rd C now. Before we actually go to the next island, though, you guys can see down here, we have 134 ectoplasm, which means we can go to this NPC over here. I believe he's in this room. There we go, right here. L admin. Would you like to trade 100 ectoplasm for Midnight Blade? This is gonna be the next sword we buy. There we go. Here we go, though. Finally at Winter Castle. Let's see, how's the range on this Midnight Blade? Oh, that's not as good as GT. 325 to get my last move is kind of crazy that we might not even get it before we go to 3rd C. I'm gonna just speed run through this island. We're gonna be here for a minute, boys. We're gonna be here for a minute. But it's all gonna pay off because soon we'll be in 3rd C. We're on the last stretch, boys. About to get my next move though. There we go. We unlocked it. Portal opening. Let's check this move out on a mob. All right, portal opening, boom. Okay, let's see how much damage that does. Okay, the damages are good, but is it good with a bunch of NPCs? We got 4 NPCs right here. Let's see how this works. Portal opening. Oh, it grabs them all. Okay, that's lit. Level 1402. We can now fight the Awakened Ice Admiral boss, bro. I'm starting to get so drained from this new to pro. Why did I think this was a good idea? Yes, sir. I Awakened Ice Admiral. I got a strat to cheese you, my boy. Get over here, my boy. See this wall right here, bro? See, can I hit him through this? Oh, I can. Okay, say less. Is that a mammoth pulling up? Maybe he can help me fight the Ice Admiral. Dog. Oh my god, he killed me. All right, there we go. Boom, 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 boom. Portal opening, and we got the last hit. There we go. Forgot to record this part, but we just defeated the Ice Admiral once again, and we've got the hidden key. So let me go in this little secret area, and we unlock this Rengoku blade. So when we go over to the next island, yep, this is gonna be the sword we're using. Also, since I came at level 1475, we can go straight to the final boss with no more time wasted. We go on the Tidekeeper. By the way, I did get my second Midnight Blade, a move, Crescent Dash. Let's go ahead and show that out right here. I personally like the first move more, but the second move is still cool. Boom, there we go. Crescent Dash straight into the portal opening. Damn, that actually didn't do much damage. Hold on. Let me switch to a different weapon. Let's switch to like Saber or something. Do that extra damage. Oh yeah. This is where the real damage comes in. Boys. Send this off with a triple slash and GG's. Bro, I literally got the Dragon Trident on my second attempt. I think this is only like a 5 or 10% drop too. Okay, so we have 2 different swords we can switch to now. Rengoku and Dragon Trident. I think I'll hold off Dragon Trident until we get the 3rd C. Here goes, boys. Here goes. Last NPCs before I go to 3rd C. There we go. Level 1500. Oh my gosh, bro. I set up all night, no sleep, just so we can get through 3rd C before I even slept, man. We did it, man. We did it. We on our way to 3rd C. But we have a few things we need to take care of before we do that. We need to obtain Rabbit V3, and we also need to get a fruit that has 1 million plus value to defeat Dom Swan. We go ahead and do a gotcha real quick. Hopefully we got a 1 million value fruit. Come on. Oh, no way. It's like when I absolutely needed it, the game granted me it. Now what we have to do is get rid of and donate that first. Go ahead and donate it to him. I don't even care what you have to say. He's gonna take my quick fruit, y'all about to see right here. And now we have Swan access grant. What that means is when we walk through this gate, y'all remember we fought Swan in first sea? This is the upgraded version of that, and we need to defeat him in order to make it to third sea. Go ahead and pack this boy up. He does have a second phase, so the moment I get him like to 10% health left, you can see he went back to full health, and now he has Awakened Spider, so this is gonna be a little tough to deal with. I ain't too worried because I do have Saber, and Saber deals like stupid tons of damage. Like, look, I'm about to just M1 him for the memes. M1, M1, and pack him up. Now that we've defeated Don Swan, we can go ahead and make it way to third sea, as well as get Mink V3. I don't even care what you have to say. Go ahead and rob me of my 2 million, and there we go. Your race has evolved. We now have agility. Now that we've done all that, there's only one thing left before we can go to third sea, boys. You have to go to the bottom of the Coliseum, go over here and talk to this guy right here, King Redhead. You have to defeat Rip Adra, which should be a breach for me. Boom, boom. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. He kind of more tanky than I thought. All right, bet. Hold on. Deadly Rush. Oh, yeah. We packing that boy up. We packing that boy up. Easy. Wait, what the heck? Oh, we got him to transform. Now that we got him low enough, King Redhead's about to take over. They're about to have a crazy battle. Look at this. Look at this. Like a DBZ fight or something. Like a Bleach fight going on, bro. It's crazy. All right. Now we have this message. Talk to Mr. Captain. We can head our way to third sea, boys. Finally. Here we go, Mr. Captain. Take me to third sea. Yes. Final stretch of the video, ladies and gentlemen. The last sea. Only 1,050 more levels to go. Since we're in third sea, let's pull out a new weapon. We're gonna be using the red Goku blade. Ooh, look at that thing. Look at that thing. Oh, that looks fire. All right, first quest. We have to fight these pirate millionaires. Oh, M1s are fast on this thing. Okay. Okay, I can straight up outrange these boys. Not bad, not bad. Hey, my boy Rip Guy pulled up. Yo, what the hell is that even avatar, dog? Is that Stud's avatar, bro? What? He said, yeah. Hey, I respect you rocking the true triple katana, man. I thought about obtaining true triple katana for this video, but I feel like that'd be even crazy, like too crazy for like how crazy this challenge already is, man. Wait, someone said in chat, Dragon is in stock? Damn, that's a rare occurrence. I hope y'all boys got it while I'm recording this, man. We got 100 master it now. We got our first move at 150. Hopefully we make this quick. Last NPC right here, though. Never mind. Now last NPC. There we go. Level 1504. Your guy said want to farm law raids. You know, that's actually a really good idea because I can also get the Coco Sword. Yeah, bro, let's do it. Let's do it. Why not, bro? All right, so I know. We just made our way to third sea, but Rip Guy did make a good point. Farming law raids will be very efficient. Plus, we can get a new sword. Spawn law. There we go. Let's make them real quick. Boom. Let's try to pack this boy up as quick as possible. Since we have 2 times the EXP, we'll get 6 levels minimum. Plus, we have a chance to get that nice Coco Sword. The only issue is this boss is like extremely annoying to fight and very tedious. He's already about half health though. We're doing pretty good. Alright, he's almost dead. I just gotta keep doing my moves. Hopefully I get credit for this guy. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, he's got me. Triple slash, M1, and there we go. All right, we're about to get 6 levels off that. We only ended up getting Zebra Cap, so, I mean, it is what it is, but we're going to farm them a bunch more times, and hopefully we can get the Coco Sword. Right. You know what I just realized, boys? They nerfed this thing so bad. You only get 3 levels from now, even if you have 2 times the XP. Before, you used to get 6. All right, there we go, boys. Got the Coco Sword. Now I'm going to head back to third sea. We have our next few swords we're going to use. Back to third sea. Rip. He said W. Yes, sir. Got Coco, bro. Let's go ahead and put our stats in. Let's put some more stats in defense. Let's make our way back to third sea. Let me load up 6 more hours of 2 times the XP. Today, I'm about to make it as far as I can, man. We got our first skill for Rengoku, Demon Slayer. Let's go to check this thing out. Okay. Nice little grab with a sword barrage in there. I like that. It's only single target though, so I don't think it'll be the greatest for farming. Actually, let's test it out ourselves. Let's see. Can it grab multiple people? It's only 1 target. Damn, this one sucks for grinding then. Demon Slayer. Boom. Another Pirate Millionaire down. Forgot to record that part, but we're level 1,575, which means we're moving on to the next island. You know what's crazy, bro? All that grinding, and I don't even have the last move on Rengoku. Making our way to Amazon Lily, bro. I'm about to pay Bobo a visit when I get high enough. Dragon Crew Warriors. We need to defeat 8 of them. Alright, say less. This is probably going to be a worse quest to grind, like less efficient, but I was getting so bored on Port Town, I needed to go to a new island. That's 1 down, 7 more to go. Last NPC right here. Never mind, I missed that. Alright, still last NPC right here though. There we go. Level 1577. Bro, look at my hockey now. It's like I'm ascending to black. Like 60% of the way there fully. Demon Slayer. Boom. 1624. 1625. Alright, we can move on to the Area 2 quest giver. Let me go ahead and make my way up there. Here we go. Right over here. New quest. Quest. 8 female islanders. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Rengoku slowed me down so much. I've gone on 2 different islands and I still don't even have the final move. At this point, man, I'm switching over to a different weapon, bro. I'm switching. Let me head back to Gravity Cane for a little bit. Maybe that'd be fire. Lunar Blitz. Get all them boys. Boom. Slam them down. Oh, that's nice. That is fire. Okay. We can work with Gravity Cane. We can work with Gravity Cane for a little bit. Here we go. Here, last NPC, and we're level 1627. Move on to the next quest at 1650. Last female islander. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Level 1650. Where to next? Giant islanders now. Look at them, bro. Look at them. Ugly NPC. Still rocking the Rengoku blade, and we still don't even have our final move yet. This is pitiful. Pack her up. Boom. Rengoku. Demon Slayer. About to finally unlock our next move on Rengoku. It's been like 2 hours of grinding with this thing. And there we go. We have Burning Slash. Hopefully this one's actually good for grinding. Let me gather these boys up. These ugly NPCs. Burning Slash. I did like no you gotta be kidding me, bro. What? Did I aim that wrong or something? Let's go for a second time. Burning Slash. Okay. That did a lot more damage that time. It still feels like a really underwhelming compared to these other swords. Now that we finally maxed out Rengoku, let me go ahead and switch to a next one. Let's go to Coco. I think that'll be nice. So level 1678, that means we can fight Boa Hancock now. Told y'all boys, it's just a matter of time before I met up with her. Oh, there's some dude pulling up. Yo, what you want, my boy? What you want? Don't look at me. Don't look at me now, boy. Boa Hancock even here? No, she is not. Let me go ahead and fix that real quick. Respawn. All right, let me pull her over here. We just hit her through this wall. Easy. I'm about to get killed by this max level player. Oh, he's a dragon user. Why do you even feel the need to use this, bro? Why do you feel the need to do this? I'm level 1600, bro. You don't get nothing from me. All right, guy's actually a bum for that, bro. He's a bum. All right, here we go. She's about to be packed up. Boom, boom, boom. And 1 and 1 and 1 and 1. And there we go. We got a couple levels from her. Also got our first move from Coco, Electric Stab. Check that move out, Electric Stab. Okay. That did pretty decent damage. Not bad. Let's keep server hopping Boa Hancock now. All right, 1702. We can move on to the next island, Great Tree. We only have 250 mastery on Coco, but very soon we'll get that next move, Ejection Shoto. Almost done, man. We on the final stretch. I do the suffering for y'all's entertainment, man. I do it for y'all. All right, first quest here, Marine Commodore. Okay, these ones are pretty easy if I remember correctly. Let me find out. Okay, M1. Okay, these boys are pretty easy. They ain't doing nothing on me. Electric Stab. Boom. Easy. Just unlocked our new skill, Injection Shoto. Okay, 4,372 damage. Not bad. Same as the first one though, so that's kind of a little scuffed. I wish it did a little more damage, but it's a good AoE ability, so it'll help. But last NPC right here, Injection Shot, and there we go, level 1754. You know what that means, boys? We can move on to the boss of this island, the Kilo Admiral. Hopefully she's here. Oh, she's right over there. Say less. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and pack her up. We're gonna have to fight her hand to hand because I don't have any really like good abilities with the sword. We have to get nice up and close. Luckily, I got high M1 damage, so we can pack her up. Boom. Injection Shot. That auto aim is kind of crazy, bro. Ooh-wee. Oh no, we packing her up, bro. Oh, damn. Help. She's doing a lot of damage there, bro. Injection Shot. She's already around half. It's kind of a breeze, I ain't gonna lie. Damn, she packed me up in that corner. That's crazy. Here he goes. Here she goes. Pack that girl up. Boom. Clap her cheeks. Injection Shot. Couple more M1s. Get in that corner. Boom. Take it. Easy. 3 levels only. Damn. All right, we starting to really slow down in third C, man. We got 96 stat points, though. Let me go ahead and put those in all in defense. We about to max out our defense stat very soon. Here we go. Injection Shot. Marine Commodore down. Turtle Island next. All right, here we are. Also, we're going to be switching to the Dragon Trident next since we are done with Coco. Let me see what quest we're going to be on. 8 Fishman Raiders. All right, we're going to be here for a minute. Probably going to have to 1v1 these boys to start off with. Last Fishman Raider here. There we go. Level 1803. Starting to get really close, boys. We have it's 800 levels away till max. I just locked my first ability. We have Sea Dragon Fury. Let's hit him like that. This one's really good for farming multiple ones. It has high AoE. Let me bunch them all up just to see how good it is. All right, get them all gathered up. Jump up. Sea Dragon Fury. Oh yeah, that's fire. That is fire.
2 hours later.
Here we go. Water Dragon Shower. And we're level 1975. We can now go over to the Haunted Castle. Also, we've literally ran out of weapons to try. We gotta try to get a new weapon or something, man. Well, we just killed the elephant boss and we got twin hooks first try, bro. That's crazy. Guess there go our second weapon right there, boys. Twin hooks. Hopefully these things are good for grinding. Also, while I'm here, let me just go for a quick gotcha. Let's see if we get anything good. Okay, we got the magma fruit. Not bad. Let me head back to the first sea for something real quick, though. There was one weapon I forgot to get in first sea, and that is the Bicento and the dual-headed blade. So we might as well get both of those right now, so we have some extra weapons to cycle through. All right, dual-headed blade right here. I'm gonna be honest, I do not want to use the dual-headed blade, but I will definitely be using the Bicento. All right, though, we're pulling up to Haunted Castle. I'm gonna go ahead and equip Bicento just because the mastery requirement isn't that much. I need to be able to level up as efficiently as possible, boys. Haunted Castle quest giver, 8 born skeletons, or 8 what? What am I even talking about? I'm so tired. I always hate farming these boys. They're so annoying. Let me gather up a bunch of those. Wait, hold on. Can I just low-key just cheese them like this? Damn, help. They're backing me up. Hold on. Let me just cheese them. M1. Yes, sir, bro. I can just pack these boys up like this. Look at this. Wall strat. Easy. All right, we already got my first move, Windbreaker. Let's check that thing out. Oh, I forgot, bro. This thing isn't even V2'd. We got to kill Whitebeard for that. All right, well, you know what? I am not worried about it. I don't need to do all of that for real, bro. All right, Windbreaker. Boom. I ain't gonna lie, it is kind of dookie cheek. Well, it is what it is. This is what we're grinding with. Last skeleton right here. There we go. Just unlocked our second skill, Quake Sphere. Let's check that thing out. Quake Sphere. That wasn't too bad. We're gathering up a bunch of bones, though. I will say that. We got 261 bones. Hold on, let me try my luck at the Death King. Let's try to do some spins. See what we get. Might as well just try to do something. Oh, we got the spring fruit off rip. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Hopefully we can get like a hollow essence or something. That'd be dope. Okay, we got money for the second one. Golden sun hat. Wow, I'm getting pretty lucky. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of crazy. All right, we got 2 more spins left. 1 more spin, the final one. If we don't get nothing here, it's all cool. Oh, fire essence. Yo. This pretty much just straight unlocks, what is it? The Dragon Talon, right? Well, that's dope. I'm glad we got that. Go ahead and give this fire essence to Uzoth. Why not? There we go. Got that out the way at least. If in case I ever decide to get that fighting style on this account. All right, we're level 2001 now. I'm not gonna lie, at this point, we might just have to use Dark Blade or Saber, as those are like the best for grinding. I'm getting super tired. I just need to farm efficiently at this point. Triple slash, boom. Level 2075. We're now going on to one of the last islands of the grind. Sea of Treats. Less than 500 levels to go, baby. Less than 500. We almost there. Pulled up to Peanut Land. Gotta defeat these peanut scouts right here. We're gonna be here for a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. We just gonna speed run through these boys. M1. There we go. Level 2078. All right, there we go. Level 2026. We can now move over to this side of the Sea of Treats. Ice Cream Chef, say less. Lock him up. Level 2201. I'm starting to get so drained, man. 24 hours no sleep is insanity. Do not try doing a noob pro on no sleep. I don't recommend. About to be level 2300. Have to be demolish this NPC. Boom. Pack him up. Lunar Blitz. 2300. 250 more levels to go. Final stretch, baby. Woo-wee. I've got no more swords to cycle in between, so at this point I'm just gonna keep reusing them, bro. Dark Blade, Gravity Cane, Saber. I'm just gonna keep reusing them, man. Cocoa Warriors. I'm assuming we're gonna defeat 8 of these. Yep. I don't know why they love their 8s. They love their 8s, bro. You always gotta defeat 8 enemies in this game, bro. They only make it to where you spawn 5, so you have to wait for them to respawn. Why do they do that, bro? Enough complaining. Let's just get through it, bro. Let's just get through it. We're at the end. This is the end is near, man. The end is near. Also, I've got full minority build now. Y'all see that? We got the full body. Well, I guess technically not the full body, but bro, Zoro being full minority is crazy. SPCs over here. Boom. There we go. Level 2303. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. About to be level 2450. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Only 99 more levels to go. This has been the hardest noob to max I've done ever, man. I really this has been nothing but suffering, man, but we almost there. Running on nothing but just fumes and willpower right now. 24 hours no sleep. Got it though, boys. We got it. So 99 more levels to go. Final island here, boys. Final island. Let's go to this quest NPC. Isle Outlaws. All right, bro. All right. Just a little bit more to go. Here we go. Boom, boom. Level 2453. We're on them island boys now. Them island boys. 1000 strikes. Boom. And we're level 2499. Here we go. Level 2500. Last stretch. 50 more levels. I think I'm just going to stick with Dark Blade for this last stretch, boys. I ain't gonna lie. It seems to be working out pretty well for me. 1000 strikes. Level 2544. 6 more levels to go. The last final kill right here, boys. The last final kill of the video. Boom. And 1000 strikes. There we go. That is noob to max level with only using swords. Now on to our first fruit. If we go in the shop, oh, we actually got an ultimate bundle. Permanent Dragon, Yeti, and Gas for 9,999. That's actually kind of a steal. And we get Buddha in there. Not gonna get that right now though. What we're worried about is getting the blade fruit. We're about to buy this permanent. This is only 100 Robux. And this is gonna be the first fruit we're gonna use. All right, first quest over here. Let's get this started. Now, since there's only 5 fruits that got reworked or that are new, we're gonna be switching fruits every 525 levels. But I'm not gonna lie, with the blade fruit, this actually doesn't look bad. Look at that. We have straight up M1s that we could spam. This is crazy. I low-key forgot they even added M1s to blade. While we're at it, let me check out this first ability. Razor Cyclone, Razor Cyclone. Ooh, that's not bad. That's not bad. First quest finished, level 7. And let me gather all these boys up and just spam these M1s. Low-key, with these M1s, Chop is not bad for grinding. I never thought I'd say that. But look at this. Boom, boom, GG. Quest finished. Let me go ahead and put a bunch of points in blocks fruit. And now instead of doing the normal thing, moving on to the jungle, we're gonna go move on to the Fountain City. Luxury bolt dealer, let me spell my miracle, and let's head on our way. We're trying to do this noob to pro as efficient as possible. All right, here we are, and there's a method to my madness. I'll explain it in a moment. What we're trying to do is speed run to level 60 as quick as possible. And the way we can do that is farming these NPCs, the Galley Pirates. Now, we have a bit of long range M1, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna drag this NPC at this edge and hit him with the combat abilities. Never mind, he ended up killing us. All right, take two. All we gotta do is get this guy low and kill him, and y'all will see why I came here. Here we go, he's almost dead, and there we go. Look at all this mastery and levels we're about to get, boys. We were like level 10 when we came here, 37 mastery, and as for our level, we're level 29. Look at all the stat points we got, 57. About to dump all that in blocks fruit. Now we got a new ability, Blade Dance. Check this out. Blade Dance, a whole barrage move we can hold. Yo, Chop is actually fire. My fault, Blade. Next one down there, 47 mastery. We're about to hit probably about level 40. Level 36, close enough. Now we just rinse and repeat till we're level 60 and move on to the desert island, effectively skipping 2 whole islands. And now we got last one here, level 61. We're ready to move on to the desert island. We also got the 79 mastery. We almost have our final ability for Chop. And we're here. Now we're moving on to the second actual quest we've done in the video. We're fighting desert bandits. I think these guys have swords, so am I actually immune to that? Let me see. Let me find out. Oh, I am. Perfect. These guys are gonna be easy. It's gonna be light work, boys. Let me gather these boys up. Let me pop my auto clicker on and just pack these boys to oblivion. It's honestly surprising how good they made the Chop fruit look. Like visually, I mean. Like obviously this isn't like the best fruit ever, but visually this looks really nice. It's also really satisfying to hit these M1s. I mean, just listen to the sound of this, bro. Can't tell me that isn't just like ear candy right there. Some ASMR type beat. All right, we're level 65 right now. Let's keep moving on these desert bandits until we're ready to leave. Level 71 now. And we also locked our final ability, Turbine Flight. Oh, that's actually kind of saucy, bro. Imagine pulling up on the people like this, bro. Packing them up with Blade. They actually made this fruit too saucy, I ain't gonna lie. All right, back to grinding. Now, last batch of NPCs here. Boom and boom. Level 90. We're ready to move on to the Frozen Village. And we're here. Now, first things first, before we do anything else, I've got to get Geppo and Armament Hockey. We're not gonna be able to afford Flash Tip right now, so we'll get that a little bit later. But that's the air jump bot right there, and that's the aura bot right there. Oh, we got the little event island over there. Okay, so we'll go that every hour to get free fruits. But for now, let's worry about the quest. We gotta fight these snow bandits. I should be immune to these guys though. I don't know. Oh yeah, we are immune. Okay, perfect. Light work then. Light work. Same as the desert bandits. All we gotta do is just gather these boys up, and one spam's the name of the game, boys. Look at this. Look at this. With Chop, you can just gather them up like this. Boom. GG's. Last 2 right here. There we go. Barrage. Boom. GG. Quest finished. Level 93. Present event will start in 10 minutes. Head to the zone on the event island. Okay, perfect. We got 10 minutes left. I think I have enough time to get to level 100. Then we can do it. Next quest here and level 101. All right, now we're ready to go to the island. Let me go ahead and fly there in style. Here we are. All right, boys, it's about to spawn. We got less than 20 seconds left. I'm hoping I get a legendary fruit to help me in second seed, but we have it in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Where's my present? All right, hold on. One of these is gonna light up, and that one that lights up is mine. Yep, here we go. Let's see what we get, boys. Let's see what we get. And we get a light fruit. Okay. Well, not exactly what I was looking for. Ah, look at this. We both got light fruit. Me and him twinning. All right, back to leveling. All right, we're level 105. We can move on to the next quest on this island. Our first boss of the actual video, Yeti. Now, I actually wonder how this is gonna go because we have no immunity to him. But I should just be able to keep my distance from my M1s like this, and we should be good. Throw a couple moves in there. Get him like these. Uh-oh. Damn. So much for that. All right, let's keep this going, boys. As long as we don't mess around. Okay. Well, I was trying to fight the boss, but this random Buddha just came in and just took my kill and killed me all in one fell swoop. But I still got the credit. We're level 111 now, so I guess I'm not too mad about it. We got another Yeti right here. That puts us at level 119. And now we have last Yeti here. Level 130. We're ready to move on to the next island, Marine Fortress. All right, luxury boat dealer. Let me get out of my boat, my boy. Now let's head on over there. Now, so far, the blade fruit surprisingly not been bad for grinding, which has actually got me a little hyped for when we move over to the diamond fruit, because I'm curious to see how good that is for leveling. Also, I did do another little
little Christmas event, and I ended up getting a Buddha fruit from it. So we're going to be able to use that to get the 3rd sea later on in the video. But we're here. And since I decided to come here at level 130, we can go straight to the boss of this island, the Vice Admiral. I think somebody's fighting him right now, so let me go ahead and hurry up and get in there. Let me hurry up and get in there before I don't get any credit. There we go. All right, yep. Let me make sure I get my credit. Yes, sir. I only got like 5 hits in there, but it was just enough. 6 levels off that. Easy. Now what we're going to do is just going to quickly server hop and keep farming that boss over and over again. Trust me, this is the best method. Just hop in the next server. We already have another Vice Admiral. Easy work, boys. Hold on. I actually have 90 points that I haven't used yet. 890. Let me put those all in. Okay, he just killed me, but I got all my points in blocks for at least. All right, let's see how much damage we deal now. Yeah, okay, never mind. 2 times in a row? Really? Bro, I'm actually trolling out here, bro. I'm actually trolling, dog. My bad, boys. My bad. Let's check out the damage, though. Ooh, it's actually pretty good damage. All right, boom, boom, boom. GG's. That's actually really easy. We got to level 141 right now. All right, boys. We're going to keep farming them until we're level 220. Finally, the last Vice Admiral. We're level 219 right now. As soon as this guy's dead, we're ready to move on. There we go. Moving on to the prison island. Now, the reason I decided to stay farming at the Marine Fortress Island is because now I got to skip over the Skylands Island, which is very slow. And instead, we get to skip to the Warden Quest. Now we get to skip over all the BS and just move straight on to this boss NPC, boys. Which we're going to waste no time fighting. Let's hit him with all the abilities. Boom. Look at that damage right there, boys. 2,700. Still going. Hit him with this. Yo, Chop is actually like probably one of the best commons for grinding now, boys. I don't know how they did it, but they made this thing actually fire. Like, this is not bad. Boss already dead. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3 levels we get from that boss. And I'm sure y'all can guess what the next method we're about to do is. Server hop, keep fighting them until we're able to fight the next boss, and then rinse and repeat. That's warden number 2 down. And now time for number 3. Level 228, 229, and 230. Okay, perfect. Ready to move on to the next boss quest on the prison island, Chief Warden, which happens to be right here, boys. Now let's go ahead and fight this guy. Let's see how tough this guy is. I don't imagine he'll be much of a problem, especially for us, since we have Chop. Go ahead, fight back, Chief Warden, fight back. Oh wait, you can't. Pack down, bro. Pack down. All right, let's see how much levels we get off that. 3 levels. Okay, perfect. Now we server hop and fight both until we're ready to move on to the final boss in prison, Swan. We got to be level 240 to be able to fight him, so we're gonna have to do a few more server hops. As y'all can tell, man, I'm trying to speed run a second sea as quick as I can, man. I'm trying my best to speed run this, so let's make this quick and get off prison. Never mind, I'm about to die. Back like we never left, though. Let me hit him with them M1 spams in the corner. Yup, boom. Hit him like that. Boom, boom. And he is down. 236, 237, and 238. Now there's another warden NPC over here. Let me go ahead and finish him off, and maybe we'll be strong enough to fight Swan. Here we go. Level 239, 240. Perfect. That was easy, boys. We're actually zooming through these levels. All right, Swan, final boss, and he's not even here. Okay, so up real quick. Let's see. Is he here this time? The answer is no. Okay, one more time. 3rd time's the charm, boys. He's got to be here this time. Yes, sir. There he is. Now let's see how he hangs with the Chop Master himself, or the Blade Fruit. I keep calling it Chop, bro. I guess it's just a habit. Let's see how he fares, though. Let me get him in that corner. Will he even be able to fight back? Hold on, let me see. Oh, he can fight back. He can use moves, bro. I thought it would stun him. All right, duly noted, duly noted. I wasn't peeping bro's game, but now I understand it. About to adapt like no other, bro. Like we Maharaga. Hold on. Ooh, hold on. Let me chill. Let me hit him like this. Let me weave. He's about to use his ability. Yep, weave that. Oh, altruistic out here, bro. Present event started in 10 minutes. Okay, we'll go to that after this. Never mind, he killed me. Damn, I thought I adapted, bro. If we couldn't do it in 2 lives, we'll be able to do it in 3. I got it this time, boys. We're not finna sell. There we go. Easy. Pack him down. Let's see, how many levels do we get off that? Okay, that's 5. That's 6. Perfect. I'm gonna server hop a few more times, and we can start heading our way over to the Christmas Island. Here we go. This is another Swan. Now we're at 249, 250, and 251. Okay. Now we can move over to the next island, Coliseum, but I don't really like farming at Coliseum, so we're gonna stay here at prison. All right, we're level 262 right now, but I just saw in chat it's about to start in 5 minutes. All right, we're here. Let's see what fruit we get this time. All right, my present just spawned over here. Let's open this. Ooh, we got portal. All right, let's see what I get. Let me open this thing, man. Let me open this thing. And we get the sand fruit. Okay, not really crazy, but I'm not gonna complain about it. Back to grinding. All right, this is like Swan number 3 down. There we go. Let's see what level we get to. 266. Final Swan here, boys. We did a bit of a time skip, but now we're level 350. Ready to move on to the Magma Village. Like I said, we're trying to speed run through First City, man, so I'm using the fastest methods I know. Also got a bunch of stat points. Let me go ahead and put the rest of these in defense because I've been getting one-shotted. Since we're level 350, we can go to the quest giver and skip both the military soldiers and military spy quests. Move straight straight on to the Magma Admiral quest. And he's right here. Let's see how difficult this boss is gonna be. This guy's actually kind of easy with Blade though. Like, look at this. He hasn't even dealt a lick of damage to us. 7,500 damage. Hold on, bro. This guy's actually too easy, bro. What? Swan was harder than this. All right, let's go ahead and put him out of his misery. Boom. GG. 5 levels off that. Not bad. I also saw in chat the present event will start in the next 5 minutes. Ah, bro, why? I just got to this island. All right, let me see if I can make my way over there real quick. Just in time. All right, present event starting. 3, 2, 1. Now let me get my present. It's time to do this a third, boys. Let's open this thing. What do we get? A magma. Okay, that's actually not bad. I'll take that. Back to grinding. All right, here we got Magma Admiral number 2, and he is done. Level 359, now 378, and now 425. Easy grind. Magma Village already done, and we're ready to move on to the underwater city. And now we also only have 100 more levels before we move on to the next fruit, which will be the diamond fruit. You put in work, Chop, but your time is almost up. All right, we're pulling up the Fishman now. Let's go ahead and make this one quick. I'm trying to get off Chop as quick as I can, man. Next quest, we're going to be farming the Fishman Lord quest. I think y'all get the gist of what I'm trying to do, boys. Quickest way to speedrun through First Sea is really just try to fight as many bosses as you can. This boss will be no different. Except this one, what the? All right, this is crazy, bro. How the hell did I get glitched underground? Bro, this is insane. How do I even get glitched like this? All right, let's forget that ever happened. Let's get back to the boss fight. I was about to say that this boss has 2 different stages. The moment you get him low, you're about to see right here, he transforms into a second state, gets full health, gets a little bit stronger. But okay, bro, just straight up just one-shots me. Forget everything I was about to say, man. Let's just go ahead and pack this guy out. Let's make this quick, bro. Right under half health, more M1s, and he's done. We're gonna keep doing this till we're level 500, boys. Now another one here. Boss number 20 there. Now final boss there. Done. We're done with Underwater City. We're ready to move on to the upper Skypia. 25 more levels with Chop and we move on. All right, here we go. We're here. Now what we do is go down this area down here and we're on upper Skypia. On our first quest, we gotta defeat the Weisper boss. Just going from boss to boss to boss, boys. That's the grinding method, man. Now, this boss is pretty easy. I'm not gonna lie. He only has one thing you have to worry about, and this is a little bazooka he pulls out right there. You just gotta dodge that and you're good. That's the only thing you really have to worry about. We're gonna keep fighting this guy until we're level 525. Okay, anyways, as I was saying before I got rudely interrupted, we're gonna keep fighting this boss until level 525. Then we move on to Diamond. But now we have Weisper down. Level 504. I told y'all he's pretty easy. Let me go ahead and put my stat points in. We have 51 available, all in block shoots. Now server hop, and y'all know the deal. And now we're level 525. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to move on from Blade and buy the Diamond Fruit. 1,000 Robux. Let's go ahead and get this thing. All right, there we go. Now Diamond activated. Do we even have any abilities with this? Yeah, we got 2. Encrust and Shard Storm. Now, if I remember correctly, this does have an M1. Let me go ahead and use Encrust. Damn, I ain't gonna lie. We looking like the little Diamond Ben 10 thing. Let me see the M1. That's the M1. It's just the air punch. Hopefully this M1 does damage, man. If not, that'd be kind of garbage. But our first ability is Shard Storm. Oh, that's not bad. And if I remember correctly, Encrust is also a move. Yep, that's a move right there. And if you want to unactivate the mode, all you have to do is hold Encrust instead of tapping it, like this. Now we're no longer Diamond. All right, let's continue server hopping. All right, another Weisper about to be down. There we go. Let's see what mastery we end up getting to. 66 mastery, and we're now level 531. We unlock our third ability, Shimmering Disruption, at mastery 80. So we're almost got it. There we go, boys. Just defeated another Weisper, and we unlocked our third ability, Shimmering Disruption. Let's go ahead and check that ability out. All right. Okay, we got a nice little holding animation. Well, that exactly wasn't what I was expecting. I mean, they kind of hyped it up a little bit, but that just kind of looked a little underwhelming. I'm not gonna lie. Oh well, back to farming. Here we go, another Weisper, and level 552. Trust me when I say we're gonna be here for a while. New skill available. We unlocked our final ability, Prismatic Reflection. This is like the best ability in the entire kit, and the one I was excited to unlock. Check this out. All right, look at that. Look at that, boys. We basically become Haku from Naruto, bro. It's just crazy. All these NPCs right here just got hit by that. Damage on it is kind of insane too. Like, look at that. I'm gonna throw it out again. Look at the damage. Look at the damage, boys. That's insane. Now that we've unlocked our final ability, it's time to speed run to the final island. We're level 555 right now, but we can't move on to the last island first until level 625. All right, we have another Weisper there. Another Weisper down. Now we're level 581. And now we're level 625. We're now ready to move on to the Fountain City. Final island in First Sea, baby. All right, we're pulling up now. I've got 56 minutes left of 2 times EXP. I have 75 more levels to go before we reach Second Sea. I want to reach Second Sea before I have to buy more 2 times EXP, so let's try to make that happen. The first quest, we're going to be fighting Galley Pirates. Y'all remember we fought these earlier? Well, now it's time to actually be on them. Diamond has actually been pretty decent for grinding, I'm not going to lie. Like, look at this. 2 moves. Boom. Now the M1, and they're dead. 6,188 damage. Damage on this is actually not mid, surprisingly. Especially with this Prismatic Prison. Look at that.
Look at that. Boom. Plus Shard Storm. Easy grinding, boys. 5 out of 8 NPCs. 3 more to go. That's one. That's the second. And this is the last. Quest finished. Now we're level 628. Just finished another quest. Now we're level 650. Next quest about to be finished now. And level 675. 25 more levels to go before we can move on to second sea. But our final boss now is Cyborg. I don't imagine this one will pose me much of a threat, especially with me using Diamond. But let's go ahead and find out. Prismatic Reflection. Shimmering Disruption. Boom. M1. And Crushed. Oh, look at that. 11,000 damage. The damage on Diamond is actually insane how much damage it does. But we died. All good. All good. Round 2, baby. Round 2. Let's get it. Let's get it. Hit them all on my moves. Boom, 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 and 12,000 damage, bro. This is insane. For our first sea fruit, like, this is crazy. Shard Storm. Look at this, look at this, look at this, boys. Look at this. Boom, boom. I've never beat, like, Cyborg this easily in first sea, bro. Like, he's the same level as me right now. We're packing him up. GG's, just like that, boys, just like that. That's 3 levels from him. Now we're just gonna keep server hopping until we're ready to move on to second sea. Another Cyborg here that is now dead. Level 687, and now we have last Cyborg here, boys. Boom, and level 702. We're ready to move on to second sea. It's now time, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk to experienced captain and make our way to second sea.
Now that we're in second sea, we've only got to use Diamond for 350 more levels, and then we'll move on to the gas fruit. But for now, I've got to buy more EXP. Let's buy 6 hours. There we go. Let's move on to the next quest. Next one we've got is Raiders. We've got to defeat 8 Raiders. Low-key, this quest is kind of annoying. Like, these NPCs are very difficult to fight, so I'm going to try and make this as quick as possible. We just gather them up. Prismatic Reflection. Use this, and there we go. That's 4 out of 8 NPCs down. Now we got the last one there. All right, that puts us at level 704. We're going to be farming on this quest to about level 775 just to be most efficient. Next quest here. Now level 750, and now level 775. We're ready to move on to the next quest, the second sea. One of my favorite quests. Gonna be right straight ahead. The Swan Pirates quest. Gather the NPCs up. Once they're there, use my Prismatic Reflection ability alongside my Shimmering Disruption ability and shards, and they're done. Easy as pie, boys. Easy as pie. Now we have last NPC there, and quest finished. Now we're level 777 right now, but trust me when I say we're gonna be on this quest for a very long time, boys. Before we do that, let's go ahead and do our first gacha of the video. I haven't even done a single one throughout first sea, so now we might as well do one while we're here, boys. Let's see what we end up getting, and we get literally the worst fruit in the game. A rocket. How anticlimactic, bro. All right, let me go ahead and drop that. Back to level grinding. Next quest right here. Now we're level 800, and we still got like 100 more to go. All right, another quest here, and we are now level 925. We're finally ready to move on to the next island. I told you I was gonna be here for a while, man. Now our next destination quest is gonna be at this NPC. We're gonna be fighting the Fajita boss. Now, just like all the other bosses we fought, this one's gonna be no different. It's gonna be super easy. We kind of just spam all of our abilities, keep our range, rinse and repeat. All of our abilities did 17,449 damage, bro. Kind of insane, I'm not gonna lie. Hold on, let me dodge all these abilities. Never mind, looks like I'm taking all these meteors. Boom. Okay, looks like he killed me. Well, we got him under half health, so that's good. Now we just go back and finish the deal. There we go. Boom. One more M1, and he's dead. Oh, and we got Gravity Blade first try. W's. All right, we're level 929 from that first boss. We're gonna keep server hopping and fighting them until we reach enough to get the next island. We're level 943 right now, and after defeating this boss, now we're at 946. 4 more levels to go. And now we have the final Fajita here. And also only 100 more levels before we move on to the next fruit, which I'm excited about because I'm not gonna lie, Diamond's been getting a bit boring. And we're here. Made it to the Graveyard Island. The next quest we're gonna be farming is the zombies. I honestly really love farming on the Graveyard. It goes really quick. It's super easy. Like, just watch how easy this is. Gather up these NPCs real quick. Super easy to bunch together. About to be super easy. Check this out. Like that, 5 out of 8 NPCs already dead. And now seconds later, quest finished. Easy breezy, boys. All right, more zombies. Now we're level 975. We can move on to the next quest on this island, the vampires. Quest pretty much still the same. Here we go, quest finished. All right, level 1000. It's time to move on to the Snow Mountain Island. All right, next up, we gotta fight these snow troopers. This quest is actually pretty easy too. Luckily for us though, we've only got 50 more levels of diamond. At least with this one, all the NPCs are bunched together, so I could easily just pack them up with my AoE abilities and go about my day. 5 down right there. All right, got last NPC over here. Easy as pie, boys. Level 1003. Level 1049 right now. We're about to move on to the next fruit. Level 1050. It's time to go on. Finally, bro. I've been on diamond for so long. Now that we're done with diamond, the next fruit we're going to be moving on to is the gas fruit. This one's 2,500 Robux, but this also has a transformation as well, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to have 2 ways to grind with this fruit. I'm glad to finally be able to move on to another fruit, man. We're gonna stay with this thing till like 3rd C2, by the way. But we unlock our final ability, which is the transformation at 300 mastery. Once Once we get that, grinding should be pretty good. Actually, I don't think grinding right now will be too bad because we actually have some M1s. Look at that. Little sword M1s. And we have suffocating fumes. Ooh, the damage on this is actually not bad, boys. Look at this. There's one NPC down there. It's 2. Straight up M1 spam these boys. Easy work. Look at that. We already got our first ability. Traveling gas unlocked. Yeah, this will be easy. This will be easy, especially when we unlock the transformation. This is going to be fire. Question is, does suffocating fumes work on 2 NPCs? Let me see. Oh, it does. Perfect. Perfect. All right, bet. Yeah, this is gonna be light work, boys. All right, last NPC here. Boom. Hit him with these M1s and quest finished. Level 1054, and we got 102 points available. Let me go ahead and put those in Blox Fruit. Now we have Blox Fruit completely mastered out. First maxed out stat of the video. All right, let's get back to grinding. After these next 2 NPCs, we will unlock our 3rd ability. So let me go ahead and eradicate him real quick. And now 100 mastery. We've unlocked Bursting Vapor. This one I know for a fact is a double targeted move. So let me go ahead and do this. Suffocating Fumes. Get this boys over here. Bursting Vapor. Oh yeah, that's fire. Look at that damage, boys. Worthy upgrade of Diamond, man. We're level 1084 right now, but we have 198 mastery. I think after these 2 NPCs, I should unlock my 3rd ability. Let me go ahead and accept the next quest, and let's test this thing out. This is going to be probably one of my best abilities for grinding until we get our transformation, of course, but this is what it does. You summon a bunch of little things, and then you shoot them out. And it does damage over time, too. One thing I've seen from this video, man, is that all these new and reworked fruits are actually very good for grinding. Like, I haven't had a struggle with any fruits, including the blade fruit, bro. So, hey, W on the Blox Fruits team for making fruits better for grinding. Other than that, though, we only have 100 more mastery to go before we unlock our next ability, and that's where it's going to get super easy for us. But quest finished right there. Level 1089. Level 1149. Last Snow Trooper NPC here, and we're done with this island, boys. Now we're going to be heading to the hot and cold island specifically to fight one thing, and that is the Smoke Admiral boss himself. Similar to our first team methods, we're going to be doing boss farm and server hop until we move on to the next island with this guy. And with gas, you guys can see this guy's about to be pretty easy, bro. Look at this. Straight up cake right here, boys. Boom. We run a little bit, dodge his abilities. Boom. Get him like this. M1. Smog Demon. GG's. Straight up that easy. Now all we got to do is server hop, rinse, repeat till we're ready to move on to the next island. Another server hop, another Smoke Admiral down. All right, we're at level 1157 and 291 mastery. We're so close to unlocking our final transformation. All right, next Smoke Admiral down. And yes, we unlocked it, boys. Vapor condensation. Vapor condensation. Yes, sir. That is so sick. Time to speed things up. About to straight up pack this guy up into oblivion. Yes, sir. Easy, easy. Smoke Admiral down. Let's move on to the next. And this will be the last Smoke Admiral. Next quest, Magma Ninjas. These NPCs ain't got no chance at all. Let me hit him with this spam. Boom. Look at that. Look at that, boys. No chance at all. Quest finished. Level 1182. This next little guy will wrap up the last of the Magma Pirates. Boom. All right, level 1200. Next quest. Moving on to Lava Pirates. Normally, I don't usually even fight these quests. I skip them, but since we got the gas transformation, this is light work, boys. Look at this. Just gather them all up. Place this down. Boom. And they're dead. Last one here. M1. Hit him with the F ability. GG's. Quest finished. Level 1203. All right. Quest finished once again. Level 1206. All right. Level 1250. Ready to move on to the cursed ship. All right. Here we are. The quest we're going to be farming on is Ship Deckens. Now I'm just going to be fully transparent. I do not like farming in this area just because you really can't see anything, bro. Like, look at this. It's nighttime. I can't see anything. On top of the fact that in my gas form, it's literally basically no visibility. Like, look, bro. Be honest. Can you even see any NPCs right here, bro? Because all I can see is a health bar. That's it, bro. That's it. So for this part, I'm not going to use my transformation just because I literally can't fight in here with it. But first quest finished. Level 1252. We'll be here for a minute. Another NPC here. Another quest about to be finished. And now we're level 1300. Still, we got a long ways to go before we're ready to move on to the next island. Now, finally, we are on the last NPC, boys. A couple more M1s and level 1375. We're ready to move on to the next island, the Ice Castle. And here we are. Next up, we're going to be fighting these Arctic Warriors. And against these ones, I can at least let loose and use my transformation. Something I couldn't do with the damn cursed ship. I actually don't mind this island too much, to be honest, bro. It's like pretty good. You just kind of just bunch up the NPCs. Now I can transform, spam. Oh yeah, it's about to be easy, boys. Light work. I'll take this. I'll take this. That's 5 NPCs down right there. And now, just with a little bit of spam, we're done with the quest. Level 1378. All right, next set of quests right here. Let me go ahead and make this quick. Level 1400. It's time to move on to the boss of the island. Second to last boss of second sea, man. We're almost done. Let me go ahead and pack this guy up. Can I actually transform in here? Hold on, let me see. Oh, I can transform in here. Perfect. All right, bet. All I gotta do is just spam, M1 spam, and move spam, and he's done. Hold on. Bursting Vapor. Boom. Boom. Fully charged my smog demons. Can't even see where he's at. I think he's hopefully down there. Yep, quest finished. Damn, that was easy. But all right, now let me go ahead and just finish these next quests. Then let's make our way to the last island so I can see. Anyways, instead of server hopping, I'm just going to keep farming on these Arctic warriors until we're level 1425 so we can move on to the next island. Uh-oh. Yeah, we're about to die. We're about to die 100%. I can already see it coming, boys. I can already see it coming. That'd be a surprise if he actually just let us be, boys. Well, the dragon may have left, but we got this guy over here now. I think I could take him, though. Boom. Smog demons. Get him with this. Yes, sir. Packed him up. 4.9k honor. Buddha what, bro? Buddha what? Gas is better. All right, let's get back to grinding. No more fooling around. Level 1407. And now 1426. Ready to move on to the last island of Second Sea, baby. Yes, sir. All right, we're here. Next quest, we gotta defeat sea soldiers. We're almost done, man. Almost in third sea. And then we just got 1,100 more levels to go, man. These sea soldiers are pretty easy, though. As you guys can see, pretty much the same deal as any other NPC in this game, man. Hit it with my abilities, hit it with the gas abilities, and they're done. It's 4 down right there. And this is the last NPC here. Now we're level 1,429. Now we just repeat. All right, we're ready to move on to the water fighters now. I like farming these ones a lot better just because we don't have to go down and up. It's just right up, closer to the quest giver. It's 2 down right there. Just keep spamming. Easy work, boys. Easy work. Low-key gas is kind of like the new Buddha, bro. Just low-key just M1 spamming here, and it just gets the job done. All right, that's 7 right there. And now this will be the last one. And he's done. Quest finished. Level 1452. Less than 50 more levels to go before third sea. Next set of NPCs right here. Let's finish them off. Now 1475. Last quest, second sea, Tidekeeper. There he is down there. Pretty confident we should be able to beat this thing with no effort. Let me go ahead and give it a try, though. Boom. Pair up the moves. Use my auto aim ability. Oh yeah, this boss about to be easy. This boss about to be easy. Straight cake, bruh. Straight cake. Look at that damage. Oh, hold on. Actually, he's gonna get me low. He's gonna get me low. Let me chill. All right. Let me not underestimate him completely. Let me take him serious. He's right around half health though. Got a little bit more to go. Let me back up a bit. Some of my smog demons. Get him there. Bursting flame. 25% health left, boys. 25% health left. Knock him back. He's gonna spawn right back here. Smog demons. Let's finish this off with suffocating flames. And there he goes. Surprised he didn't even summon the sea beast that time. Usually he summons the sea beast when he loses like 10% HP. But let's move on from that. Let's go back to the water fighters. All right, last 2 NPCs, boys. Last 2 NPCs. That's 1 down, and now this is the second. Finally, level 1,500. We can make our way to third sea now, man. This grind has been crazy. But even though the grind's been crazy, our journey is not over yet. We've got a lot more work to do. And the first step is we got to complete a quest line and make it a third sea. So there's 2 quest lines you need to complete to make it a third sea. The first one is the Coliseum quest line, and the second one is the Don Swan quest line. First things first, we got to go to the cafe and talk to Bartilo. We're going to complete the Bartilo quest one first. He's going to say, help me defeat 50 Swan Pirates. All right. This part's going to be really easy, especially since we got gas. It'll be a breeze. Just gather up the NPCs like usual as we saw earlier and just pack them up. And now last NPC right here. Suffocating fumes and GG. Well done. Talk to Bartolo again. All right, now we got to talk right back to him. And with that, we're already almost done with the quest line. It's really not a long one. We have maybe 1 or 2 more objectives to do. So let's go ahead and talk back to Bartolo. This time he's going to tell us defeat Jeremy. There he is right there. All right, let's make this quick and simple. Suffocating fumes. Let's put that down. Bursting vapor. Explode it. Jump up. Smog demons. Let's summon it fully. About to be light work, bruh. About to be light work. He's already almost dead. Finish this up. Bursting vapor. And couple M1s. GG's. Now it's gonna be a whole yap session, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and skip all that. Yep. Now when we talk back to Bartolo third time, he's gonna say free the gladiators who are jailed beneath the stadium. And I actually do this. We're gonna need a code, which you're gonna get going right up the mansion, the area I'm going to right now. There's gonna be a code on a table, and you're gonna want to go ahead and screenshot this because we're gonna need that. Then you gotta head over to the Coliseum right there and go to the bottom. All right, now that we're here, we're gonna want to put in this code. You're gonna start off with this Y symbol, then you're gonna go with this infinity symbol, then this kind of like backwards C symbol, then this S looking symbol, this M looking symbol, F, N, and then last but not least, B. Then by doing that, it'll say you're now respected in this island. We are free at last. We got ourselves a new accessory too. We got ourselves the warrior helmet, which is actually better than the accessory I got right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that on. And that right there is the Bartolo quest completely finished. One more objective left before we can make our way to third sea, boys. Our next step is going back to the mansion. We're gonna have to talk to this NPC named Trevor. And I don't know if y'all remember this, but earlier on in the video, I got this Buddha from one of the Christmas events, and I said I was gonna use it as a sacrifice. That's exactly what we're about to do right here. Let me go ahead and talk to this NPC Trevor. forever, blah, 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 blah. He's gonna say, bring me an expensive block fruit to prove yourself worthy of speaking to Swan. What you need to do is bring him a block fruit that's worth over 1 million value. This boot is 1.2 million, so we have just enough, boys. Let me go ahead and give it to him. And now we have Swan access granted. Gotta pack up this boss right here, boys. Let's make this quick. Only thing standing in my way, third C, is this easy boss. Actually, I'm not gonna lie, he's not easy. He's not easy at all, bro. He's actually one of the hardest second C bosses in the game. The reason why, he has a second phase. You guys can see we just attacked him, got him almost to death, but he transformed and awakened, making it much more difficult. He's about to spam, but you know what? I ain't worried about it. I ain't worried about it because we got our transformation 2, boy. We got our transformation 2. Slam him down. Let's end this off. Oh, he's actually about to kill me. Hold on. Let's stop playing. Yep, let's end it off right there. Let's end it off right there. Now we got this text that says secret NPC unlocked. That's important because we're gonna need to go back to the Coliseum. Once we're back here, we gotta talk to this NPC named King Redhead. I don't even care what he's saying. Just say, of course, admin. All right, now to make our way to third C, we have to defeat the Rip Idra boss. Well, you can't actually defeat him. You kind of just gotta get him to half health and then it'll do a cinematic, which is actually a pretty cool cinematic, but let's make this quick. We gotta hurry up and get him to that state. If we die, it'll honestly just reset the whole thing, so I'm really not trying to do this twice. Let's lock in. Let's lock in. He's actually gonna put him in a fight, bro. He's putting him more of a fight than damn Don Swan, bro. This is crazy. There he goes. We got him to where he needs to be. Fight's over. Now we just gotta watch through this cinematic, which I'm actually not gonna watch through. I'm skipping it. And just like that, we're ready to go to third C, man. We got this text right here that says, talk to Mr. Captain at Green Zone. We're ready. Third C, here we come. Mr. Captain, take me there. Yes, sir. Back where we belong, boys. The final C. I know I'm not supposed to switch over to the next fruit until level 1575, but I'm kind of getting bored of gas. So I'm moving on from gas, and we're going up to our next fruit, the second to last fruit of the video, which is the most recent fruit that just got added to the game, the Yeti fruit. So let me go ahead and buy that permanent real quick. Goodbye, gas, and hello, Yeti. I hope this thing's good for grinding. I never really use it for grinding like that, but we about to find out. All right, let's get to grinding. First quest, we got to defeat pirate millionaires. Now, they changed Port Town a lot, so I'm not sure how efficient this is going to be grinding these now. All right, let's go ahead and check out how good Yeti's going to be for grinding. First move, we have Arctic Clap, 2,997 damage. Okay, that did like literally 0 damage. Yikes, bro. Yikes. This is gonna take a minute, man. That just took me 5 Arctic Claps even to kill this NPC once, bro. So this is gonna be tough. Luckily, we already got the 55 mastery, so we unlocked our second ability, Frostbite Boulder. So we already have our second ability. That's what it looks like. That is 3,426. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Not gonna lie, I like the old version of Port Town better for grinding because, like, for one, the quest NPCs over there, so it's gonna take longer to get the quest, and now the NPCs are separated. So like, there's like 4 over here, and then there's like more over there. So it's gonna be more tedious to actually farm them, man. I ain't gonna lie. But we got the last 3 NPCs of the quest bunch right here. Let's finish it off. There we go. Not only do we finish the quest, we also unlocked our third ability, Glacial Execution. This one ain't gonna help us much for grinding though, bro. This is only a single target move. Look at this. Yeah, that's not gonna help us much for grinding. What's gonna help us a lot is when we unlock our final ability, Transformation, but for now it's gonna be a bit slow till it gets faster. New skill available. Finally, we got to 200 mastery and unlocked our 4th ability, Tundra Rush. Let's go ahead and see what this thing does. Okay, you lunge at the NPC, throw him down 3 times. Question is this a single target move or is this attack multiple players? Having 2 single target moves will actually be mid, bro. Let me check. Tundra Rush. It's only a single target, bro. That's mid. That's mid. For grinding, at least. Up next, we gotta defeat the pirate billionaires. I don't even know where these NPCs are at, bro. Somehow, some way, the devs actually managed to make Port Town like much worse for grinding because you can barely even bunch up NPCs. You literally can't bunch more than 3 NPCs at a time, bro. It did not used to be this bad. But we got all 3 right here. Let's go ahead and just make this quick, man. Let's make this quick. Present event starting in 5 minutes. You know, I'm not even worried about that. I can be killed out of my move? Oh, nah, that's bad. That's bad. Yeti is not good for grinding without transformation, man. Last guy right here, though. Boom. Tundra Rush. Quest finished. Finally. That took like 5 minutes to finish 1 quest. Way longer than it should have been. All right, that was the last pirate millionaire right there. Finally, 1550. It's taking me like an hour just to get 50 levels, boys. This is insane. But we're moving on to the stone boss. And this is the NPC I'm going to be farming until we leave this island. There that boy is right there. Let's show him we ain't playing no games, man. Let's show him we ain't here to play. Set him with all these abilities. Tundra Rush. Frostbite Boulder. This guy about to be easy. So let's go ahead and pack this guy up and hopefully we can get ourselves the pilot helmet as well because that'll help us out with our grinding. Boom, boom, boom. Get him there. Slam him down. Hit him with that Detroit smash. Yes, sir. Let's find out. Will we get pilot helmet first try? Will we get pilot helmet first try? And we don't. But let's see. We get 4 levels off that. Not bad, not bad. Let the server hop and redo this. Second stone down. Still no pilot helmet. Third time's the charm. There we go. Yes, sir. It worked. Finally, we got the pilot helmet. Let me go ahead and equip that thing. This is going to help our speed a lot more. Look at that. Look at that speed, boys. Except now I look bald. Actually, I am technically bald. Another stone boss down. And now we have new skill available. Finally, boys. It's time. Transformation. What the? How the heck am I? All right, bro. That's crazy. What the type of lag is that, bro? Been waiting forever for this transformation, bro. It's time to see how good it is for grinding now. Let's get up all these pirate millionaires, the NPCs I once struggled with a second ago, bro. Let's see how quick we farm this now, bro. Boom, boom. Look at these M1s. Look at these M1s. Frostbite Boulder. Oh, that's fire. That's fire. This just got so much easier. Now I can just gather them up. M1 spam, bro. This is what I'm talking about, man. I've been waiting for this. Large AoE like this. M1 spam. Boom. That's 6 down. Let me get the last 2 right here. Yep. And boom. Quest finished. 1575. About to start speeding up, boys. But now we're finally ready to move on to the next island, the Hydra Island. This is gonna be my first time grinding on the new reworked Hydra Island, bro. I wonder if they actually made it better, but not like they could have made it any worse because it was pretty bad before. But we're gonna be moving on to the Dragon Crew Warriors. They're all bunched right here, so I can just gather them up like this and farm them like these. Oh yeah, this will be better than Port. This will be better than Port, bro. I'll take this. I'll take this. It's already half the NPCs down right there. Last NPC right here. Hit him with that Detroit Smash. Arctic Clap. Boom, boom, boom. Quest finished. Oh yeah, things are really speeding up now, boys. We almost through this quest line already. All right, level 1675. We can move on to the boss quest. It used to be the Island Empress quest, but now it's called the Hydra Leader quest. Okay, missing the Island Empress, man, but let's go ahead and try to make this quick. We ain't playing no games. Look at that, 15,000 damage in seconds. This guy uses the Venom Fruit, bro. It's looking kind of annoying because he's gonna be spamming his Venom abilities, but we got it. We got it. Slam him down. Boom, boom, boom. But look at this. He's just literally just having to hold all this, bro. He literally just had to hold all this, bro. Yeah, man. Yeti in transformation is so much better, bro. Already. He is done. All right, 1,677. We're almost off the island. Hydra Leader round 2, baby. Hydra Leader round 2. And we're level 1,700. Moving on to the Great Tree. Next quest, Marine Commodores. Based on the looks of it, it doesn't look like things have changed much at Great Tree. It looks like pretty much the same spread of NPCs. Got 3 right here. I think there's more over here. Yep, looks like it's pretty much the same. So it shouldn't be too bad then. First batch of NPCs right here. Hit him with the M1 combo. Let's make this quick, boys. Gotta make up for lost time. That's 3 down right there. And now this is gonna be the last one right here. There it goes. Quest finished. All right, level 1703. Low-key, this is not too bad for grinding, but also not that much different than what it was before. So Great Tree should be all right. Level 1725 now. We can move on to a new quest, but I'm gonna continue farming these Marine Commodores. Frostbite Boulder. Check it at that, boy. And level 1750. Up next, we got the Kilo Admiral boss. Let's see if she's there. Yep, right there. After this boss, we'll be able to move on to the next island. Great Tree actually wasn't too bad, I'm not gonna lie. With the updates they made to it, it's pretty convenient. And with Yeti, not too bad. Let's make quick work of this boss. Show her we ain't playing no games. We ain't here to play around, bro. This is actually so OP, boys. Look, I can just M1 spam, use a move or two. M1 spam, use another move or two, bro. Look at this. Look at this damage. She actually can't even do anything, bro. This is crazy. Boom, boom, boom. M1, Boulder, Z. She's dead. All right, finally about to get out this island. 1775, ready to move on to the floating turtle. All right, up next, we gotta fight these Fishman Raiders. These ones here are super easy to fight, man. You can just easily bunch them all together. Like, they're lined up right here. Easily group them up, hit them with M1s, hit them with all my abilities. It's gonna be a breeze. That's 4 down. That's 5 down. That's 6. This marks 7. And now this is the last one here. Quest finished. Level 1,778. Let's keep this moving. Level 1,800. We're ready to move on to the next quest. Fisherman Captains. Pretty much the same exact quest. I don't even know why they like separated these quests. I should just give it one, but these guys are pretty much the exact same. Here we go, though. Quest finished. Level 1802. We got a long ways to go before we're off Turtle Island. All right, we're ready to move on to the next quest. Before we do that, though, might as well do a gacha. Haven't done one in like over 1,000 levels. So here we go. Let's see what we end up getting. A flame fruit. Okay, not bad, not bad. Let me go ahead and store that. Let's get back to grinding. Next quest, we got to defeat Forest Pirates. This one's not too bad. They're all easily bunched together. Pretty much just one-shot these NPCs with a few moves, and they're done. Now we got last Forest Pirate right here. Quest finished. Level 1829. And if I remember correctly, we're going to be on this quest for a long time. Like, I think almost to level 2,000. So we got a long road ahead of us, man. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, finally, we're ready to move off this damn island. Level 1,975. We go into Haunted Castle, but we only got a little bit more Yeti. Then we move on to the final fruit. But up next, we have the Reborn Skeletons. This one should be really easy with Yeti because all of the skeletons are kind of bunched up in this one area. We can kind of just M1 spam them. All we got to do is M1 spam. This won't be too difficult with Yeti, so at
least we can end off Yeti strong. Last skeleton here was finished. Now we just gotta do that a few more times. And now we got last reborn skeleton, level 2000. 25 more levels to go before we move on. But up next, we got the living zombies. Let me just spam these boys. Oh yeah, that's easy. That's easy. Oh my god, yo. Straight up tearing these boys up. That's 5 out the way. This is about to be 6. And this is the last of them right here. Here we go. Boulder toss. There we are. Quest finished. 2025. Not only are we ready to move on to the next quest, which is going to be demonic souls, but now we are completely done with Yeti. So that fruit is finished, and we're moving on to the final fruit of the video, the dragon fruit. 5,000 Robux to buy this thing permanent, man. This is going to be painful, bro. It's always painful buying permanent dragons, man. But we're done with the Yeti. It's about damn time we're moving to dragon. And I'm actually going to use the Western version, because once I unlock that transformation, ooh-wee, that's about to be crazy for grinding, man. All right, let me accept my next quest, and let's see how good this thing is. All right, let's see M1s. Okay, only 3,049 damage. That's not that good in base, bro. I mean, Yetis transformed M1s were like 5,000, so this is gonna be a bit slower until we unlock our transformation. We already got our second ability, Draconic Sword. Let me see how much the Heatwave Cannon does on its own. 3,223. That's not that much. Oh well, let's just deal with it for now. We only have less than 600 levels to go before we're max, and we're using Dragon for the duration of it. Quest finished. Level 2027. Let's keep this going. All right, new skill available. We just unlocked Infernal Pincer. I don't think this targets more than one person, so kind of mid for grinding, but having another ability is cool nonetheless. With this next NPC, we're gonna unlock Scorching Downfall, third ability. All right, get them all together. Scorching Downfall. Oh yeah, that damage looked nice. Finally, we got an AoE ability. Last 2 NPCs here. Quest finished, and now we're ready to move on to the Sea of Treats. We're on the final stretch, ladies and gentlemen. Also, I'm gonna be honest, Dragon has not been that bad for grinding. We got through this pretty quick. All right, let me spawn my miracle boat. Let's make our way to the next island, Peanut Land. All right, we're pulling up now. Let's get it. And up next, we're gonna be fighting Peanut Scouts. Let's see how difficult this thing will be. If I remember correctly, Peanut Land is actually not that tough. Like, look at this. Let me use Infernal Pincer. Boom, slam over there. That's 4 NPCs down. 4 more to go. Final Peanut Scout right here. Quest finished. Told y'all, boys, it'd be easy. I actually kind of like the Peanut Land. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. New skill available. Our final skill, Imperial Evolution. Yes, sir. Now this is where grinding about to start getting easy, boys. Look at this. Look at this. Boom, boom. Boom. Look at that damage. Look at that damage, boys. Throw out all the abilities. Throw another one out. Scorching Downfall. Yes, sir. Easy work now, boys. Easy work. Just like that, quest complete. Now that we got our final ability, it should be smooth sailing from here. Now we're ready to move on to the next island. Up next, we got the Ice Cream Chefs. Not even gonna bother trying to fight these things one by one anymore. I'm just going straight to full transformation. Going up in the air. Scorching Downfall. We doing it like this, boys. We doing it like these. And just like that, boys, in seconds, quest completed. Easy. All right, next quest finished here. 2,199 and 2,200. Moving on to the next section of Sea of Treats. And up next, we probably got one of the easiest ones to farm, the Cookie Crafter NPCs. Literally tailor-made to be easy to farm. They're all literally in a circle right here. You just M1 each of them, get it all bunched up, and pack them up like this, boys. Couldn't be easier than this. Since I'm in hybrid form, we actually deal so much damage. Like, look at this, boys. All of them dead just like that. Easy. Now we got last Cookie Crafter here. Quest finished. We're gonna stay on this one until 2,300. Finally done with the Cookie Crafters, boys. With this NPC, we're level 2,300. It's time to move on to the Chocolate Land. Third to last island in the game. First NPC is the Cocoa Warriors. These ones are pretty easy. All these NPCs are lined up right for us right here. So it's gonna be super easy to bunch them together and just kill them like this. Yep. Get them all like that. Really, we could just go full form for this, to be honest. That's 5 out of 8 right there. Y'all already know the deal, man. Just like that, quest finished. Here we go. Now we're level 1,400. Did I say 1,400? I meant 2,400, bro. That's how you know I'm tired. Anyways, we're ready to move on to the second to last island of the game, boys, the North Pole. Next quest, Candy Pirates. I can feel it, boys. I can feel it. We're almost finished, man. Almost done. There we go. Quest finished. Level 2,450. We're ready to move on to Tiki Outpost, the last island of the game, boys. And here we are. Last destination of the video. Let's get this over with. Next up, we're going to be fighting these Isle Outlaws. boss. I don't even have anything to commentate, bro. Like, I've been grinding for 13 hours. Let me just get this over with. This should be the first batch right here. Yep. Okay, that's 5 out of 8. Now we gotta wait for them to respawn. Now we have last batch of NPCs right here. Quest finished. Scorching Downfall, level 2,550. 50 more levels to go before max, ladies and gentlemen. And now we're on the last 2 quest lines of the game. Next up, we got Serpent Hunter. These little NPCs here. Gather these boys up, pack them up, ship them out. By the way, we also did get 600 mastery on our dragon, though, so that's kind of crazy. But let me gather up these last NPCs here. Quest finished. 2550. And now 2575. Last quest of the video, man. Skull Slayers. Now this will finish the quest, and that is level 2579. And finally, quest is finished. Level 2600. Finally, boys. Oh, bro, I'm so tired right now, man. This grind was too crazy.
All right, now obviously I just created this account. I don't have anything on it, but I did load it up with $50 worth of Robux. Let's go ahead and buy that thing from the Blocksters dealer right here. I didn't even check out how expensive this thing is, so I might end up shocked, but I bought so many fruits, I'm used to it at this point. Control 2,500. I guess it's not bad. I've bought more expensive fruits than this. That is almost half of what I got though. Anyways, go ahead and buy that. We go. Oh, we start off with 2 moves: control area and levitate. I guess that makes sense. You kind of do need the room to use any of the moves. So as you guys can see, I have about 7 hours almost of 2 times codes loaded up on here. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, control area. Okay, levitate. Does this do anything? Oh, you drop rocks on him? Wow, okay. Oh, dude, that actually has good AoE, so I might actually be able to fight multiple people at once at this. All right, I'm not gonna lie, this is looking pretty bad. I don't even know where all the NPCs went. This has super high knockback. I don't know if this is gonna be good for grinding, boys. This might have got my work cut out for me with this one. All right, this will get us the first quest completed. Wait, you can throw buildings? I don't even know that. This one for sure will kill him. There we go, level 10. We can now go to the jungle. Okay, we pulled up to the jungle, and you know what? I just realized something. We're not gonna get our next control move up until 150 mastery. Do you know how long it's gonna take us? We'll be like well over half through the first sea before we can get our second move. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the shop and buy some things to make this easier for us. Go ahead and get 2 times mastery. Yep. Pay to win. Kinda, but do I care? Nope. Gotta defeat a bunch of these monkeys. Seeing as we only do 71 damage per attack, this is gonna take us a minute. Boom. There we go. That's one of the monkeys. All right, we have one more monkey. Get him. And there we go. We are now level 17, which means we've evolved from monkeys to gorillas. Last levitate. And boom. Okay, I forgot to record that part, but we can go to the next island now. But I'm not gonna lie, I think I have a better method in mind. We are on our way to the marine fort over there. Now my goal is to farm on these chief petty officers for quite a little bit. We're level 30 right now. I think I'll stay here until I can go to desert. Okay. There we go. Okay. So we're up to 43 mastery and level 38. Looks like the strategy might actually work out after all. Come on. 2 more. There we go. Do that one. And we're level 66. Boy. We can now go to the desert. We also got a bunch of points available. I'm just going to go ahead and put it all in blocks fruits. Is that smart? Probably not, but I like high damage. So, okay, I'm in a brand new server where I'm causing havoc. Die. Yeah, I got 238 bounty from him. Easy. Hold on. Can I get this guy too? Okay, never mind. That dude doesn't have combat in, but I'll take your kill. Easy. All right, this next one should get me to 75. Okay. All right, and we are now level 90. Now we can go to Frozen Village. And well, at Frozen Village, there's a couple important things we need to buy. Yes, sir. I've been waiting for this one. First of all, we need air jump. Got that. And then the last thing is we need aura so we can build that extra damage. You feel me? Boom. Anyways, we got business to take care of. We got quests to do. So let's get to it. Room. I just realized it might be tough to fight here because... Oh, wait, hold on. I'm in combat. Okay, hold on. Let me get him. Think you can get away from me, buddy? Boom. And we got him. Look at that. Easy. All right, we got our next quest available. And then, hold on. Go fight the Yeti. Boom. All right, we got the Yeti right where I want him. Look, he thinks I have my PvP on. I don't got my PvP on, bro. You're not going to be able to hit me, goofy. One more hit for the Yeti. There we go. Okay, 106, 107, 108. Dang, 110. All right, though. We're just going to keep server hopping to continuously fight the Yeti. Here we go. Last Yeti right here. Also, somewhat good news. We have 94 mastery and control, which means we will end up getting our next move, Echo Knife, soon. I think we should now be able to do the Vice Admiral. Yes, sir. Let's go see if he's even spawned, though. Oh, easier. Okay, say less. All right, let me reactivate my control area. Will I be able to do it in here?
That doesn't really work. I guess I gotta go outside. Let me lure him outside. Come on out, Vice Admiral. Ooh, I forgot he has those long range attacks. All right, let's see how this works. Kind of a little bit janky, but what can you do? This is annoyingly tedious to fight. I cannot lie, but let's see how many levels we get. We started at 130. Sheesh, like 7 levels from that thing. All right, bet. Yo, and we got the code. I didn't even realize that. All right, cool. Okay, next server. We're gonna be here for a bit. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Eventually. 20 minutes later. Later that same evening.
Okay, yo, I forgot to record that part. I'm gonna be honest, I'm sorry about that, but new quest available, so we got to level 220. Anywho, we're about to go to the prison next, and the reason why I stayed at Marineford for so long was actually genius. Now we can just straight up go to the warden quest. It means we don't have to farm these boring NPCs. Not gonna lie, fighting the NPCs at the prison is tough. It's a grind. Okay, I found a server with him, but there's a Gummu fighting him, so let me just go ahead and get some hits in. Oh, I did not mean to hit you, Gum user. I'm very sorry. I meant to hit the warden. Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me. Hold on. Is he coming towards me? Where did the warden go? Okay, there he is, right there. There we go. Okay, nice. Warden down. Aw, dude, that sucks. Look, Swan's right there, bro, but we're not high enough level to accept that quest. Well, I will tell you this. If you thought we stayed at Marineford for a long time, we're about to stay here for even longer. We're gonna completely skip over the Coliseum Island just because this type of fruit, it's really only good to fight as many bosses as possible. Okay, we're level 241. We can now fight the Swan himself. Let me see. Can I use my thingy in here? I don't think it's gonna go inside. You guys see it kind of collides with the ceiling. Come on out here, Swan. I should be able to fight him just like this. All right, and boom. There we go. Why did he feel the need to do that? Okay, now we should get our final move. Yes, sir. 150 mastery. Okay, Echo Knife. Let's see what this thing talking about. Echo Knife. Ooh. Okay. All right, how much damage did that do? Actually, that actually did a decent amount of damage. Cooldown on that one's a lot longer than the Levitate one, but with those two mixed together, farming should be a lot easier now. Echo Knife. We're level 326 right now. Now 329. As soon as we get to 350, we skedaddle. Finally, 350. Okay. All right, though, let's see what the ad... Okay, never mind. He's not here. Room. I don't know what this move is called. I'm just saying Echo Knife. I don't know what Law calls it. Type it down in the comments below. But boom. Oh yeah, this dude ain't got nothing on me. Echo Knife. Oh. I mean, I guess it still lands anyways. And last but not least. Okay, never mind. This time, last but not least. There we go. Okay, easy. I ain't gonna lie, very easy. And we got about 4 levels from that. This grind is taking its toll on me, though. I will say that. Okay, another day, another Magma Admiral. Gone. Easy. Finally on the last Akainu. Been farming this guy for like an hour straight, bruh. Glad to say we're finally about done with it. And he is dead. There we go. Now we can go to Underwater City and we'll be able to instantly fight Neptune, I think.
The next day.
All right, we're level 502 now. Now you're probably sitting here wondering why did I just like skip like 100 levels plus? Well, you see, for me, it's the next day right now. Anyways, we go to Sky Islands next. So yeah, probably you've already figured it out at this point, but we're gonna be fighting Weisper because he's a boss and I don't want to have to farm the NPCs. All right, Weisper, let's see what you got. Bro. This is supposed to be the hardest boss we fought yet. Although the strategy to fight him is pretty simple. We're just gonna stand right here. Use our levitate. Go ahead and use Echo Knife. Boom. Hack him up. All right, he's one tap and boom. There we go. Okay, 503, 504, 505, 506. 4 levels. Here goes another Weisper. I honestly lost count of how many times I've done this, but oh hey, we got an Angel Wings. Boys, y'all ain't gonna believe this. This ain't scripted. I ain't plant this here. There's straight up a portal right on this tree, and I just spawned in this server. There's no way, bro. There's no way. Look at that. That's proof. This is lit, bro. We just got a portal. Ooh. All right, finally, we are about to be able to go to Water Fountain. Yes, sir. And we got the bazooka. Okay, I guess that's cool. There's just one more quick thing I want to get before we end up going to Underwater City, and that is Observation Hockey, but we will have to go through the Shanks puzzle quest in order to do that. And obviously, the first step to doing the Shanks puzzle is going to the forest right over there. What we actually came here to do is we have to unlock a bunch of different foot tablets, which is right here. Yep, right here. And then there's another one on that tree right over there. Right there. There we go. That should be all of them there, boys. All right, let me take this torch, and then we're going to go to Desert Island. All right, go in here, come down here, burn this curtain right here. Now we take this cup. With this cup, we go and take it over to the Snow Island. So you guys can see that little dripping icicle right there. Just fill this cup up with, come all the way up here, go in this middle house, and feed it to the sick poor man. Now he's gonna have us go try to find his son, which will be at the buggy Pirate Island Village. Now we've got to look for the rich man, which there he is right there. Yes, sir. Thanks for helping my father, but a mob leader has stolen all my money. Please find and take him down as soon as possible so I can reward you. Say less. This little mini island right here, we're gonna fight a boss on this, and then we'll finally be able to progress to the last step of this puzzle. Anyways, we're about to actually easily pack this dude up. I should hit him with... Okay, never mind. I thought I was gonna one tap him, but two tap will do. Two tap will do. Boom. There we go. Damn. As you guys can see, I got a relic down there. And what you do with this relic is you got to go back to the area where this puzzle first started. All this back and forth for this quest, but trust me, it's going to pay off by the time we're done with it. Put the relic in the thingy thing. And Shanks is not here. That's weird. Room. All right, let's see how much of a fight this guy is. He's only level 200 boss, so see how much of a fight this. Hit him in here with the levitate. Nice. I got my Rekko knife back. You're done. You're done, buddy. Easy. Cool. We now have the ability to learn Instinct. Very useful ability. Of course, this boy Usopp is about to literally tax us of all of our money. I mean, look at this. 750,000. Crazy amount. But we had to buy it anyways. Ah, yes. Our final destination for first sea. By the way, boys, we're one mastery away from getting our next move, which is teleport. Anyways, as I was saying, I don't know if I'm too excited for this move. I think it's just going to be a mobility move since the name is literally teleport. Let's see it. For as long as that took me to get, that's kind of underwhelming, bro. You can only use it once, too. It's not even like the way Law uses it. That's crazy. I mean, does it go as far as I want it to? Take care of him here. Boom. And we're level 675. Close, boys. We're close as I can see. And now, finally, we are about ready to go to second sea, boys. There we go. Level 776. Stat check right here, just in case any of y'all boys are interested in what I've been running. Anywho, forget what I'm saying. We go into the second sea, baby. This is where the fun begins. Here we go. Here we go. Yes, sir. Look at that, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Out of all the noob to pros I've done, this is the longest it's ever taken me to get to second sea, bro. This is kind of sad. The second sea is also where I'll be getting both the zebra cap and the Cocoa Sword as they drop from order. Anyways, we're on these Swan Pirates now, which we are going to be farming here for a little bit, just like how we were at Water 7. Luckily, I do 3-shot these boys, so farming them is relatively easy. At long last, we're at 349 mastery, one away from getting our final move, which is Gamma Rush. Oh, I'm excited for this one. Better not be garbage. This last one should do it. Please, please. 518. There we go. Ooh. 350 mastery. Let's go. Let's go. New skill available. Gamma Rush. Okay, let's check this thing out. Check this thing out. Okay, let me go ahead and just reactivate my room. Gamma Rush. Ooh. Wait. Am I hitting everybody? Yo, look at the damage. Damn. Yo, that's got a long ass cooldown though, but that was sick. Did I just hit everyone? Look at that. I hit everyone in the circle. No way. That's actually fire, bro. Now that we got Gamma Rush, it's so much easier to farm. Like, look, I just hit one of them. Now, next thing you know, I'm attacking everybody in the entire circle. It's so much easier to farm like this. And now we're finally gonna get to move on to the next place. Level 926, we can go to the green zone. But before we actually go to green zone, there's one thing I want to take care of, and that's actually getting V2. I believe my race is human right now. I've never used human race before, so the first step towards getting V2 is we have to talk to this guy, Bartilo. He's gonna give us a quest where we have to defeat 50 of those Swan Pirates that we just got done farming for like hours. Anyways, we get 35 million XP from that. All right, last one right here. I kind of just skipped over all that because y'all have seen me fight enough of these damn pirates. Now we need to defeat Jeremy, the spring user, which is relatively easy. I've already done that a bunch of times. Let's just go ahead and try to pack him up though with Gamma Rush. This boss should be cake for us now with Gamma Rush. Wait, who in combat? Who am I hitting? Here's a strategy I could use now that I'm low. I could literally just run and use Levitate, since Levitate has a non-existent cooldown. Now it's time to say goodbye. Tournament is back to normal. Go now. Free the imprisoned gladiators who are jailed beneath the stadium. Okay. All right. So in this mansion, on this table right here, there's like a little code. I'm gonna go ahead and get my snipping tool out so we can do this. All right, we're here. Now we pull out that puzzle. First one is this one right here. Second one is this one right here, like sideways hourglass. Now we have this one over here, and then after the F we have this, and last but not least this. There we go. And we got a warrior helmet. I don't really know if that's good or not. I've never even worn it before, but anyways, now that we've freed the brothers, we're gonna go over to green zone of V2. Hello, it appears you haven't unlocked your maximum potential yet, blah 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 blah. If you're seeking more power, I need you to bring me 3 different flowers spread across the entire map. All right, let's go. Okay, found one of the blue flowers on this graveyard island. Can I get it? There we go. Flower 1. Oh, there we go. We just got flower 3, or yellow flower. Nice. Now I just gotta wait till daytime, and hopefully we'll get the red flower soon. Oh, there's a red flower right here. Hold on, let me see. Got it. Wait. Did I just steal from that guy? Hold on. We better.
Why are you bullying me?
Let me start running. I don't want to die. Alchemist, hurry up and take it. Hurry up and take my money. Okay, boom. Thanks. I've enhanced your flash step cooldown and range and added 1 extra dodge to your instinct ability. Wow. Human V2 is actually not bad. No, the dude said I need race V2. That's the dude I stole the flower from. That's crazy. Hey, but now we got race V2. Let's go ahead and fight Fajita. Room Chambers. I don't even think we have shambles here, do we? Yo, don't roast me in the comments, boys. I'm not caught up to One Piece. Yes, sir. Dice him up. All right, this should kill him. There we go. Nice. There we go. Level 964. Okay, we're on our last run right now. We leave here at level 1000. Wait, did I just kill someone? Hold on. Let me chill. Come on, die, Fujitora. Okay, level 99. 1000, there we go. Okay, now we can go over to Snow Mountain. Hey, dog, don't.
Bruh.
Wait a minute, hold on. Is that a blizzard user trying to get me? All right, bet. Oh, wait. He didn't hit him. Got him. Please. Yes, got you. Wait a minute. Wait a damn minute. Oh, I hit the wrong one. Gamma rush. Boom. Got him. Okay. I don't know why there's a god human person here fighting me, but hey, man. Crazy things happen. I'm actually about to win. No. He's not good. Oh, I killed him. All right, I'm about to dip. Hold on. By the way, we're level 1151. We can go to hot and cold now. All right, finally got into a server with them. Now, how will I go about fighting this guy? Can I use my thing in here? Of course not. Well, I've got two moves I can use, Echo Knife and Gamma Rush now, so that's nice. Gamma Rush. Boom. Pack him up. See if I can get him outside here. Maybe I can fight him like that. Ah, there we go. Okay. Could have just let me kill you right off rip, but there we go. 3 levels. Okay, that should go good. I already know how long I'm going to stay here. We're going to stay here until 1,250 until we can go to the cursed ship. Boom. Hit him with that. And we are level 1,219. And now, finally, we are about to leave hot and cold. All right, now we're on our way to the cursed ship. I'm gonna be so mad if I end up not being able to use levitate in there. That'd be trash. All right, let's find out. Oh, I can't. Nice. Okay. Cool. I was about to be upset, bro, if I couldn't use levitate in here, but the roof is pretty high up, so I think we should be good. Yeah, I take back what I said earlier, bro. This is actually a little bit difficult to farm in.
The next day.
Boys, we're finally almost level 1,400. Well, we are at 1,400, but as you guys can see, I switched places. It honestly took way too damn long at the cursed ship, so I just switched here. But after we get to level 1,500, we're gonna start farming Law, and we're gonna get V3. That's really where the fun stuff is for me, getting V3. Yes, sir. Got my boy Rip Guy and Cam. They pulled up. They wanted to help me farm a little bit, and you know, since I got control and it's bad for grinding, I don't got no qualms with that. But forget what I'm talking about. We are level 1,498, boys. We about to go to third C. We almost there. Boom. Let me go all special. Gamma Rush. We gotta pull out all the stops for this one. Boom. 1,500, baby. Yes, sir. Look at that. Congratulations, reaching 1,500. Ready to go to the next world. You know what I'm saying? Now that we're level 1,500, we're not gonna go to third C just yet. We've still got to get the Cocoa Sword and the Zebra Cap, as well as V3. Now the Zebra Cap is 100% chance to drop, so I'm not really worried about that one. But it's the Cocoa Sword that has a 5 to 10% chance. That might take us a little bit. Since these two boys didn't have fragments, I had to get the microchip. All good though. Let's get the raid on the way. I want to get the first hit. Let me go. Boom. Got him. Order. So like I said earlier, the Zebra Cap does have a 100% chance of... Oh, wait, what? I missed the move? Okay, hold on. Oh, what is my stat spreadsheet looking like? No. Oh, this is bad. No way, I just died. Okay, first time obviously went terrible. Let's go for round 2, baby. Round 2. Straight off rip. I need to get my Gamma Rush. Please, come on. All right. Get as much damage as possible. Try to pack that boy up. Now I'm just gonna try to hit him as much as possible. Okay, let me get him there while he's still there. Got him. Boy, this guy's so hard to hit. I don't even know what to do. Got him. Okay. Got him with this. I should be able to get some decent damage. What am I even saying? That should be able to give me some decent damage. Anyways, there we go. Oh, got the Zebra Cap. Okay, we didn't get the Cocoa Sword, so we're gonna have to run that back. Okay, on our next run. Okay, we didn't get the Cocoa Sword once again, but we do get a bunch of levels. So hey, this is still paying off in some way or another. All right, we're on the third run right now. This boy's being extra annoying this time, though. I got him my Gamma Rush. There we go. Damn, still no Cocoa Sword. All right. Something tells me it's gonna take me a long time to get this sword, man. Come on, drop me that damn Cocoa Sword, please. Come on. Yes, we got Cocoa. Let's go. Check me out. Hey, look at that hockey on it, though. The flowy hockey. I like that. All right, though, boys. We got the Zebra Cap and the Cocoa Sword. We're going to be mastering this Cocoa Sword as we go throughout third C. But for now, let's go ahead and get V3. All right, so I'm going to do a Blocks for each gotcha real quick just because I might need it. Depending on what fruit. Ooh, no way. New title unlock. Look at the draw. No way. That's 2 for 2, bro. Earlier, we got the portal fruit. All right, now we go to Arrow, and let's see what Arrow has to tell us. Talk to me once you defeat Jeremy, Fajita, and Diamond. Okay, so that's actually relatively easy. It's not too hard. Diamond is up here. This is actually good for us, because this way we'll be able to get some mastery on the Cocoa Sword. Get some damage on that. Get some damage with the Cocoa Sword. Start, more mastery. Okay, 122. All right, Jeremy, we meet again, bro. Let's go ahead, pack them up. Yes, sir, get that damage. I gotta try to get as much damage as possible. All right, y'all can go ahead and kill him. Last but not least, Fajita. That's actually a really easy V3 to get. I thought Human would be harder, but you know what I'm saying? Even if I was solo, I'd be able to do this relatively easy. All right, Fajita, time to meet your doom, buddy. All right, let me hit him with one more move. All right, get him. Get him. There you go. Pack him up. Pack him up. Yes, sir. All right, say less. 139. We almost got our first move, which is electric stab. Well done. Not like many guys before me. Blah, 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 blah. He's going to take my 2 million. Let's go ahead and get it. Unlocked full power. Last resort. I wonder what that does, bro. It says right here, last resort, all it does is increase the damage you do the lower your HP is. Actually could be kind of clutch because let's say you're getting teamed or something and your health is low, you deal more damage. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and make our way to 3rd seed. Here we are. We in Port Town. Damn, never thought I'd make it here, bro, with how long that was taking. But at least now I have something to look forward to with unlocking the moves for Coco, because after I unlocked all the moves control, it got a little bit more boring for me. So, damn, bro, why do I always level up or like unlock moves when I'm done recording? You guys saw it right there. I just unlocked the electric stab. Let's just go ahead and check that thing out. Electric stab. Damn. Okay. That was actually quick. I barely even could keep up with that. Let me go ahead and check that out again. Let me see how that like combos with anything. Boom. Oh, that's nice. I like that. I like that. That's nice. I switched my stats to a more sword-centric build just so I can level up my sword easier. All right, here we go, boys. Here we go. We're about to finally unlock the last move of Coco's sword. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, 325. Let's go. Injection shot through. Ooh, wait a minute. Yo, look at that. It's got the little aim thingy. All right, say less. Damn. All right, we are level 1675. Now we can finally move on to Amazon Lily to fight Boa Hancock. All right, we got the Island Empress quest right here. She should be spawned. We've been in here for like an hour. Yes, sir. Boom. Injection shot through. Pack her up. Boom. Room. Uh-oh. Hold on. Back up. Back up. Boa Hancock is no more. Okay, never mind. Now she's no more. There we go. Woo-wee. Man, this grind is starting to hit. We're almost there, man. We're almost there. Levels 1,721.
A few moments later.
Finally, bruh. Finally. I've been grinding for hours. Wait, die, bro. There we go. Okay, we're level 2,000. We only have 450 more levels to go. And I know that was a huge, massive time skip, but you guys have already seen me farm enough. God damn it, y'all have already seen me farm enough. It's actually getting harder to grind with control over time, which doesn't really make sense to me. But hey, we moving on to our final destination of the video before we wrap it up. We going to Sea of Trees, baby. Room. Ejection Shoto. And now we're level 2,300, boys. Almost there, though. Almost there. Just 150 more levels to go. What's that? Ooh. All right, boys. Me and my friends, we found a method. We found a method to level up quicker. And what that method is fighting Law. Apparently, Law gives guaranteed 3 levels. I use 2 times EXP, so we have a guaranteed 6 levels per run, and it's very quick. So we're doing this. We're guaranteed to be able to get to max after I'm down to fragments. 2,400. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Ooh, we almost there. We almost there. Just 50 more levels to go. We got this. We got this. Boom. Got him with my ult. Got him. Got him. Okay, what level will we end up getting to? 40? Okay, we only have 10 more levels to go. We only need to do 2 more runs. Ooh, I'm starting to get hype, boys. I'm starting to get hype. Ooh, this is it. This is it, boys. This is it. I'm getting hype. I'm getting hype. I'm getting hype. Okay. 248, 249. Let's go! Let's go! Oh my god. Finally, boys. Finally. This took me a week straight. Control is not good for grinding. Don't recommend you eat this fruit. This was such a crazy challenge. I got the noob account right here, WinterKloudz. He's a level 1. Let me go ahead and gift him a bunch of different fruits. Look at this. Beast bundle. 5,999 Robux. Yeah, I'm definitely gifted that to him. Let's get that one to him. Saving a lot of Robux there. Boom. Instantly just gave him Kitsune, Mammoth, and T-Rex. And I think that's actually a good place to start for now. You know, while we're already here, let me go ahead and just get them a few other game passes, like 2 times money, like 2 times mastery. Let's also give them 6 hours of 2 times the XP to start with. There we go. The rest of the beast fruits I'll get along the way. For now, we're good. All right, here we are on the main account right here. Let me go ahead and activate permanent Kitsune, permanent Mammoth, and then permanent T-Rex. All right, you know what? Let's go with permanent Kitsune first. I like this one. Yeah, look at that tail. It's about to be fire for grinding. All right, without any further wasted time, let's go ahead and accept the first quest, the Bandit Giver quest, and let's see how good this is. Gather up all these boys. Let's finish this quest in one fell swoop. Yes, sir. Look at this. Look at this. There we go. 3 out the way. Boom, boom, boom. 4. Last enemy right here. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. We're level 10. All right, we can now make our way over to the jungle. I'm not gonna lie, Kitsune will probably get us all the way through first seed before we even get our final 300 ability. So it's about to be a breeze in first seed, man. And we here. We actually have some stat points to put in too. Let me just put a bunch of melee in just because I do not want to have to worry about dashing for a while. All right, next quest, we're gonna have to fight these little monkeys. let me start with the minority jokes. 1 monkey down. About to be 2. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Oh my gosh, this is so easy to grind with, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. We're just gonna be able to M1 him, spam like this for a while. First enchantment, boom, M1, M1, M1. And last monkey right here. Actually, you know what? Forget the traditional jungle grind. I actually have a different idea. All right, so I've got my main account over here real quick. Let me go ahead and teleport myself to the last island, which is Fountain. Check me out here, boys. All right, so I'm gonna go on my main account. I'm gonna lure this NPC real quick. I'm gonna get him low. Let me see how this works. M1 him. There we go. Look how much. Look, see how much levels we get in mastery we get here, boys. About to get our next ability already. While those levels reel in, I'm gonna go ahead and get another NPC low over here. All right, now I can use this again. This method, we are about to get to level 50 in a jiffy. Y'all will see, bro. Y'all will see. Curse enchantment. Boom. M1 him. There we go. We actually got our next ability, Tales of Burning Agony. Let's go ahead and check that out. Boom. Yes, sir. That ability, fire, man. Boom, boom. There we go. We're about to be level 50. There we go. Level 52. We got there way quicker than we would have if we would have just grinded from island to island. Now we can make our way over to the desert, boys. Just like that, in less than 5 minutes. It would have took us probably like closer to 20 if we did it naturally. We already just basically speed ran to the 4th island. Go ahead and accept this quest over here. Desert Adventurer. Defeat 8 desert bandits. This is about to be a breeze. Let me gather all these boys up. They ain't got nothing on me. I can just M1 spam them to death. Boom, boom, boom. M1, 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 M1. Oh my gosh. Yo, this fruit is so good for grinding. Is this the new Buddha? I'm actually baffled. Like, I never grinded with Kitsune yet. Like, now that I'm saying this, bro. Sheesh. All right, last 4 NPCs right here. There we go. Level 64. Let's keep farming these boys and let's make it quick. We're also at 81 mastery. We get our next ability to Foxfire Disruption at mastery 100. So we're about to get our 3rd ability. All right, last NPC right here. Boom. Curse enchantment. Let's go over there and one of the death and level 92. All right, boys. My favorite first sea place, the Frozen Village. And y'all already know what we about to get over there. All right, we pulling up to Snow Island. Hold on, let me get a drink of water real quick. Stay hydrated, boys. And we here. All right, so we got to go over this cave over here as usual. Y'all boys already know. We go over to the hockey teacher himself, Rayleigh. Dark Silver's Rayleigh. Boom, that's my aura right there. And last but not least, we get flash step and boom, there we go. Press J. You know what I'm saying? We have observation, what am I talking about? Armament hockey. We also have sky items now, as well as flash step, which is basically just instant transmission. All right, let's accept this next quest from this guy right here. Yo, y'all just realized, bro, this guy looks so mad for what? Look at him. All right, though, let's accept this quest. Defeat 7 snow bandits. These boys ain't got nothing on me, bro. Usually I struggle at Snow Island because of the fruit I'm using, or like the thing I'm using is pretty bad, but I'm not gonna lie. Look at that. Nah, this is like the new Buddha, bro. Like I'm saying, this is the new Buddha, man. Speaking of which, we will be using Buddha later on in the video since Buddha is a beast type freeze. You see right there. Tales of Burning Agony. Boom. And we're level 107, which means we can move on to our first actual official boss of the video since we skipped Gorilla King and Buggy, the Yeti boss. Let's see how he survives the Kitsune spam. Boom. There he goes. Tales of Burning Agony. Ooh wee. Yo, this boy ain't got nothing on me. Bro, Kitsune is a problem. Hold on. Let me hit it with this and one. And just like that, he's dead already, bro. All right, I don't have any Robux on this account, so I'm gonna keep server hopping until we find another server with a Yeti. The presence event will start in 10 minutes. Head to the zone of the event island. Oh, that's the island over there. Okay, hold on. You know what? Let's go over there because we could get a good fruit and that'll come in handy later. All right, let's just quickly pack up this boy and Yeti boss down. All right, now let me go make my way over to that event island. Let's see what fruit we end up getting. All right, 10 minutes later, event starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and here we go. I need to get a fruit that has 1 million minimum value, so I'm hoping we get lucky. All right, it just burst open. Let's see, which present should we get? I like this one. Let's get this one. And oh my god, we ended up getting a sand fruit. That is just not good. Looks like no one here got any good fruits. This guy also got a chop. All right, so I don't feel too bad about it. Let's get back to grinding. All right, back to packing this shit. Yep, M1, and that boy's done. He just got us to level 120, which means we can move over to Marine Fortress. I feel like I should have bought the Fast Boats Game Pass because that is gonna save me so much. You know, hold on, let's just go buy that. Let's go buy it real quick. Authorizing payment and Robux. Yes, sir. Now we boys traveling in style, you know what I'm saying? We gonna get to that islands in no time. As soon as we get the transformation form of Kitsune, though, we won't even need a boat. We would walk on water, and it's really fast. Gotta go to this NPC right over here. This one's pretty easy. We only stay on this one, I think, till like 135. Also with Kitsune, these boys ain't got nothing on me. All right, I forgot to record that a little bit, but we just got to level 130, so I'm moving on to the next quest, boys. It's actually one of my favorite strats we're about to use right here. So this boss right here, he also has a chance to drop a coat, so that's gonna be nice. Y'all about to see why. Let's see how many levels I get. Oh, we actually got a 3rd ability. I didn't even realize. Okay, let's check that out. Tail Beast Bomb. Yes, sir. And bro is dead. That was literally like 5 levels from that one boss. So what the strat now is what we're gonna do is we're gonna server hop, and then we're just gonna keep fighting that boy till we're like level 220. Tail Beast Bomb and another Vice Admiral down. Here we go. And another Vice Admiral down. All right, I forgot to record that part. We just got to level 200. I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting a little bored of this place. We're going to prison already, man. While we at it though, we do have 103 stat points. Let me put like 25 in melee, and then we put all the rest in block fruit. Gotta do that big boy damage, you feel chill. Do I hear another Kitsune user? Yo, I will not stand for this. I will be the only Kitsune user here. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. 885 bounty for backing that boy up. All right, Jail Keeper. Let's see what he got for me. I'm sorry, I'm about to steal all your kills, my boy. Okay, these boys are easy. I can kill him with about 2 M1s. Take this one off your hands, too, bucko. Nah, I feel bad. Oh my god, bro. All right, we have last piece right here. Tales of Burning Agony. And there we go, level 220. We can go fight the next boss now, the Warden boss. I don't think this boss should pose us any threats. I think he has absolutely no abilities. Let's go ahead and find out for ourselves, though. Yeah, get in that corner, bucko. Get in that corner. Oh my gosh. Easy little 2 levels. Now we move on to the main boss of this island, Swan. All right, I wonder how quick I can pack this boy up. Boom, boom, tail beast bomb. Oh my gosh, bro, can't even fight back. He hasn't even hit me a single time. Am I gonna kill him without even not hitting get hit a single time? Curse enchantment and 1. There we go. Level 325. Now we can make our way over to Magma Village. I know that was a bit of a time skip, but I ain't gonna lie. The reason why I stayed here this long was to completely avoid Coliseum. We already like halfway through first sea, boys. We're making decent progress. Let's see how easy these boys are. Oh yeah, these boys are breeze. This boy's breeze. Last 2 right here. Boom. Tail beast bomb and quest done. Just realized we didn't even need to do the first quest. We could have moved on to the second one, military spies. I believe these guys are also pretty easy. Hold on, let me gather all these boys up. I got them all gathered up here. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Tail beast bomb. All right, last military spy right here. And level 350. We can now move on to the boss. He ain't about to do nothing to me, bucko. Boom, 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 boom. Curse enchantment. Tail beast bomb. I know what he is. Yep, dodge that, weave that. Go back to M1 and them. Boom, and GG, easy. And we're level 425, boys. We're ready to go to the underwater city. Fishman Island arc, boys. By the way, these are the stats I'm running right now. 1151 in block fruits and melee 123 still. Now that we're level 425, we have 275 levels to go before we make it out of first sea, boys. Here we go. Let's go in there. So the reason why I decided to stay on Magma Island so long is so we can completely skip all of these NPCs. You know what I'm saying? Talk about efficiency. Let's see if that boy's here, though. And, oh, he's here. Oh, say less, say less, say less. All right, let's see how hard this boy is. This dude does have 2 different phases. Once you get him low enough, he'll go back to full health. Yep, you saw right there. Doesn't seem like it's making much of a difference at all, though, bro. Oh my god. Yo, this is like literally just like having Buddha. They can't even hit me. Oh, by the way, we're at 198 mastery. I didn't even realize. We're about to get our next ability in 2 mastery, boys. Okay, okay. We almost got this thing fully maxed out. There we go. Let's go ahead and check that thing out. I don't think this one actually helps me that much for grinding. Let's check it out, though. Boom. Yeah, that one doesn't help me out much for grinding because it's only a single target ability. We got our final ability at 100 mastery. We're probably not even going to get that till we reach second sea, which is kind of crazy. But let's continue fighting more Fishman Lords. Here we go, boys. Another Fishman Lord right here. Tail beast bomb. And we're level 482. All right, here we go. Last Fishman Lord. And boom. Level 501. All right, we ready to go to Skypia. Second to last island in first sea, boys. We making our way there. All right, we at Skylands. Now we got to make our way to upper Skypia. All the way up here. And then we talk to this NPC right here, Mole. And we should be able to go straight to the Weisper boss. Yep. You see that level requirement, 500? You see, your boy's a genius, bro. Your boy's a genius. We set ourselves up to just be able to fight these bosses. Let's see if this man has anything on me. Boom, 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 boom. Hit him with that curse enchantment. And that boy should be packed up. That's actually a breeze. All right, let me put my stats in more fruits. We do more damage. And let's server hop and do another one. All right, I forgot to record that little last bit, but we're level 525, which means we can move on to the next island. So let's move on over here. All right, please select the quest. Let's go with the Royal Squad. Let's see how tough these boys are. Okay, okay, okay. So I can't kill these boys in 1 M1. I kill them in 2.5 M1s, though. Okay, okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. All right, last NPC right here. Fox Fire Disruption. Level 550 now. Okay, we move on to the next quest, Royal Soldiers. Oh, these boys. Starting to feel it this early in, bro. We still have like 2,000 more levels to go, bro. We almost done with first sea. We almost through first sea, man. All right, we just reached 575. We can now go ahead and move up and fight the Thunder God boss, which gives 8 million XP. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. Let's go ahead and just pack this dude up. Boom, 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 boom. Make quick work of this boy. Oh my gosh, he's already under half. Boy has absolutely no. Oh, I almost just fell off. I almost just fell off. Boom. Pack him up. Weave, weave, weave. Curse enchantment. Tails bring agony. And that boy is GG'd. Okay, we got to level 578. Pretty soon we'll go on to the final island. All right, here we go. About to defeat this Weisper boss. Boom. And we're level 626. I don't know why I decided to fight Weisper. I just did. I just wanted to fight him to end it off. We can go to Fountain City now. Sheesh. 75 more levels to go before we can get to second sea, baby. 75. I believe this one will be actually pretty easy to grind with, especially with Kitsune. Let's find out, though. All right, let's decide this once for all. Is this going to be an easy grind? Oh my gosh. Oh, wait, this is about to be a breeze. They die with 1 M1 combo. All right, all right, all right. It's going to be easy. It's going to be easy work. Quick grind montage. just hit level 675. Got what, like 25 more to go till we hit 700. Almost there, boys. Almost there. And there we go, boys. Level 700. I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of mad I forgot to record that clip at the end. But we have 290 mastery for Kitsune, so it looks like we're gonna have to get a little bit into second C. But the moment we get 300, we're gonna move on. Now that we reach level 700 though, it's time to go over to the prison because we have to do a little quest line in order to get to second C. Timer down there below shows 2 hours left to 2 times EXP. Yo, this might actually be my fastest noob to pro yet. Level 700 in 4 hours is kind of crazy, bro. Don Swan has escaped. Yappy, blah, blah, blah. Yappy McYapster, bro. He needs us to go to the frozen village and defeat the Ice Admiral, whatever his name is. All right, here we go. Here we go. We're on the Ice Village. And now let's just pack this dude up. No time wasted. Boom. I don't want to hear no yapping. I don't want to hear nothing. Just pack him up. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. And GG. Well, I lost. It happens to the best of us. I'm assuming you were sent here. Bro, I don't even care, bro. Yappy McYapster. We gotta go talk back to the detective again. I ain't got no patience for this right now. I'm too tired for this. Interesting. He thinks Swan is in second C. I have a captain to take you there. He will meet you at Middletown. Good luck. All right, bet. Yes, sir. We about to make our way to second C, boys. I took a little bit of a break. I ain't gonna lie, like a 3-hour break, but we back on the grind. We're only gonna be with Kitsune for a little bit more because we're about to max out the mastery. Let's go ahead and get to the first quest. All right, here we are. Area 1 quest giver. Be 8 raiders. Yes, sir. This should be easy work. This should be easy work. Let me see how tough these boys are. Yes, sir. Okay, M1, M1, M1. Boom. Okay, they take more than one full M1 to kill. Still not too bad though. Still not too bad. Who the heck is this guy coming up? Who the heck is that? Yo, back up. Back up, bucko. Back up, bucko. Boom, 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 boom. Hold on. Let me get him. Let me get him. Yo, yo. Oh, oh, oh. Damn. I probably should not have engaged. Said in chat, bro, I was helping you. Hey, man. I ain't know, man. I ain't know. That's what we see right here though. Boom. And there we go. Level 703. Also 291 mastery. I think we're going to be on this quest until level 725. Here we are, boys. 299 mastery. About to get to 300. Maybe we'll get it with this NPC. Here we go. Boom. 300. Yes, sir. All right. Let's go ahead and activate that transformation. But wait a long time for this, boys. 4 hours to be exact. Let's see how this is. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Oh my gosh, I kill him with one M1 now. I kill him with one M1 combo now. The actual transformation increases M1 damage. Nice. Also last NPC right there, and we just got the level 726, so we can move on to the next quest. Go for a quick move showcase with the transform Kitsune. So obviously M1s deal higher damage. Now we have Cursed Enchantment, which does something different. As you can see right there, Tales of Burning Agony also does something different. It grabs him now. And then does that, and also has some crazy effects here. Like, look at these beautiful effects. Foxfire Disruption is the same thing, just slightly bigger AoE, I believe. Last but not least, we have Wild Assault, which is also the same thing. That's it for Kitsune. For the next one, I'm gonna go with Mammoth. Yeah, we're dragging it on. We're saving T-Rex for later. Now, if I remember correctly, Mammoth also requires 300 mastery to get the final ability. Yep, right now we only have one ability, Ancient Cutter. I gotta be a little slow and tough from now on. We've been grinding so efficiently, but it's all about to slow down. I can tell. Let's see how it goes. Ancient Cutter. Oh, that's tough. That barely did anything. And that has a decently long cooldown. Okay. And he's dead right here. So it took 3 whole Ancient Cutters to kill him. That's actually kind of crazy. This is going to be slow. All right, here we go. We should get the next ability now. All right, True Prehistoric Punt. This should be a little better for grinding. True Prehistoric Punt. Okay, that's quite a bit more damage. Those two together. Yeah, that's not bad. It's not bad. All right, we're about to get our next ability here. Never mind, I completely missed that ability. Ancient Cutter. There we go. We got Colossal Crusher, our 3rd ability. Let's go ahead and check that thing out. Boom. Basically the same thing as the first one, except it launches them in a different direction. Last NPC right here. Boom. And there we go. Level 735. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing, bro? Hold on. Boom. Yes, sir. Something weird has occurred, but you lack the item. What are they talking about? All right, just reached level 750. That means we can move on to the first boss's second C. The grind is actually going treacherous with Mammoth. I got my boy Nutty in here. He about to help us do these grinding, bro. And that boy is right there. What's good, Nutty? Hey, that avatar is actually egregious. What am I looking at? What am I looking at, dog? What's good, bro? What's good? We on Diamond Boss now, bro. He said, oh, all right, bet. Say less. Let's get over there. Let's get over there. What I'm assuming is this boy's about to get him low for me. Then I just go and I get the final kill. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Oh, get me with the Cyborg V3. That's crazy. Now let's get him now. Let's get him now. Boom. There we go. Your cutters. One more hit, one more hit, one more hit. And that should pack them up. There we go. See how many levels we get. 753. Damn, only 3 levels for that. And it took us that long to defeat them. We are at 150 mastery right now. We got our next ability at 200 mastery. Although Stampede doesn't really help us much for grinding, so it won't make much of a difference. Go ahead and do a Blockster's Gotcha over here, though. We need to get a 1 million value fruit. So let's see if we can do it now. Oh, we got a light fruit. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Oh, yeah, we zooming now. Now that you're getting them low for me, we zooming. I one tap everything. W mass for real. W mass for real. Boom. Yes, sir. All right, here we go. Last quest right here. Boom. And we're level 776, which means we have a new quest available. All right, let me go to this quest giver right here. We're going to be here for a while, I'm not going to lie, on these Swan Pirates. Just gather them all up for me. Let me use this. Boom. Got them all there. Use this for good measure. There we go. All 6 down. All right, last NPC is right over here. Boom. There we go. Level 779. Here we go. 199 mastery. And 200. We finally got our third ability. Okay, we can start heating up a little bit. Look at this. Stampede. Boom. Yes, sir. I like that. That has an AoE ability too, so maybe that might actually help us. We're at 207 mastery right now. We don't get our last ability until 300. But I'm not gonna lie, when we get the mastery, we get the transformation, that's when things will start getting easier for us. Last NPC right here. Level 8 hundo. All right, boys, we just got to level 850, which means we can now move on to the second sea boss. Let me tell him right here. We fight in Germany now. Let me see if that boy is even over there. Oh, he is here. Let's get it. Damn, did I just kill somebody? That's crazy. All right, well, Jeremy's already low. He already got him very low, so this won't be much of a fight. This will just be me massacring him. Stampede. And GG. All right, got 3 levels off that. Let's get back to grinding. My friend Nutty just asked me, you gonna do Bartilo Quest? It gives hella XP. All right, let's do it, bro. We level 850 now, which is the minimum required to be able to do it. So why not? Let's go ahead and make our way over to the cafe. Talk to my boy Bartolo over here. Thank God you're here. The Swan Pirates are raiding the town to prevent any new fighters from entering the tournament. Will you help defeat 50 of them? All right, let's do it, bro. It's like 5 right here, 15 down right here, it's 20 down right there. 31 down. Last mob right here. And boom. Let's see how many levels we get. 858, 859, 860, 861. Damn. 860. Damn. It's still going. Damn. Damn. We got like 10 levels from that. Sheesh. 295 mastery. Almost there. 296 mastery. 297. 298. 299. 1 more mastery. All right. Last NPC right here before we get to the final transformation. There we go. And we got 300 mastery, boys. Yes, sir. All right. Let's check it out. Let's check it out, boys. Let's check it out. Yes, sir. Oh my gosh, we about to be able to farm so easy now. Look at this, boys. Boom, 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 boom. Just spam M1s the entire time. This is about to be a breeze, bro. This is about to be a breeze. I'm about to stay on Mammoth till at least 1,250. So let's go ahead and check out some of the differences now that we got Mammoth transformation. So Ancient Cutter is slightly different now. You guys can see it shoots 2 out, and the second one has further range. True Prehistoric Punt is pretty much the same. It still just lunges at him, launches them up. So is Colossal Crusher. You have dashes. You also have one really high jump. Last but not least, we have Stampede, which does something different now. You guys can see. All right, last Swan Pirate NPC right there. And level 925. Now we can go to Green Zone and skip all those trash NPC quests and move straight to the Fujita boss. Now let's go ahead and accept the quest over here. Fajita boss. Hopefully that boy is spawned. I don't want to have to spend no more Robux. Oh, that boy is here. All right, let's say. Transform. Boom. All right, let's get it. Let's just pack this boy up. We shouldn't have no trouble beating him. So we have Mammoth. We have that extra AoE. Boom. Get him there. Oh yeah. All right, let me go back over there. He's almost dead. True Prehistoric Punt. Ancient Cutter. Boom, boom, and dead. Easy. Got an easy 3 levels from him. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep server hopping and killing him until we can go to the next quest. Final Fujita down. Okay, never mind. He's not down yet. He's down right now, though. Boom. There he goes. All right, we are level 977. We have a new compass available, which shows we can go to the Graveyard Island. All right, here we are. Graveyard Island right here. We also have a ton of stat points. I'm going to go ahead and just put those in real quick. 147. Let's put that all in fruit. We're about to max out our fruit soon, boyos. And 1, and 1, and 1, and 1. There we go. Another one down. All right, this is a breeze. This is a breeze, bro. Prehistoric Punt. And GG. Level 979. We're going to stay here till we're level 1,000, boys. So this is going to be a quick one.
A few minutes later.
We're level 999 right now. This will be our last NPC. There we go. Level 1002. Also, we got a new title, Unlock the Adventurer. Next time we can go to is Snow Mountain. And I'm not going to lie. I know I said earlier I was going to stay Mammoth until level 1250. Might hop off Mammoth a little sooner than I anticipated. It's getting a little boring. Definitely gonna need some more Robux though. Let me launch a $100 package. Authorizing payment and Robux. All right, now that we went and bought that, let's go ahead and buy. You know, I just realized I can't even buy Dragon. Look at this. The King of Fruits is temporarily off sale for enhancement. Stay tuned for his powerful return. So we're gonna need to get a physical dragon for that. All right, let's go ahead and just buy Leopard then, since that's the only other one we could use. There we go. Permanent Leopard bought. Sorry. Let's see how good this is for grinding. All right, here we are. We're at Snow Village. Uh-oh, there's someone grinding here. Y'all see them blizzard effects? Hold on. Let me accept this quest real quick. Still Trooper. Boom. Hold on. Relax, no Trooper. Relax. I'm trying to accept the quest. All right, let's do this. Finger Revolver. Damn, did bros really just steal my kill? All right, you know what, bro? Let's do this. Let's equip kit soon. Let me activate PvP. What's popping, bro? What's popping? Boom. Yes, sir. Hold on. That ain't it. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. 4,200 bounty. Easy work. Light work. All right, now let's see firsthand how good Leopard is. All right, here we go. Got them all gathered up. Finger revolver. See? Oh, that did pretty decent damage. Oh, some of them got around half. Okay, that's not bad. You know what, bro? I'm tired of dying like this. Finger revolver, and that's the quest done. Level 1007. Just unlocked our third ability right there. Kind of forgot to record the last bit. We're getting these masteries quick right here. So we have after image assault now. Let's check that thing out. Damn, 3,610 damage. Okay. Now I can kill NPCs with just 3 abilities. This is better than Mammoth was without transformation. And the thing about Leopard is once you get that transformation, you can spam them M1s. It's going to be breezy. Next NPC right here. And 200 mastery. We got our next ability, 4th ability, Body Flicker, which is pretty similar to After Image Assault, to be honest. But let's go ahead and check it out. Body Flicker. Boom. You guys can see right there. I actually don't know if that's a multi-target move or if it's a single target move. Let's go ahead and test that out real quick. All right, we've got 2 NPCs right here. Body Flicker. Oh, it hits both of them. Okay, perfect. So we're getting mastery pretty quick with Leopard right now. I'm not going to lie. So I'm pretty sure we'll end up getting that 3 to mastery to unlock the transformation very soon.
A few moments later.
There we go. Just finished that quest and we did it, boys. Mastery 300. Yes, sir. This needs no introduction for y'all. Y'all already know Leopard. It's about to be a breeze now, boys. It's about to be a breeze now. Boom. Level 1150. We're now going over to hot and cold though. And the reason why I decided to stay there until level 1150, because I could have left sooner, is because I want to avoid all these other trash quests. Go straight to the boss. Ooh, we have some players out here. Ooh, interesting. All right, let's go. Boom, 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 boom. Shee. Hold on. Pack that dude up. Spam with the M1s. Boom, finger revolver. Easy 5,000 bounty. I'll take it. All right, now let's go ahead and get this quest line. Smoke Admiral. You see that right there? 1,150. That's why we needed to get to that level. And yes, sir. Alrighty, it's about to be a breeze. All right, boom, 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 boom. Hit him with these. Yes, sir. Finger revolver. Oh yeah, that boy's already under half. Oh my god. Yo, Smoke Admiral, fight back, bro. Fight back. Boom, and bro is dead. That took us literally seconds. This is a lot more fun than I thought it'd be, man. It started off a little rough with just the finger revolver, but it quickly showed it wasn't bad for grind. Let's keep server hopping and fighting more Smoke Admirals. So the Smoke Admiral, boom. There we go. 1175. Is a Kitsune user out here? All right, hold on. Let me chill. He's probably about to attack me. Let me hold that and dip. Yeah, y'all saw him run towards me. We did right in time, bro. Here we go. Another Smoke Admiral. Boom. There we go. And we're level 1207. Almost out of here. Just have a little more to go. One more Smoke Admiral. Finger revolver. Boom. There we go, boys. Level 1251. Finally able to move on to the next island, boys. The cursed ship. Almost through second sea, boys. 250 more levels to go. Then we can go to third sea, baby. Third sea. All right, here we are. I hate grinding at this place, to be honest, because it's always like really dark. Like, look at this. You can barely even see anything, but it is what it is. We got 60 stat points. Let me put some in melee. We get some extra energy there. Now let's accept this quest. But actually, before we start grinding, we got to get a new fruit. We've been on Leopard for quite a while, like probably like 2 or 3 hours. I think it's time to switch to a different beast type fruit. Accept on both ends. I'm about to get my dragon, boyos. About to get my dragon. Now for grinding, it's going to slow us down a lot, but you know, I'm saying it'll be worth it. And it's another beast fruit, so we have to do it. There we go, right there. Yes, sir. Oof, this one requires 350 mastery to get the transformation move. That is egregious. That is crazy. That's going to take a long time to grind out. But my boy Nutty did just join the server again, so we might have some help, bro. I might have some help. That was not planned, I promise you. That man just joined on his own accord. He asked me in chat, what fruit you on at the moment? On dragon. Just ate it. Will need help. Okay, he's gathering them all up and getting them low for me. Say less. All right, you get that one low for me. Boom. There we go. We'll get our flight very soon. Our flight is 75 mastery. That's actually kind of crazy how far spread out the dragon abilities are. You don't even get your flight till 75 mastery. That's insane. All right, there we go. We got dragon flight. You know, pretty obvious what that is. Just a flight. You know what I'm saying? Nothing too crazy about it. First quest out the way. We're level 1254. This is actually going by quite quick with my boy. We're already at 135 mastery. We'll get Draconic Claw pretty quick. Last we see right here. And there we go. We just got our next ability, boys. You see that new skill available? We got Draconic Claw. So basically what you do is you Broly grab these guys by the neck and then you slam them down. I'll probably just stick to Heat Wave Beam and then the Fire Shower when we get it. This man Nutty is a godsend, bro. Making this go so quick, bro. We're now at 249 in mastery, boys. We're gonna get our next ability probably within these next few NPCs. There we go, right there. 250. All right, let's check it out. Fire Shower. Yes, sir. My favorite dragon ability, man. Now we only have one more left to unlock, and that's the transformation. We believe this should be my last NPC. There we go, 1350. Well, let me go ahead and tell my friends, telling me to Ice Castle. All right, here we go. Here we go. Next NPC is over here. Let's get it. Let's get it. He said in chat, almost there, bro. Hey, man. Hey, man. We only level 1350. Still got a long more ways to go, man. Long ways to go. Here we go. First quest finished here. Level 1352 and 1353. I'm starting to feel it again, boys. I'm starting to get it. I'm starting to lose my energy. I gotta make it to third sea before I go to sleep. All right, boys. So what we've done right here is we went back to the cursed ship because cursed captain just spawned, and we're gonna try to get the ghoul rates for this account. Why? I don't know. It's something else to do other than grind, I guess. But let's go ahead and just try to do it. It does have a lot of health, so I gotta be careful. Let me just let Nutty do the thing. All right, there we go. Boom. Fire shower. Yes, sir. 1,000 health. Okay. Cooking. There we go. I didn't get the thing I needed. Oh, well. That was our one chance to get ghoul and it didn't work. More importantly, though, we're at 346 mastery, so we'll be off a dragon soon, boys. We'll be off. I'm at that point, man. I'm at that point where things just are not starting to make sense. My brain ain't braining. Draconic Claw. Draconic Claw. That was Heat Wave Beam. 349 mastery. We're so close. Kill him with the Dragon Shower. And yes, sir. Final skill available. No time wasted. Let's do it. Sheesh. Bro, that never gets old doing that. Never gets old. Obviously, since we have a transformation, some of our moves have changed. Heat Wave Beam did not change. It's the same. It just has longer range now. Draconic Claw did change, though. It's a completely new ability, which is a long-ranged one. And then the last new ability we have is Fire Shower. Probably one of the most destructive skills in the game. Check it out, bro. Just check it out. Yes, sir. Look at that. Look at that. That is insane. This doesn't really help us out for grinding that much because you need to have full Fury Meter. And another thing is, anytime you use moves, your Fury Meter goes down. So it's a little tough, but dope nonetheless, and it's a beast route, so we needed to get all the mastery. Now I can finally switch off of dragon. Now the thing is, which one will I go to, Phoenix or Falcon? You know what, man, I'm just gonna go ahead and just buy Falcon just because that'll be really easy to grind up first, and then we'll go to Phoenix. Go ahead, activate Plumage because we need that to be able to use the abilities. All right, Wind Burst. Oh my god, that is toxic, bro. My ability doesn't even kill them, and they're already low. Can't believe I just reset a perfectly good dragon for Falcon. Like, that was a physical dragon. I don't have it perm. You can't buy it perm right now, so it's gone forever, bro. It's gone. Let's just keep going now. Let's just keep going. Let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it rolling. Wind Burst. Wind Burst again. And we got our next ability, Bone Crusher, which is absolutely dog water. Like, that does no damage, bro. Oh my god. Well, I only have to be on this thing for a little while longer. Okay, Wind Burst. There we go. I got Soaring Talon. Let's check this ability out. Oh, that was very anticlimactic. Well, now that I did that, we can get off of Dookie Dogwater Falcon. And now I guess the only other one that makes sense for me to go to is Phoenix. Boom, there we go. Permanent Phoenix activated. Let's see though. Cannon. Okay, that's not too bad. We're already at 74 mastery. This is Hybrid Flight. Got our next ability at 90 mastery with Regeneration Flames. Okay. We'll also be leaving this place soon. Right now, we're at level 1406. We'll be leaving this place at around 1425. We just got our next ability, though. Let's check it out. Does that deal damage? No, it does not. Okay, it just only heals. All right, so that helps me in no way whatsoever. All right, I think I'm about to get my next ability here. There we go, 162. We unlocked Fast Kick. Let me go ahead and try this out on this NPC over here. Fast Kick. Boom. Let's see one more time. Yeah, that was not no Fast Kick. The damage is also worse than the first ability. All right, here we go. I'm about to get off this boring island. Yes, sir. Level 1427. Now I'm gonna make our way over to the Forgotten Islands, boys. Ooh-wee. A little bit more to go before we get to third sea, the final stretch. Sea soldiers right here, pretty easy, I ain't gonna lie. Cannon, and there we go, 1432. After I'm done with this quest, we upgrade into the next set of NPCs. But more importantly, we just reached 250 mastery, which means we got this now, boys. You know what I'm saying? Full transformation. Okay, Ken looks pretty much the same. I think it just has longer range. What about Fast Kick? Okay, so everything is pretty much the same. This helps not at all for grinding whatsoever. For now, I'm just gonna go ahead and switch back to Kitsune just to finish up the rest of second sea. Then when we hit third sea, we'll go use T-Rex and Buddha. But for now, let's speed this up and make our way to third sea, baby. Yes, sir. This has been a crazy grind, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Here we go. Last NPC of second sea right here. And GG. G. All right, boys. Before we can go to third sea, we do have to do a whole quest line to get there. In case y'all forgot, earlier we started a Bartilo quest, but we didn't complete and continue it, so we have to start there. All right, let me talk to Bartolo. So we just gotta go find and defeat Jeremy, and then after that, we gotta go free the prisoners. Jeremy, I ain't gonna lie, you about to get the beating of a lifetime, my boy. Boom, boom, boom. Tail beast bomb. Oh, it's gonna be a long day for you, Jeremy. It's gonna be a long day for you, my boy. Boom, 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 boom. Curse enchantment. Wild assault. Sheesh. That boy hasn't even hit me a single time. I ain't gonna lie. That is that is pitiful. Oh, look, we got the black spiky coat too. Tournament is back to normal now. Go free the imprisoned gladiators who are jailed beneath the stadium. Okay, so we just go back and then you guys just follow the code that I'm about to do. All right, so you got this right here. Then the next sign is, I believe it's this one. Then the next one is this one. Then it's like some weird S thing. Then it's like some weird M thing right here, some M symbol. Then we have F, N, and last but not least, B. Please, sir, take this helmet as a token of our appreciation. All right, so now that we free them to give us a warrior's helmet. Next step we have to do is we have to pull this fruit out and give it to this guy named Trevor. All right, here we go. Let's give it to him. This is an excellent fruit. You may now speak to Swan. All right, so now what we got to do is we got to go in a little area down here, and we about to pack up the Swan boss. You know what I'm saying? This boss can be a little bit difficult if you don't have a good fruit, as you guys can see. Oh, damn, he gave me low. No worries though, I have Kitsune. No way I'm about to die, Hold on, let me weep. Yeah, this boss is difficult. I'm gonna be honest. But we have to go defeat him before we can make our way to third sea. Let's do it. And one. Boom, boom, boom. All right, here we go. Curse enchantment. Boom. Wild assault. And GG. Now we gotta go back to this little under area right here. And instead of going through this little code stuff, you go right and you talk to this guy right here, King Redhead. Yes, sir. And now the epic battle begins. We have to face off the creator of the game, Idra. All right, let's go ahead and pack him up. Boom. Should be easy work. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Bro can't even fight back. Yes, sir. Pack him up. Let's go Kitsune form. Let's get him. Boom. Grab him up. Slam him down. There we go. Now we have a little cool little cutscene, you know what I'm saying? Look at this. Lost his sword. Now Ripin's about to hit him with a crazy attack. Look at that. It's like some Dragon Ball, bro. Rest in peace, Redhead, man. Damn. Every time I see that, Alright though, now that we got that out the way, you see this text, talk to Mr. Captain at Green Zone. Here we go, boys. Here we go, Mr. Captain. We're about to make our way to the final sea of this grind. Yes, sir. Port Town in third sea. Now that we're finally in third sea, boys, I've been keeping y'all waiting this entire video. We can move on to the newly released mythical fruit, the T-Rex. Alrighty. You see, we got a little tail right there. We also have a bunch of different moves. This one requires 300 mastery to get the final ability as well. But with that out the way, let's go ahead and get our first quest. First quest to third sea. I honestly think T-Rex should be pretty good because we have M1s. You guys see right here. Boom, 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 boom. So we should have constant M1 damage. Oh yeah, that's nice. I don't think these M1s are as good as the Kitsune ones, but these are cool. All right, we got our second ability, Predatory Screech. First off, let's get the first ability, Tail Swipe. It's a long range ability. Second ability, Predatory Screech. Pulls them in, and then slams them back out. I feel like that's gonna be pretty good for farming NPCs. Hold on, let's gather a bunch of them. All right, got them all right here. Predatory Screech. Oh yes, sir. That's fire. Here we go. Final NPC here. There we go. We also unlocked our third ability. Damn, this is going quick. Third move, Hunter's Rage. Let's go ahead and check that out real quick. Hunter's Rage. Oh yeah, another long range AoE ability. I'll take that. Next quest down, and we're level 15, 14. I ain't gonna lie, boys, I'm gonna be here for a hot minute grinding at this place. We're gonna make this quick for y'all.
A few minutes later.
All right, forgot to record that little bit, but we got our next ability, Gigantic Leap. I think this is gonna help us a little bit with the grinding. Let me go test. Let's grab these two NPCs right here. Gigantic Leap. Oh yeah, that's fire. All right, we did that NPC right there. Now we're level 15, 25, and we just got to 300 mastery, boys. All right, let's showcase it, boys. Let's showcase the final transformation. We've got our Fury meter full, and we've got Reptilian Scales. Yes, sir. Look at you. He said, hey, yes, sir. Okay. We got a cool little T-Rex form now. We have M1s, except now the M1s have roars to it, so we're going to be able to grind way more efficiently. Our moves have also changed a little bit, so let's go do a showcase. All right, so first off, we have Tail Swipe, which does something different now. Also, you guys can see that little T-Rex icon above his head. That is a damage over time meter. If I go further away from it, it deals damage over time. Hunter's Rage does do something different. It grabs him now. You see what I'm saying? I chomp him with my jaws and slam him down. And last but not least, we have Gigantic Leap, which is improved. Now it's like a meteor. But let's keep going, boys. Let's keep going. All right, here we go. Last NPC right here. This is a big time skip. You guys can see I'm level 1,674, but now we're 1,676. We're ready to go to the next island, the Hydra Island. Made really great progress, but we still got like 900 more levels to go before we reach max level. So still got a lot to go, boys. Still got a lot to go. The quest we're going to be farming is the Island Empress. Let's just make quick work of her. Y'all have seen me do bosses all video. You know what I'm saying? It's about to be a long video. I ain't gonna lie. In fact, hold on. Let me just do the wall strap, bro. So I don't gotta worry about nothing. She ain't got nothing on me, boys. She ain't got nothing on me. We're about to make quick work of her. Here we go. And she's done. All right, now we just gotta keep farming her over and over and over again. And another boa down. Also, we're now level 1700, so we can go over to the Great Tree. But yeah, we didn't stay on this island very long. Let's go see what quest we're gonna be on. Marine Commodore. Okay, perfect. But before we do that, though, there is only one beast fruit left we have yet to use. We use Falcon, Phoenix, Mammoth, T-Rex, Dragon, Leopard, and Kitsune. The one we haven't used is Buddha. And I ain't gonna lie, I've been saving this one for the end of the video because this is about to save me so much time. Now, since we're gonna be using Buddha, I also do have to reset my stats. We're gonna be using a sword main stat now. There we go, boys. There we go. We got the Buddha. This is about to be a breeze now, you know what I'm saying? All right, last NPC right here. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Let's see how many levels we get. Okay, we got 3 levels from that. Going easy breezy now, boys. This is easy as hell. All right, here we go. Last NPC there. And level 2,500. Ooh, wait, that was a good montage. We only 49 levels away till max, baby. 49. We have 47 minutes left of 2 times the XP. Goal is to get to max before that runs out because I am tired of spending Robux. 8 Sun-Kissed Warriors. Got my boy Rip Mirage helping me here just to make this quicker. Last NPC here. And level 2,503. There we go. Level 2,526. Now we go on this side. Gotta defeat 8 Isle champions. 25 more levels to go, boys. We still have 31 minutes on our 2 times the XP timer. I think we can do this. I think we can do this. Last NPC here. Boom. First quest finished. Level 2,528. Just a little bit more to go, boys. All our hard work is about to come to an end. Here we go, boys. Final NPC of the final quest. Gigantic leap. And there we go. 2,550. Oh my gosh. Sheesh. And the clock starts now. All right, first things first, we've got to obtain the Rumble Fruit. I don't have it permanent on this account, and I also do not have the physical version of it. It is 2,100 Robux to buy it in the permanent shop, but I currently do not have any Robux. Let's go ahead and do a gacha. Let's see if we can get this thing first try. That would actually be crazy luck if we could get it first try. Let's find out. What will we get? And we get a spike fruit. Oh, bro, that is actually, that literally does not help us at all. Well, our only other option is trying to trade for it. We do have the Sound Fruit, Magma, and Ghost and Barrier, so we have some decent ones that could help us trade up a little bit. Sound, Magma, and Ghost alone are 4.45 million value, which we could potentially trade up to a Blizzard Fruit. So let me go ahead and type in chat, trading Sound Fruit plus Magma plus Ghost for Blizzard. At one point in time, the Sound Fruit was just barely under the Blizzard Fruit in terms of value, so maybe we can still find someone that wants it. We got a guy right here sitting on the table. Let's see what he's got. Does he have Sound Fruit? Okay, he doesn't have Sound Fruit. Does he have Magma? Player doesn't have space. Okay, what about Ghost? He already has that. Barrier, he has that. Rubber, okay, he has literally everything I have. Will you offer anything for my Sound though, at least? He's trolling. He's putting down a Leopard, and he put down Blizzard and Jump, the fruit I wanted. Bro, that's such a troll. That's such a troll. Let me sit down down at this trade table. Maybe we could find someone. If we could find a noob that doesn't know values, we may find ourselves in luck. Some other guy named Yoru just sat down with me. Okay, does he have the sound fruit? He has that. He literally just put down a sound fruit. Okay, well, so much for that. And I think he has literally every single one of my fruits that I can even put down. This may be tough. Found somebody that has Blizzard. I don't know if he'll accept though. I put down my sound and magma and he jumped. We gotta find a way to get this rumble fruit, boys. We gotta find a way, one way or another. Someone in chat just asked, who can help me with a magma raid, please? Hold on, let me DM him and say, I got Buddha. I can carry you if you give me a fruit. Oh, this dude right here is holding out rumble. FCGS. Wait, hold on. Let me say, do you want to trade that rumble fruit? We may have just found an offer here. What if I could like just scam this guy? Like if I give him sound and magma, what if he accepts that? He said for what? Let me say sound plus magma plus rubber. Will he accept that? I don't know if this guy's a low level, high level, let's see how he replies. He said, nope, I need Buddha. Sorry. Well, it was worth a try. Okay, the guy responded to my offer. He asked what fruit and I said any legendary. Let's see if he actually accepts. He said sound. I'll take a sound. I'll take sound. Getting 2 sounds would actually kind of help us a little bit. So you know what? Let me just go ahead and just put something trash in there like barrier. Okay, he already has barrier. What about rubber? Okay, he has rubber. Dark ghost. He has go. Okay, let me say reset with barrier and ghost. He's actually doing it, ladies and gentlemen. He's actually doing it. All right, he reset with barrier and ghost. Now let me trade him those 2 for sound. There we go. They're like dead even with only a 3% value difference. So you know what, boys? We'll take this. 2 sounds. Maybe it'll do something with that. And of course, I'm a man of my word, so I'm not gonna scam him. Let's go do the raid. But before we do that raid, boys, hold on. A fruit just spawned. I think it's on Skull Island. This may be the rumble we need. We need to get this thing right now. Let me go to Skull. I believe it's at Skull. 60 meters away. Perfect. Depending on what this notifier is, then we may be set already, ladies and gentlemen. Or at least hopefully it could help us get the fruit we want. What is that? Oh, it's a sand fruit, bro. I thought this was something better. You know, I'll take a sand though. This maybe would help us trade up. Now this is raid finished right there. See, told you I wouldn't scam him. He says, sheesh, thanks, bro. Hey, no problem, man. If anybody else needs a raid carry in the server, I'm doing a raid carry for fruits. Now that we have someone we actually did it for, he can vouch for. Well, I haven't really been getting any offers, and I also haven't been finding anyone to carry through a raid. I was afraid it would come to this, but we've got countermeasures. I've got some block streets codes left over from the plushie video I did a few weeks back. And if we type in the code and redeem it, we get what's called a fruit box. And when we open this thing, we can get any random fruit. So what will we get? Let's see. Hopefully this helps us out. We got the love fruit. Okay, you know what? This actually may help us out a little bit. Sound plus love fruit plus magma. I think we can do something with that. 22 hours, 19 minutes remaining. We've wasted almost 2 hours total trying to get the rumble fruit and haven't made any progress. Our luck has been terrible this video, but it has been 2 hours, so we should be able to do another gacha once again. Let's go ahead and try to do it. Let's see what we end up getting, boys. And we get a barrier fruit. Dog. What? There's like no ends to my bad luck this video. This is ridiculous. We do have a pirate raid here though. Let me go ahead and just see if I can get this kill. Come on. Please. I got it. Oh my God. We only got the ghost fruit, bro. Oh, this is so bad. Our luck is just terrible, bro. I think we found someone, ladies and gentlemen. This guy named P_Diddy. I put my offer in. I typed in chat, trading sound plus love plus quick for plus magma for Blizzard. He put in a rumble. There's no way he's about to accept this, right? There's no shot. Let me say, why did you do that? I only asked for Blizzard. He said, I don't know, really? Hey, well, thank you, my boy. I appreciate it. I didn't even ask for Rumble. You see in chat, I literally asked for Blizzard. He said, no problem. All right, bro. That was very unexpected right there and totally unplanned for. You guys can say it was scripted, but I have no clue who this is. Nevertheless, though, we got our hands on a Rumble fruit in the most unconventional way. That is one objective completed. Now let's go ahead and eat this thing. Yes, sir. Now that we've obtained Rumble, though, before we go ahead and try to master out, we have to obtain Pole V1. So let me go ahead and try to make my way to first sea. Let's grab a boat. Miracle boat should do fine. It's time to head up to Upper Sky because in order to get Pole V1, we need to kill a boss called the Thunder God, and he has a 5% chance of dropping. All right, we pulling up here. Now the question is the Thunder God boss here? And there he is right there. Perfect. Now what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna switch my stats to fruit stats. That way we can level up our Rumble while we grind for the Pole V1. All right, Thunder God, it's time to meet your demise. I'm gonna need you to give me that pole on your back right there. Now our first Rumble move is Rumble Dragon, which is not very good at all. It's super slow and the damage on it leaves plenty to be desired, which is exactly why we've got to awaken this thing later on. Question is, will we get this pole first try? Will we get it first try? Let's see, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. And we didn't get it first try. All right, all good. There's no problem with that. But we did get a new skill though. We've unlocked our second one, Lightning Dash, which you know is basically a long range dash, and that cooldown is not very long, so you can spam this thing over and over again for mobility. All right, let's give this another try. Thunder God and now drop me the Pole V1, and he didn't drop it once again. What about this one? Third time's the charm. Still no. You know, ladies and gentlemen, let me try something. I don't know if I have 2 times boss drops on this account, but we're about to find out. I already own this game pass, so we've had 2 times boss drops this entire time, and we're still not getting it. No shot it takes us more than 4 tries, boys. boys. No shot. Still no pole V2? That's crazy. We did unlock our third move, Sky Thunder, and basically it's just the awakened version of Rumble X. It does a decent amount of damage and it has good stun, so that one's not bad. Come on, Thunder got it now. Come on, give me the pole. Really? Bro, I swear, if I don't get it this time, I'm gonna be upset. Oh, bro. Took us forever to get the Rumble Fruit for one, and now we're like, that was like our 10th NL, and we still don't have it. Although we're kind of killing two birds with one stone because we have to master out the Rumble Fruit anyways, and this is getting us mastery. Also, I've lost count how much NLs we've done, but that is another failed attempt. 21 hours, 15 minutes remaining. Gotta start getting this in the second gear, ladies and gentlemen. We're taking too long on these tasks. Come on, Block Shoots gods. Give me the pole. Give me the pole. Give me the pole. Really? Will we get it this run? Nope. Will we get it this run, though? Still no. What about this one? Nope. Please, game. Please give me the damn pole. Why? Come on. Oh, I thought I had it right there, bro. The game just tricked me. I thought I got it there, but we just got some damn stupid angel wings. Come on. What do I want angel wings for, game? What am I going to do with angel wings? We got angel wings last time, so maybe we'll actually get it this time, or maybe not. Please be the one. Please be the one. Please be the one. We got a new skill available. We've unlocked our third ability. We almost have this thing entirely maxed out, and we still haven't even gotten the damn pole, bro. That is ridiculous. But on the bright side, we've unlocked our third ability, Sky Beam. Let's go ahead and showcase it. Honestly, my favorite move of Rumble. I mean, look at that. That just looks like a whole Dragon Ball Z move. Very heat. But I'll tell you what's not heat, though. The fact that this damn boss does not want to drop me one of the most unused, simple trash weapons in the game. Come on, bro. This is not cool. Please, just drop me the damn pole, bro. Please. Next to Nell. Will this be the one? Nope. I don't know which one will be the one. I spent through so much Roblox. I'm tired of hopping servers. All to get this pole V1, which we need in order to progress with this video. Why are you withholding it from me, Nell? I know what it is. He ain't trying to let me claim that title of God. He wants to be the only one to be considered God. But you know what? I'll keep farming you till I get it. I ain't gonna give up. I feel like at this rate, I may actually end up unlocking the final ability before we get pole, boys. Please, game. Please, please. Really? Come on. Come on. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, we got it right there. Item drop, pole, first form. The amount of times I've farmed this thing, ladies and gentlemen, the amount of times I've farmed this thing had me thinking this thing was unobtainable. I'm not gonna lie. Just take a look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Every single one of these purchases right here are all boss respawns. This is over 50 that it took me just to get the pole first form. Actual insanity. Like, my luck is terrible. There we have it right there. Pole first form, legendary. And I must say, this thing looks pretty underwhelming. Like, this looks like really dope. For as much as grind it just took me to get this thing, this looks so bad. But it only takes 180 mastery to unlock our last ability. So now that we've obtained pole first form, it's time to move on to the next step. Fully mastering out Rumble. All right, we're now on a second C server, and our next goal is to unlock this final ability for Rumble, which is Thunder Bomb. We get that at 250 mastery. A few Smoke Admirals should be able to get us this ability. Maybe even one, to be honest. Let's go ahead and just find out. Smoke Admiral's almost dead. I think like one or two more abilities should do it. Here we go. Sky Beam, and there he is. We only got 211 mastery for that. Okay, you know what? Smoke Admiral's not the right boss. We gotta go to a higher level one. With this boss here, we should unlock our last Rumble ability. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and try to do it right here. There we go. And we've unlocked a new skill, Thunder Bomb. Go ahead and showcase that thing real quick. We basically doing Spirit Bomb out here, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now we've got to unlock the pole first form moves. Let me go ahead and switch over to Blocks, Fruit, Sword stats. Melee defense, sword. All we've got to do is just unlock both of our moves, and then we can move on to the next step. Let me gather up these NPCs here. Let me just go to town on these boys. Let me start M1ing. There we go. We've got our first ability there, Explosive Cloud. And I'm going to be honest, this move is very laughable. Like, you guys are about to see just how mediocre this thing is. Look at this. Explosive Cloud. Look at that. A cloud literally dashes towards someone at snail speeds and then explodes. Don't forget all these NPCs. Let me just go ahead and go to the big boss. The boss himself. Awakened Ice Admiral. Just one of these Awakened Ice Admirals should be enough to unlock the rest of my move. I'm hoping. It's almost done. A couple more M1s. Boom, boom, boom. How much mastery to get off this? How much mastery to get? Only 145. Okay, buddy. Thought he would have gave me enough to unlock my last ability, but looks like the NPCs are better. No worries, no worries. This is really quick. Let's just go ahead and quickly just pack these boys up. It's 150 mastery right there. We're at 167 mastery right now. Let's go ahead and kill these NPCs. 172, 173, 7 more. These should be the last batch of NPCs here. Hopefully. Let's get it. Let's get it. There we go. Lightning Rain. That's our final ability for pole V2. Let's check that thing out real quick. That one's actually not bad. Definitely a lot better than this damn fart cloud first move. Okay, so now we've got all of our Rumble moves unlocked, and we've also got our pole V1 moves unlocked. So the next step is for us to unlock Angel V3. We've already got Angel V1, as you can see. Now our next step is to get into V2. And in order to do that, we have to look for an NPC named the Alchemist. Done this task literally like more times than I can even remember in Block Shoots, and yet this video, we're doing it plus one more time. All he needs me to do is bring 3 different flowers spread across the entire map, which is in second C. Specifically, what we're looking for is a red flower, a green flower, and a blue flower. Now, the blue flowers only spawn at night, meaning right now we can find blue flowers, which is perfect for us. However, one interesting fact is that even though red flowers don't spawn during night, they don't despawn from them being spawned during the day. So So we may be able to find one right now. I checked all other places. The only other place the red flower could be is over here. And there it is. Perfect. Perfect. Got a red flower. Now we've got to quickly find a blue flower before night is over. And I think I know where the blue flower might be. Let me make sure the blue flower isn't over here. And it isn't. Okay, so blue flower is not on this island. We got to go to 2 other places to check. Wait, no, it is here. Okay, perfect. You know what? Actually, I'm glad I double checked. I'm glad I double checked. I almost missed that, boys. Now all we need is a yellow flower. And in order to get that, you just basically need to kill any NPC throughout second C and they have a chance of dropping it. Usually I get this thing first try. Let me see. Can I get this thing first try? Only one way to find out. Okay, we didn't get it first try. What about second try, though? Maybe we'll get it from this NPC. Okay, we didn't get it from that NPC either. What about third time? Third time's the charm, boys. Third time's the charm. All right, boys. Give me a second. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. All 3 flowers. Now what we've got to do is just bring it back to Alchemist and we're set. Back to the Alchemist. Let's go ahead and submit the flowers. And now we've got to V2. You guys can see our race has evolved. And I'm gonna be honest, race V2 for Angel doesn't do anything for us. All it does is give us slightly higher double jumps, which, you know, I'm gonna be honest, you're never really gonna notice. Now the process to getting Angel V3 is a little more difficult. Now to get Angel V3, what we have to do is we have to go in this secret invisible door there. Talk to this NPC named Arrow, blah, blah, blah. Forget anything he's saying, yada, yada, yada. Bortles yapping. And now we get to the important part. Talk to me again once you defeat one of your own. I don't know if this man Arrow's racist or something, but in order to evolve our race to race V3, we've got to literally kill an Angel user. Doesn't really make sense, but our next objective is finding and killing an Angel user. There's one person in the server named Megalaska2012. Let me say, yo, do you happen to be an Angel race? If he's an Angel, we may be able to easily get through this objective, boys. And he is not an Angel race at all. He's a whole bunny. Okay, well, so much for that. Might as well do a block streets gotcha while we're still here. Let's see what we end up getting. Dog, my gotcha luck. This video has been horrendous. We also only have 18 hours and 59 minutes remaining. The clock is ticking fast. All right, boys, I spent like 30 minutes trying to look for an Angel, so I got my boy Nutter Butter here to help me instead. Here he is right here. Let me go ahead and just pack him up. You know what I'm saying? Let's get him. Let's get him, Dad. Appreciate you, Nutter, for helping me with this. There we go. Now let's talk to Arrow once again. Well done. I like many gods before me. Yeah. I'm done yapping. Just give me my dang upgrade. There we go. New title unlocked. Perfect being. That's crazy because we're not perfect yet. We haven't become a god yet. But you guys can see our wings did get bigger and we unlocked an ability down below called Heavenly Blood. And basically what Heavenly Blood does is just give you a small health boost when you're low. So I'm gonna have my friend attack me real quick. You guys can see we're 3,000 health. If I use my move, we get a good amount of health regen up to a certain point. So yeah, it's pretty OP for survival. Now that we've obtained race V3, this is perfect because we're gonna need that to obtain race V4 later on. But for now, our next step is awakening Rumble fully to Rumble V2. So let me tell my boy Nutter, next up, we awakening Rumble. We decided to go in third C because it just only made sense that while we're grinding raids to awaken Rumble, we can get a full moon and then we can instantly get race V4 right after, which is the plan my boy Nutter came up with. So, you know, man's got high IQ. All right, though, let's get this raid started. Let me go ahead and reset my stat points. We got to have root stats for this. I ain't gonna lie, fam. Hopefully I don't get cooked because I think, honestly, the Rumble raids is one of the more difficult ones. We should be good, though, because I am max level. It's not like we're low leveling out here. And I got my boy Nutter with me. He's got the Buddha fruit, so we should be straight. As long as I don't just troll, bro. As long as I don't troll and try to crash out, we should be straight. Island 1 cleared. Yes, Sirski. Let's go ahead and get to the next island. 4 more to go. This one I can actually probably kill. I can probably actually kill this NPC here. Yes, sir. Hold up. We actually about to do something? Yo, we actually killed an NPC out here. Yo, I was putting in work, bro. We ain't just getting straight carried out here. That was just straight cap. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I can't even say that with a straight face, bro. I'm getting carried to the exact definition of the word right now. But you know what? It's all good. It's all good. Island 2 cleared. We got 3 more to go. Island 3 in these raids usually tend to be where the NPCs start getting stronger and start taking on devil fruit abilities. So we may start seeing some Rumble NPCs here. Luckily for me, though, I got an elite level bodyguard over here, bro. Look at that, right there. Just like I was saying earlier, this is a Rumble NPC right here. Now, if you're doing this thing solo dolo, those things would actually pose a threat to you. But, you know, obviously because we're 2v1ing this thing, we're straight. Island 3 cleared. We got 2 more to go. We're doing this in actually pretty good timing too. Still 9 minutes 50 seconds remaining. We're locked, boys. We're locked in. We got this down packed for real. Last island NPC is here. There we go. And final island available. Boss is about to spawn in right now. Nutty still has V4 active, so I think we're straight, boys. I think we're straight. We may be able to last out this entire thing. There we go. Hold on. Let me do something. Let me fight this boss. Boom. Let me weave out the way. Hit him with my sky beam of my own. Yes, sir. We about to hit this man with that JJK special, bro. 2v1. The 2v1 special. Boom. Thunderball. Yes, sir. Uh-oh. He hit me in his own spirit ball. No worries. Pack him up. Boom. There we go. Sheesh. Now you said it's that easy. That is straight easy right there. Easy claps, bro. Let's talk to the mysterious entity, awakening experts, and let's awaken our first ability. Ability Z. We are now 1 step closer to becoming a god, ladies and gentlemen, because our Z ability has now evolved into Lightning Beast. You know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and showcase that thing.
You know what I'm saying? Also, we unlocked a title called Thunder God, but you know, I don't even want to claim that title yet because we are still far from that. 4 more raids to go. Second raid finished there, ladies and gentlemen. Awakening Expert, and now second ability. Now our F move has been upgraded to Electric Flash. Instead of only getting 1 dash, we get 3 dashes. Now the distance you can go between each dash has been cut down lower, but I still think this is much better because you literally get 3 of them and they recharge pretty quick. 3 more raids. Third move here, next raid finished. Let's go ahead and unlock it. Now we've got Thunderstorm, which is essentially the same thing as the last one, except now it just looks better, has a wider range, and comes out fast. Pause. Okay, that sounded crazy, I'm not gonna lie. No dating. We've got 2 more raids to fully awaken the Rumble Fruit, ladies and gentlemen, and if we can finish it quick enough, we can catch the full moon just in time to awaken to race V4. Actually, scratch what I just said. We've actually got to do 3 raids instead of 2 more, and you'll see why in just a moment. Second to last Rumble move here. There we go. Our Sky Beam has now been evolved to Sky Judgment, and now it comes out faster and looks better. I mean, just look at the difference of the old Sky Beam versus this Sky Beam. It comes out like 10 times faster, and it's just way much better of a move. And now, final Rumble move there. This is the last raid for Rumble, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and awaken this last ability. There we have it. Thunderball Destruction. Now, you guys remember how the previous one looked? This is how it looked here. It came out very slow, charged up very slow, although the impact did look nice. This is how this one looks. Comes out a lot faster, and even throws down a lot faster. The damage is exactly the same between the two. This one just comes out faster, but I think the AoE is slightly less, and the stun is slightly less. Some argue that the V1 version is better. Me personally, I like the V2 version, but you know, it's up to you which one to use. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have 1 more raid to do because for this next raid, something interesting is going to happen. We're in the last raid right now. He should be finishing any second now. There we go. And now, instead of getting teleported to the usual raid room, we'll get teleported to the Sky God Dimension, man. So fire. I'm glad Washers did this. Now that we're up here, there's only one thing we can do, and that's talk to Thunder God. And once we talk to him, he will allow me to buy Pole V2 for 5,000 fragments. Kind of expensive, I'm not going to lie. But let's press sure. And there we have it, boys. There we have it. Our Pole first form has just now evolved to Pole V2, which is such a better looking weapon, bro. Like, just look at this thing. This looks like 10 times better. Now, this is actually something I'd like to use. Now that we've got Rumble fully awakened and got Pole V2, our next step is unlocking Race V4. We just got a full moon in the server right now, so we've got to go quick. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. I've got to be quick. We got to step into Temple Time. Now we've got to go through this little hole here. Pull this lever here. Now I've got to find my room. I got to find my angel room. I think this is... it's over here with the clouds. Yep. There we go. Angel Gate. Let me say, are y'all ready? Now what we got to do is each person that goes to a different gate has to go through their own unique trial, and all 3 of us has to complete it. All right, let's go ahead and try to start the trials. Trial starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now for us, we get a parkour trial, which is actually kind of difficult, and we have to do it within the 60 seconds that we're allotted, ladies and gentlemen. Some of these little platforms disappear, like as you just saw just there, but luckily your boy Kloudz is a parkour god, so we finished. My boy Shinra also finished his trial, so now we're just waiting on Nutty. And by the way, I didn't mention this earlier, but in order to even start a trial, you need 3 people that all have each different races. There we go. Trial is starting. They both reset for me. You're making it easy for me. Sheesh. It's easy pickings right here. We didn't even have to fight these boys. All right, let's go ahead and just quickly go over here. And now we are about to get Race V4, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. The ancient clock room. Let's talk to the clock and let's unlock Race V4. Now our wings have changed once again, and we've unlocked a bar down below our health and energy bar. Next up, we got to talk to this guy. This guy's saying, so you've awakened that old clock. That clock holds an ancient power. With it, you can use a fragment of your race's primeval powers. You can awaken a new form by gathering this energy, though it can be quite difficult. Now that man was yapping a lot, but basically all we have to do is activate Race V4 3 times, and then we'll be able to do another try. So let's go ahead and activate V4. All you got to do is just get the bar down below full. You can see with each hit and damage I take, it goes up slightly. There we go. A few more hits, it'll be full. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Race V4. Sheesh. We've got Angel Race, bro. Look at that pose. We have now officially become a god. Actually, not quite, because we still have more training to complete. This is 1 transformation completely done. Second transformation here. 3rd transformation right here. After this one ends, we can do another trial. We're running out of full moon, so we got to be quick. All right, my V4 is about to end. After it ends, I should be able to be ready for the next trial. 3, 2, 1. All right, it's over. Let's talk to Ancient One. He said, you've been working hard, I can tell. I have something you can use to improve in your race. All right, so we can upgrade. There we go. Now I'm ready for the next trial. Let's get it. Got to go back to the little cloud area. Let me let him know I'm ready. Let's get it. We got to be quick. We're running out of moon. 3, 2, 1, go. Trial starting. Yes, sir. All right, boys, we got this. All we got to do is just not sell in the parkour, which, you know what I'm saying, considering I
I'm Himothy. We got this. We got this. Look at this. A little parkour ain't nothing to me, bro. We got it. We got it. I ain't scared of a little parkour. Matter of fact, let me speed run this thing. We doing double jumps out here, dog. I ain't worried. I ain't worried, bro. Look at that. Easy. First one done. Shinra done second once again. Well. Sky Boy. Oh, okay, that's crazy. That's discrimination against sky races, dog. Come on now. Gotta hit him with that rabbit boy. Who you think you talking to, rabbit boy? All right, trials have just started. Let's get it, boys. Let's get it. Yo, Shinra, are you gonna reset? Are you gonna reset, Shinra? Hold on. Why are you walking up to me like that, bro? Why are you walking up to me like that, bro? Hold up. Oh, there you go. Yes, sir. Easy claps. Man, thought he was about to stand up to me. Got packed up. Nah, I'm playing. He reset for me. Now that we've completed another trial, we can unlock a gear which gives us an ability for our V4. And the first one we get is either King's Rule, which adds an aura around the user with multiple effects, that being slowness, damage, energy drain, and screen distortion. And the second ability we can go for is Prince of the Skies, which allows the user to glide or fly in the air. I'm not gonna lie, we're gonna go for King's Rule because that sounds like a domain expansion to me. Let's unlock that right there. Now it's time to get Race V4 activated once again. Here we go, one more hit, and there it is. Now we get this aura around us where if anybody steps into it, they instantly get brought to their knees, which is kind of sus, I'm not gonna lie, but it's low-key OP. Interrupts combos, allows you to start combos, and actually does stupid damage. Like, look at that, 1,000 damage just for him just standing there. Anyways, the full moon has just ended, so that means we have to find another server which has another full moon. But while we're waiting for that, let's go ahead and do some more training so I can get ready for the next trial. All right, it's another transformation there. I think 5 more and we should be able to be ready for the next trial. Second transformation, third transformation. I don't know why I sounded so excited for that last one, but fourth transformation, 1 more and we should be good. It's legit 3 a.m. in the morning and here I am just grinding a V4 for the video, man. I hope y'all like the video up. And now this should be the final Angel V4 transformation. I'm gonna go inside of the little Temple of Time and let's see if we're good. All right, as soon as Angel V4 runs out, we should be straight. 3, 2, 1. All right, so the Ancient One, you've come a long way. As promised, I'll upgrade your transformation limit for 1,500. We're ready. You don't have enough? I'm not ready. Golly, man, I spent so much Robux on every single Block Streets video. I don't think there's been a Block Streets video I haven't spent Robux on. There we go, 2,100 fragments. Now, once again, we're ready. There we go. Ready for the next trial. Now all we gotta do is just find another full moon and this objective will be done. But hold up, something ain't right. This entire video, we've been a basic bacon hair noob, but we progressed so much, awakening Rumble, unlocking all types of different weapons, and now even a race awake. So I think it's about time we change. Yes, sir. Gotta know in the building. You know what I'm saying? Nah, this fit is actually fire, bro. Except maybe that face. That face is kind of cursed. Here we go. The full moon is about to start, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to unlock the second and final ability for Angel V4. There we go. The light of a full moon peeks through the clouds. Let's get it, boys. Let's start the trial. Let's get it. Let's get it. I ain't scared of this. We ain't lost yet. Okay. Boom. Got that jump. Got that jump. We straight zooming through this thing. This one feels longer than the other ones. What the heck? Did they like increase? Uh-oh. Oh, that was close. That one there was close. I'm not gonna lie. I almost just actually sold right there, ladies and gentlemen. All right. We got it, though. We got it. Final trial done. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Sheesh. We ready, boys. We ready. Yes, sir. Easy work, bro. Easy work. All right, ladies and gentlemen. This is the final gear. Last time we did the aura, the domain expansion. Now we're unlocking the flight. Prince of the Skies unlocked. The final V4, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. We are now a true bona fide god. Look at this. I'm literally just floating here, dog. Like, this is crazy. I can fly to, fly up, fly down, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is I want to do. Also, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of crazy, but I've got to be the only Angel V4 max level player in the game that's also still got combat. This is wild. We're almost done, ladies and gentlemen. We got 2 more final steps to complete. Fully master out the pole second form and get it. A bless. Big thank you to Shinra and Nettie who helped me throughout this whole entire awakening and V4 awakening process. Honestly, wouldn't have been able to do it without you. Let's move on to the final objective. All right, we're at Chocolate Land now. Now all we've got to do is just get to 350 mastery, which that's gonna take a minute, I'm not gonna lie. Hopefully we can get at least our first ability up from these guys. Hold on, let me see. There's one down right there. Okay, let me just go ahead and just zip through these. Got these NPCs bashed up here, ladies and gentlemen, with Angel V4. This thing is easy, bro. Look at this. Look at this. We're just straight zooming through this now. All right, there we go. Got our first ability unlocked there. Hand of God. All right, let's test that thing out. Hand of God. Okay, we got a long range stun ability. Not bad, not bad. But let's see just how long range that is. Will it reach from there? Oh, it can. Okay, this is like medium range. I think that's its max distance though. It's surprising how many people don't use this sword. Like, I feel like it's pretty good. And it used to even be meta back in the old days of Block Streets, but I kind of understand at the same time because it's definitely not as good as some of the current meta we got. We got 167 mastery though. We got to pretty much double that before we get to our next ability. Let's go on a bit of a speed run. And now the final enemy right here. There we go. 350 mastery. Last ability, Electric Prison. Let's go ahead and see what that thing does. Electric Prison. Oh, that one stuns him for a lot longer, and it literally looks like a prison, hence the name Electric Prison. Although, let's see, how long is the range of this one? The other one was kind of long range, or at least medium to long range. This one looks like it's going to be a lot shorter. Let's see. Yeah, that is very short range. So total Pole V2 has one medium to low range move and one really low range move. We are almost completely finished becoming a god, ladies and gentlemen. There's one step left, and that is upgrading this Pole V2 to get a blessing on it. Because you can't be a god without a blessing. Everybody knows that, dog. Come on now. Now, in order for us to be eligible to get a blessing on this sword, we have to upgrade it at the blacksmith, which hopefully I have the right materials for. We still got 15 hours and 44 minutes left on the timer. At this point, we've just as good as finished this video, ladies and gentlemen. I would say we were efficient with our time. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. We are now at the port town. We can go over to the blacksmith. Let's see if I even have enough materials to upgrade this sword. Let's see. We need 15 fish tails, 10 mystic droplets, and 12 scraps. I got all that we need. And we get an 8% damage boost for upgrading. Let's go ahead and craft that. And there we go. Upgrade a weapon to grade 1. Now we have all the requirements to be able to get a blessing, except for, of course, scrolls. So let's go ahead and go down. Let's buy some mythical scrolls. This gives us a 10% blessing chance. All right, let's get these scrolls. Hopefully I don't have to use more than 10k Robux. Yeah, I'll actually be so upset if I had to. We're gonna start off with 6 mythical scrolls, and if I can get it within that, then I'd say that's pretty good. All right, Dragon Talon Sage. Let's go ahead and craft my sword. Let's get a blessing on this, boys. Can we get this first try? WinterKloudz Luck V4. What do we get? Agile, Efficient, Elemental, Fortune, Lucky, Sharpshooter. Okay, no blessing on first try, but what about second try? I'm not gonna lie, my luck has been pretty dookie throughout this entire video, so I'm not holding my breath, but maybe we might get something. And we're gonna get a unique. 1,500 Robux for 3 scrolls, and one of them we don't even get a unique. I'm about to crash out, ladies and gentlemen. I'm about to crash out expeditiously. Two scrolls that don't even have enchant. That's 1,500 Robux right there, ladies and gentlemen. 500 per scroll. That is actually insanity. 4th scroll, we get Unbreakable. That's not bad. If I can get Unbreakable paired up with a blessing, that'd actually be peak. And that means my moves can't be interrupted, and I'll have a blessing. Let's see, what do we get? It's Vampiric, Unbreakable. Okay, we got Unbreakable twice. This is our last mythical scroll before we have to buy more. Will it be the one? Will it be the one? Let's just zoom through this. No, it's not the one. We get Rage. Well, Blocks your shop. I'm back again, and I'm about to buy some more scrolls. That's 3 more. That's 6 total. There we go. We got 9 loaded up there. Hopefully, we can get a blessing within these 9. I mean, we have a 10% chance each. I'm praying for a miracle here, ladies and gentlemen. Masterpiece, that one's the best we got. All right, let's start zooming through this. What do we get on this? Strong Grip is the best we got on that one. Come on, come on, come on. Boys. We got Curse of the Reaper, ladies and gentlemen. That I've never even gotten a curse before on any weapon. That's insane. Health regen is cut in half. Heal by 70% of damage dealt reduced on NPCs. Hold on, we gotta see what this thing looks like, boys. Oh my gosh, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, this is fire. And I low-key think this actually may fit the vibe of an L better than a blessing would. I'm totally settling for that, bro. I'm totally settling for that. This is a curse worthy of a god. Let's see how this looks on an NPC. Oh, it does like a little cool animation when I hit him. What? That actually looks so fire. That actually looks so heat, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh. I loved it. I love this. All right, first things first, boys. I've got to get this account to race V3. I'm only at race V1 right now. So that obviously means the first NPC we need to talk to is the alchemist. Let's go ahead and talk to him. We already know what this man's gonna say. He's gonna say, come back when you have the 3 flowers. Of course. I've done this a million times, and you guys have probably seen me do this a million times. Obviously, red flowers spawn during the daytime, and it is day. So let's go ahead and look for one. Nope, not there. Is it over here? Nope, not here either. Is it over here? Nope. Okay, there's only one more other place it could be. It has to be over here. Yep, right there. Red flower obtained. 2 more to go. And since it's still daytime, we can't obtain the blue flower, but we can get a yellow flower, because to get a yellow flower, you just need to kill an NPC, and any NPC has a random chance of dropping it. You know, actually, to make this more accurate, I'm only going to use swords to attack any NPC throughout the video. For now, I'm using Dark Blade because that's all I got. Oh, we just killed him, and we got the flower 3. We got yellow flower. Now all we need is the blue flower. This is going smooth. Let me go ahead and do a gacha while we're here, and we get a smoke fruit. You're probably wondering, why am I doing this? I mean, I already have everything unlocked on my main account. Well, I have a goal of upgrading this account from the noob account it is right now to a really strong account to give away to one of you. And I've got a few other video ideas planned out for the future similar to this one, but none of that is important right now because it has just become nighttime. And the first place I'm gonna check is the graveyard. Now, I never find it at the graveyard, but maybe I could get lucky this time. Will I? And the answer is no. What about in this area? Nope, not here either. So that means it must be over here. Yes, sir. Last flower right there. All right, let's talk back to the alchemist. Let's hand him over these flowers and awaken to race V2, which honestly does not really much for us, aside from allowing us to obtain race V3 through this NPC. Forget all the dialogue. Just tell me what I gotta do. Defeat Jeremy, Fajita, and Diamond. All right, say less. Diamond's right over here, so let's go ahead and just make this quick. Boom, 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 boom. Pack this man up with the dark blade. Let me hit him with these, and there he goes. We got Jeremy here, but it looks like we have a guy on our tail right now. Let me just not worry about him at the moment. Let me just focus on the task at hand. Let me M1 him quick. Last M1. There we go. One more boss. Hold on. Is Fajita even here? Fajita's not even here. Oh, he is. Hold on. Boom, 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 boom. Let me just try to juke him. Yep. I ain't coming in your portal, my boy. I ain't falling for that. Boom. Fajita's almost dead. Dark air slash. There we go. Fajita is dead. Now I'm about to dip. All right, here we go. We got to return back to Arrow. Boom, boom, boom. Forget all the dialogue. And there we go. Our race has evolved. All right, we've unlocked Human V3, which is perfect. We're going to need that for later. But for now, let's hit the third sea. Now, the next step for us is we're going to try to obtain the Yama and Tushita blade. And just to make this a little easier on myself, I'm going to buy myself the permanent Buddha fruit. There we go. And the permanent portal. This will make traversing and grinding a lot easier for us. Now, the first sword we have to obtain is the Yama sword. And in order to obtain Yama, you need to either kill 20 elite pirates or 20 players. And to find elite pirates, you need to go to Sea Castle and talk to this NPC here, the Elite Hunter. Let's go ahead and talk to him and see if he has anything. Hopefully he does. And I don't have anything for you right now. Come back later. All right, no problem. Elite pirates have a 10-minute cooldown, so the most we'll be waiting is 10 minutes. But just because an elite pirate wasn't there doesn't mean we won't be able to do a player. Let's go to Player Hunter, and he also doesn't have anything. Only option now is just the server hype, I guess. All right, next server. Let's check Elite Hunter. We heard some news about Diablo roaming around. Find and capture him. He was last seen near Hydra Island. Perfect. Now what we got to do is teleport to Hydra. Hopefully he's over here. There he is right there, Diablo. Now all we got to do is just fight this man. Boom, boom, boom. They're not very difficult at all. They're actually pretty easy, so this shouldn't be too difficult. Here we go. 1,000 strikes. That right there is one elite pirate out the way. We have 19 more to go, or 19 players, whichever one we decide, I guess. Me personally, I don't feel like fighting players because we only have combat fighting style at the bottom, so I'm just going to continuously server out. Finally, a server with an elite pirate. All right, he's in Hydra Island. Hopefully he's at this one again. All right, he didn't spawn here. That means there's two other places on Hydra he could have spawned. And it looks like he spawned right over here. Say less. Let's just make this quick. This right here is exactly why I switched over to the Buddha fruit, boys. Just about to make this 10 times easier. Now, I didn't mention this earlier, but whenever you kill an elite pirate, you have a 1 to 2% chance of getting a God's Chalice from them. Let's see if we get one from this one. And we did. That's still 2 elite pirates out the way, though. 18 more to go. Another elite pirate. This time we're looking at DeAndre. He should be over here. Yup. Get packed up, my boy. It's time to meet your maker. This will be our 3rd elite pirate. We haven't gotten a God's Chalice yet, but maybe we will this time. And we don't, but we did get a Hunter Cape. Let me see if there's any players I can hunt after. We heard some news about the player Lanzino Demon 7. All right, whatever, bro. It said he was at the Sea of Treats, so let's go ahead and just try to look for him. There he is right there, Lanzino Demon 7. Okay, hold on. Let me go ahead and equip my Buddha fruit. Let me get over there real quick. We became a certified bounty hunter today, boy. Got the wanted poster and everything. This man about to get taken out. It's unfortunate that I caught him while he's trying to fight Big Mom as well, bro. He's just in this room, straight for the taking. Let me go my Buddha form. Boom, boom, boom. Where's he at? Let me go under. Yes, sir. Hold on. Let me just start M1. You can't do nothing about it, bucko. You gotta let it happen. Nah, he's running. Don't run. Dark air slash. Oh, we got him, boys. This is it. You ain't going away. You ain't getting away. I'm about to get this kill. Please, I don't have no sort of mobility. I can't even chase this man even if I wanted to, bro. Come on. Just let it happen. Oh, you got yourself in a bit of a predicament now, didn't you? Huh? Boom. There we go. Oh, we actually got him. 8,000 bounty. That counts towards our goal, boys. This means we only need 16 more elite pirates or players before we can get Yama. I'm taking that, though. Sometimes you just gotta believe, boys, even when the odds are all against you. We've made some decent progress with the elite pirates and players, but it's time to speed this up. Next elite pirate here. Boom. There we go. Next up. There we go. Oh, we got a God's Chalice, boys. Oh my gosh. Hold on. This right here is actually huge because we're gonna need this for later. I didn't think we would end up getting one this soon, though. Hold on. I gotta hurry up and get the safe zone. Now. Let me show these boys. Can any of y'all get the portals, bro? I need to defeat Idra for later. If we don't defeat Idra by later, it's gonna be trouble. Let me type in chat. Does anyone here have colors? I got Chalice. So far, we've got 6 elite pirates here and 2 players defeated. That puts us at 8 total, meaning we only need 12 more elite pirates or players until we're able to obtain Yama. Now, where the God's Challenge comes in is for later when we're going to be obtaining the race V4, but I kind of need to get this Indra out the way now, but it looks like no one in chat has the colors, so there's just nothing we can do. It's like y'all thought I was really about to waste this God's Challenge. I got my boy Eric right here. He just got all the colors. There's a lot of dangerous people out here, so you know what? I'm just going to go out here. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to spawn this Indra. There we go. Okay, we got the Indra. We got the Indra. Perfect, 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 perfect. Now all I got to do is get credit for this thing. This is going to come in handy later when we need to the Race Awakening V4. We're going to need to have this Indra beaten. If I can even get credit. What the heck is even happening, boys? What the heck is even happening? Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I need to get credit. I need to get credit. Okay, luckily since I've just died, I shouldn't be able to die again. How am I in combat again? I just died. No loss, suspicious kill. Oh my god, boys. This is so dumb. How did I get a suspicious kill, bro? Let me just get some credit, please. I just need to get credit. Come on, come on. I keep dying, bro. 160,000 health, boys. I don't even know if I dealt enough damage. I don't think I have. We just need to try. We just need to try. Let me just get in there. I don't even know what's happening. Let me just try to deal as much damage as possible. Please, 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 please. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, I got it. I got it. I actually got credit for it, boys. I actually got credit for it. Thank God. Thank God. We were able to successfully kill Indra, which you guys are going to see why we need that later. But for now, let's go ahead and get the remaining elite pirates. All right, I've got 15 elite pirates defeated, and I've got 4 players defeated. That means we need 1 more, and then we can get Yama. All right, we got an elite pirate. He's at Floating Turtle. Let's make this quick. Here we go. Last elite pirate here. Let's just make quick work of this boy. Yama is within reach, boys. Yama is within reach. All we have to do is just pack up this last elite pirate. Come on. And there we go. Last elite out the way. Now that we've reached the amount of elite pirates we need, what we need to do is go to Hydra Town, go to this waterfall, go inside the waterfall, and there will be this wall here. You can break it, and now we need to defeat all these little ghosts here. These NPCs are pretty weak though, I'm not gonna lie. Like we just embodied them in seconds. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, Yama. Now, if we tap it, it'll give us some dots. The sword doesn't seem to budge. Try again, all right? You managed to make it budge just a little. Try again. Shall we push it, boys? You know what? We worked that hard getting all the elite pirates. Let's do it again. It appears there is a curse on the sword. If you continue, you might die. I ain't worried about it, boys. We are him. We're about to get that thing. Sheesh. The sword has rejected you. You're not worthy. What? I guess we ain't him after all. Nah, screw that. We're trying this again. We're trying this again, boys. We ain't giving up. This about to work the second time, right? Second time's a charm. Ain't no way I'm about to die. There's no shot. You know what they say though, boys. Third time's the charm. We ain't gonna give up. Come on, come on. The sword is accepted as its new owner. Obtain Yama. Yes, sir, boys. Finally. This right here, boys, is just one small piece of the puzzle, but we still have to obtain Tushita, evolve it to Crystal Katana, and obtain Human V4. Speaking of which, to even start the quest to obtain the Tushita blade, you need to have the Rip Indra boss summoned using a God's Chalice. And while Rip Indra is summoned, you can head over to Hydra Island, and there is where the puzzle will start. Luckily for me, I do have a God's Chalice. I had my main account waiting in this private server for hours. Just a FYI, this isn't the last time we're going to see a God's Chalice in this video, because later on in this video, I need one to summon a specific raid boss. All right, so first things first, I got to go spawn Indra. I got all the colors from my main account. Let's make this quick. All right, Indra spawned there. There we go. Now what I need to do is quickly teleport to Hydra Town. I got to go back to under the little waterfall. And this time, instead of fighting these people, I'm going to go up here. There's going to be a special doorway up here, I believe, through this waterfall. Yep, over here. Now we have to go through here and go through this gate here. Now, this is where the Tushita Quest begins. Begin, you have 5 minutes. Now, we have this thing called a holy torch right here. What we need to do is we need to find places to put the torch. For example, I think right, wait, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I can't even remember where it all is. I think one's over here. Yep, right here. Okay, this is one of the torch areas lit up. Oh, I forgot we have to do them in order. Okay. First torch, I believe, is up here. Yep, first torch there. Okay, that one's lit. Next torch right over there at that bridge we just were at. We have to do this in order. We only have 5 minutes to complete this, so we got to be quick. Okay, second torch there. Okay, cool. Golly, I can't even see anything, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Okay. It's on one of these trees here. I don't remember which one though. I think it may be this one. Yep, right here. There we go. Third one. We need two more. All right, we're at Turtle Mansion. Over here. Yep, right over here. There's gonna be another one right by the mythological pirates in this ship here. There we go. Fourth, and we need one more. The fifth one is really easy to find. It's right by the mythological pirates. It is right here. There we go. Well done. You may enter my hideout now. I wonder whose hideout they're talking about. For this one, we're gonna equip our Yama blade because we're gonna start needing to get mastery for the sword. Now that we've completed that little trial, all we need to do, defeat this secret boss to unlock Tushita. Let's go ahead and just make quick work of this boy. His name is Longba, and he is actually not that hard of a boss. So this is a lot easier to obtain Tushita than Yama, I'm gonna be honest. Unless you factor in the fact fact that you have to even get a God's Chalice to spawn this thing. He's already almost dead. He's at under half health. A couple more hits. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. And we've unlocked Tushita, boys. Yama and Tushita. Sheesh. Let me go ahead and check that thing out. You know what I'm saying? Now that we've got both of the cursed swords, we are one step closer to our goal. But hold on, boys. Something ain't right. Yes, sir. That's more like it. Kozuki Odin in the building. 19 hours remains on the clock. And with us obtaining Yama and Tushita, a major objective has been completed. But we're not ready to obtain Curse to Katana yet, because first, we've got to obtain Race V4. Now, the first step to getting Race Awakening is actually fighting Rip Idra, which is why we did it earlier throughout the video. So step number 2, after you defeat Rip Idra, you have to go to this stone thing right here. I don't even know what this is, but you talk to it, and he says, so you found some of my memory fragments from defeating that monster. Talking about Rip Idra. A long time ago, you know, I don't even care about what this man's yapping about. I do not care. Please head to the Great Tree. I'm sure he's hiding something within that island. All right, now that we've talked to the stone, we have to head over to the Great Tree and head on the very top of it. All right, here we go. Now we're at the top of the tree. Once you reach this, we have to talk to this little miscellaneous thing here, and it'll teleport us to the Temple of Time. Go down this hall and talk to this NPC, which will put you exactly where we just left. It's kind of pointless, I know. Head back to Sea Castle, talk straight back to the stone again, and it'll tell us that place may hold the key to a greater power, but you must undergo a trial to grab hold of it. Now that we've gotten all the dialogue out the way, the next step we need to do is obtain another God's Chalice. Yeah, that'll put us at 3 for the entire video. This is gonna take a while.
All right, it's just been 4 hours and I just got a God's Chalice from a chest. Now the next thing for us to do is obtain 10 conjured cocoa, upgrade this chalice to a cake chalice, and then you guys will see what comes next. Which if I look at my inventory, I already have 14 conjured cocoa. So what we gotta do is we have to go to Chocolate Land, talk to this guy here, Sweet Crafter. He says I can exchange a God's Chalice and 10 conjured cocoa for something worthy of him. Trade, and boom, now we have the cake chalice. And what we're gonna do with this cake chalice is spawn the Dough King raid boss. But first things first, before we can even do that, we've got to kill 500 enemies on the cake island. This is where the Buddha fruit we got earlier is really gonna come in handy. And while we're fighting NPCs, we might as well just get Yama and Tushita both leveled up. Let's get this started. There we go. Just unlocked our first ability on Yama. We have Hellish Slash. You guys have probably already seen this plenty of times, but let's showcase it one more. Boom. This is one of the rework swords that, oh, I almost just died. Hold on. That was too close. That was too damn close. I got too distracted trying to showcase the move, bro. I almost just lost the cake chalice. We gotta chill, bro. We gotta chill. Anyways, as I was saying, Yama was one of the swords that just got reworked recently. So that's why I wanted to showcase it again in case you guys haven't seen it and you're able to tell the difference. Let's keep it pushing, boys. Let's keep it pushing. $358 more, making good progress. 280 more, and we've unlocked our final ability on Yama, Infernal Hurricane. We also just hit 350 mastery on Yama, so we're completely done with this sword. Now it's time to move on and start leveling up Tushita. And we've only got 96 more. And last but not least, we have defeated enough enemies. It's time to summon Dough King. Yes, sir. A dimension worthy of a god has spawned. Let's get him. Now, since I have Buddha, and since we fully mastered out Yama, we're gonna start using Tushita on this boy, which should be enough. Oh my god, yo, he's actually trucking my health down. Oh my god, bro, relax. Where's Sheen Rat? We need all the boys here. Bro, this is so tough, bro. Like, I'm literally already about to die after seconds. Look at this. My health, bro. Oh, yeah, get him. Wait, is this man using magma? Oh, my God. We're cooked. We're cooked, boys. We're cooked. Let me send him there. Bro, if we can't kill this man, I'm going to be so upset. 4 hours of waiting and like an hour of grinding for 500 enemies. Hold on. I got to get back quick. This is actually so embarrassing, bro. I've died already. And like, I thought this would be easier, bro. Hold on. Yep. Get him there. Got my Buddha friend. He switched to Buddha for magma. W choice. Let's just M1 in range. Yo, what are you doing back there, bro? What are you doing, bro? Help! Bro's just sitting there watching me die, dog. Like, what is happening? Hold on. Yeah. Let's hit him. Boom. Let's hit him with this. Stun him there. All right, let me run away. He's at 5 out of 60,000 health. We got this, boys. Now, you're probably wondering why I needed to go through all this, get another God's Chalice just to spawn the Dough King. Well, he actually dropped something called a Mirror Fractal, which we're going to need to upgrade to Race V4. If we kill him, we're guaranteed to get it. However, he does
despawn after like 7 minutes if you don't defeat him. So that is something we got to worry about. We got to defeat him in time. Last final stretch, 33,000 health. We got him right where we want him. Just get me out of this Doofus Fusillade. Let me hit him. Oh my god, I can't even hit him. Every time I even just get close, he just spams. Let me wait for that to end. Yep. I got you right where I want you now, bucko. There we go. Yes, sir. We got the Mirror Fractal. We got Pale Scarf and Spiky Trident. This right here was what we needed, boys. Now that we've obtained the Mirror Fractal, the next step is look for an island called Mirage Island, which has a chance of spawning every night. Before I do that, I've got this red key and I might as well use it right now. Come in here, go through the secret door, and then use it. Now I can awaken the dough fruit on this account, which for another video is going to come in handy later. Now I heard that Mirage Island has a higher chance of spawning depending on the amount of boats you have. So I got my boy on a separate boat and we're going to try to look for it. Hopefully it spawns. All right, boys, after hours, what felt like hours of searching, we finally got Mirage Island. Now what we need to do is we need to go to this area here. This is the highest point in Mirage Island, right over here. Here we go. I'm just going to keep going straight. Let's just do it right here. Highest point. Now what we got to do, look at the moon, activate V3 and stare at the moon for like, I think like 15 seconds it said. There we go. Your mirror fractals resonate with the moon. Now what we need to do is we need to go and look on the ground and look for a blue gear. Should be somewhere on the island. We have to find it before the moon ends though. We have to get it quick. Now it's going to be lighting blue and it's going to be on the floor somewhere. We have to find that and we have to basically bring it back to the great tree. All I got to do is just look for it. All I got to do is just look for it. No way I don't find the gear, right? There's no way I won't find the gear. Come on. Please. Well, boys, the night ended and I couldn't find the damn gear. We gotta find another Mirage Island. All right, boys, I got another Mirage Island and we got the resonation. Now we just need to find the gear. We have the advanced fruit dealer here. Now let's just keep looking till we find it. And looks like we found it, boys. My friend Shinra here helped me find it. There it is right there, the blue gear. We touched it. You found a weird artifact. You hear a distant chiming from the direction of the Temple of Time. This was the hardest step of getting V4, boys. Now that we found the gear, the next step is we have to go to the Temple of Time. And when it comes to a full moon, then we can get the trial and unlock V4. We are so close to getting our race awakening, boys. We just need to go through the trial now, which we'll be able to as soon as the sun goes down and the full moon rises. And then we can craft cursed dual katana. All right, we're in front of our trial gate. You can see it's the human flag there. The light of a full moon peeks through the clouds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Everyone use their V3 ability. Let's see. There we go. Trial starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is going to be our human trial. All we have to do is defeat this boss right here. We have 1 minute to do it. He's actually very easy. In fact, he's about to die right now. There we go. We've completed our trials. Now we're waiting for 2 more people. All trials have been completed. Let's see who will win. I have to fight my boy Shira over here. Let me just go ahead and pack him up. Boom, boom, boom. And 1. You ain't beating me, Shira. You is not beating me, bro. You is not beating me. I'm going to pack you up. Sheesh. GG, my boy. GG, bro. Here we go, boys. Here we go. We have to follow this little gear here. Go up to the top of here. And there it is. The ancient clock. Interact with it. We're about to attain it, boys. We're about to attain our awakening, boys. We about to reach the next level of Odin. Transform this. And we've unlocked a new title, Berserker. Now we got to talk to this guy right here, Ancient One. You can awaken a new form by gathering this energy, though it can be quite difficult. There may be a way to gather energy quicker, but you need to train first. All right. You guys can see we now have the V4 bar down at the bottom. It is time, ladies and gentlemen. It is time to ascend to the next level. You know what I'm saying, boys? Look at that. Look at that. Golly, bro. Even V4's got to be like the cleanest V4 of them all. I'm not going to lie. Before I can go ahead and do the next trial, I need to transform 2 more times to my V4 form, and then we'll be able to do another trial. But I'm not too sure if we have enough full moon for that. We may not be able to get another trial out the way. So that was second transformation right there. And last transformation here. All right, let's talk back to Ancient One. You've been working hard, I can tell. I have something you can use to improve your limits, but it will only work for your current race. All right, let's go ahead and buy that. Boom. We're ready for the next trial. Come on. We have to start the next trial quick before full moon ends. There we go. Yes. We're about to get our first ability, boys. All we need to do is just get both the abilities, and then we can move on to obtaining cursed dual katana. That's all we need to do, boys. There we go. Completed my trial, and here we go. All trials have been completed. They both reset for me, which means I just get to move forward and get our first V4 ability. Here we go. Back to the clock. Let's click this one here, and there's 2 abilities we can go with. We can either go with Limit Break, which allows the user to become stronger as they fight through a rage meter. The more damage we deal or damage we take, we deal more damage. Or we can go for Psycho, which gives us 3 flash steps. I'm gonna go for Psycho. First ability out the way. Now when we activate Human V4, you guys can see there's 3 little icons down at the bottom. Each of those will be a flash step. 1 more ability to get. And while we're waiting for the next full moon to come to get the next V4 ability, we've got to go ahead and get Tushita to 350 mastery to match Yama. We already have the first ability on Tushita, which is Heavenly Lunges. Let me just go ahead and show y'all that. It's just a barrage like this. Pretty good ability. Second one's even better though. Let's go on a little boss speed run though. And And there we go. 350 mastery on Tushita. That was a successful little grind. Second move, we have Celestial Ravager. Boom. Pretty similar to Yama's second move, except this one has slightly more knockback, I believe. Now that both Yama and Tushita are both at 350 mastery, that's going to greatly help us later when it comes time to get into Cursed Dual Katana. In fact, it's literally one of the requirements. In about 30 minutes, we're on our last V4 trial right here, boys. Let me just quickly vanquish this boss. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. And he's done. There we go. All trials have been completed. Both these boys about to reset. And we have finished. We're about to unlock our final V4 move, boys. Back to the ancient clock. For our second ability, instead of getting the dashes, we're going to get Limit Break. There's the final ability right there. We have now completed our next major objective, and now only one remains. Now to obtain Cursed Dual Katana, the first step is you need to have Yama and Tushita at 350 mastery, which we got early. After you got them at 350 mastery, go to Floating Turtle and go up to this building here behind Floating Turtle Mansion. Once you get to this building here, you will see there's a closed door. However, we can open it if we talk to an NPC on the side of the building. This guy here. Once we talk to him, he'll say, have you seen the entrance behind this building? It feels cursed. I think you can handle it. I can open the way for you if you want. Say less. We're ready. Now that the building is open, we can walk through it, and there will be two scrolls. One on the left, which is the Yama scroll, and the one on the right is the Tushita scroll. Now, each of these scrolls have their own unique quest lines and objectives we need to complete in order to unlock the final area here. And for us, we're going to start with Tushita. I'm not going to lie. So for Tushita, we have 3 objectives to complete: Dock Legend, Sense of Duty, and Soulless. Let's go ahead and start the first trial. The first one we have to do is Dock Legend. Now for Dock Legend, what we need to do is we need to talk to multiple NPCs at Dock, specifically boat NPCs, starting off with the Turtle Entrance NPC. Talk to him, click next again. Now click Pardon Me, and he'll give you a bunch of dialogue. I'm just going to skip through it. After you get done talking to him, next we have to go to Sea Castle. And after we get to Sea Castle, we go to this boat dealer, talk to him, click next again. This one's also going to say Pardon Me. And now we have one more to talk to, and it is at Hydra Arena. This is the last NPC we need to talk to. Come to this dock over here, talk to this boat dealer. There we go. And we have just gotten an Alucard fragment. The scroll reacts to your achievements. After that, we got to go back to the scroll dojo to begin our next trial. Next up, for the second trial, we have Sense of Duty. Now for Sense of Duty, the player needs only to kill one pirate in a pirate raid in order to get credit. So yeah, that trial is not too difficult. The only thing is a pirate raid only spawns every 1 hour and 15 minutes. You can either wait in a private server or hop server to server and get it that way. I'm just gonna sit in this private server. All right, boys, it's been a little bit. As you can see in the chat, pirates have been spotted approaching the castle. Here we go. All we gotta do is just kill one of these pirates, then we get credit. But I'm just gonna go ahead and kill the entire thing and the pirate raid, because I think the pirate raid needs to end in order for you to actually get the Alucard fragment. All right, here we go. Last NPC here. This is the boss. Boom. Come on. And there we go. We've got our Alucard fragment. The next trial is completed. Also, we got a rubber fruit. Okay, not bad. I don't even think I could store this thing though. So it is going straight to the ocean. Back to the mansion. And now the final trial for Tushita is the Soulless trial. Now for the Soulless trial, the player has to kill the Cake Queen in under 2 minutes. For this, you're gonna need a high damaging build like Buddha, Magma, something like that. Let's waste no more time though. Ice Cream Land. Let me go ahead and equip my Buddha. We gotta make this quick. Now the timer doesn't start until you've hit her once. So let's start it now. All right, here we go. There's a little song playing in the background. We have to defeat her before this song ends. Come on. Boom. Yep, there she goes. She's already almost at half health. I think we got this in the bag, boys. Trying to do this without Buddha, I'm not gonna lie, this would be like damn near impossible. Like I just don't recommend trying this unless you have Buddha, Kitsune, or like Magma or something. Hold on, she's actually kind of doing some damage. Let's just go ahead and just stop playing games. Let's finish this off now. There we go. Now that we've completed Big Mom, we are now in the heavenly dimensions. This is the final trial of Tushita, and all we have to do is light this torch. Now that we've lit the torch, we have to go through a wave of NPCs that are actually pretty strong. All we gotta do is just get through these NPCs. Boom. There we go. Now that we did that, there's another torch. We gotta light this one here and go through another wave. And after this, there'll be a third where we'll have to fight a boss. Lucky for us, we got Buddha, so I don't think this will be any trouble for us. And you know what? Just to make it even better, it's time to use our V4. Last torch here. Boom. Oh, damn. I forgot to mention that the boss also has a weapon, so we gotta be careful for that. He almost just knocked us off the damn island, bro. All right, hold on. Boom. Oh, damn. We gotta be careful with this boy. We gotta take care of him quick. If he knocks us off the island, I'll actually be upset, bro. Come on. One more hit. And there he goes. He's done. And now that he's gotten packed up, you guys can see the gates have now opened, and all we have to do is walk through it. The scroll reacts to your achievements. Now, all we have to do is interact with it, and it bursts into flames, and we're done with this trial. We're almost done, ladies and gentlemen. For the next trial, we have to equip Yama and go to this scroll here. Now, for this one, the 3 trials are Pain and Suffering, Haze of Misery, and Fear the Reaper. Now, for Pain and Suffering, all you have to do is hold out the Yama and let an enemy get you low, and yeah, that's it. Just let an enemy get you low. So this one is super easy. Let me go to this NPC here. Just go ahead and get me low, my boy. Go ahead, get me low. Just don't kill me. I think if you die, it doesn't count. Yep, there we go. Hold on. Wait, maybe we have to die? Well, I lost bounty. Let's see. Did it work? No, it did not. All right, let's try that again. I read the instructions. All it says is you got to get low while holding out about Yama. All right, get me low, get me low. One more hit. All right, we're low. We should be good, right? We didn't get the Alucard fragment. This is so confusing. Oh, there we go. Alucard fragment. Okay, that was weird. I don't understand why that didn't work at first. All right, so that was the easy one, but I'm not gonna lie, this next one is gonna get a lot difficult. For the next trial, we have Haze of Misery. Everything around us is gonna become hazy, and what we have to do is basically defeat any NPC that has a mark on them. So you guys can see here, we have this NPC has a mark on him. Let's go ahead and just vanquish him. Boom. So we've got to pack these ones up. Next up, these guys, then these jungle pirates, and then we got these fishmen captains. Next, we're gonna teleport to Hydra. Now I've got to defeat these ones, these giant islanders. There we go. And we basically got to keep looping this until we go through every NPC on every island. And there we go. That was the last NPC. We got the Alucard fragment, and that is done. Now that we have that out the way, there's one more quest. Fear the Reaper. Arguably the most difficult one. Because for this one, you need to spawn the Soul King boss and die to him. But in order to find the Soul King boss, you need to get a fire essence. And let's see if we can get the fire essence first try. Come on, we got 645 bones. Please, please. And we just get some fragments. Okay, no worries, no worries. We still got 9 more spins left. We can still get it, right? And we get money. Okay, I'm starting to get a little worried now. But we can still get it, right? We can still get the fire essence in this try, right? Accessory, money. Oh my god. Please just give me the damn fragments again. We only have 5 spins left. I have a feeling we're not gonna be able to get it, bro. I have a feeling we're not gonna be able to get it. If we don't get it now, we're gonna have to wait 2 hours to get off cooldown to be able to do the next 10 rolls. So we literally have to get it now, boys. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to pull in one of my alt accounts and roll on there. One more spin. We have one more spin. This is it. It's all rides on this, please. And we just get fragments. Game, you let me down. Also, what the heck is going on here? It's like I'm wearing a hat and then like it's like on top of my thing and it just looks ugly as hell. No worries though, because I just hopped on my main account and we ended up pulling the hollow essence. So let me go ahead and spawn the Soul Reaper on this account. All right, now that the Soul Reaper's here, all we got to do is just simply die to the Soul Reaper. And just like how when we fought Big Mom, we're going to get teleported to a different place. All right, so let me hold Yama out. Let this man kill me. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. And you guys can see it shows loading at the top. Now we're going to get teleported to the Hell Dimension. And just like heaven, we have to light these torches and fight some NPCs. Yes, sir, boys. Prepare. This is the final step, boys. This is the final step to get Cursed Dual Katana. Second torch here. Let's take care of these NPCs. Boom, 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 boom. Last torch here. All right, let me fight these boys. Let's get that. Let's get that. Let's activate Human V4 while we're here. That's why we even got it and make this whole process easier. All right, let's get it. Boom, boom, boom. Yes, sir. Look at that. Look at that rage meter go up down at the bottom. Look at all. Damn. Look at the damage. Look at the damage. Sheesh. Hold up, bro. This dude ain't got no chance. Oh my gosh. Look at that. 196,000 damage in seconds. There we go, boys. With that done, now we have opened the portal and we got the last Alucard fragment. Now we burn this scroll, and with all 6 Alucard fragments, we go right here and insert them here. Now look at this, boys. Gems going in the wall, and the final room will open. All we gotta do is defeat this boss here now, and then we unlock Cursed Dual Katana. And I'm not gonna lie, this boss is like super easy. Like this is not a hard boss whatsoever. Hold on, let me just quickly pack this boy up. Boom, boom, boom. There we go, and he is done. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we have now obtained the Cursed Dual Katana. Sheesh. Cursed Dual Katana has 2 moves, Revolving Ravager and Slayer of Goliath, which takes 375 mastery, but just to not bore y'all with the grinding, 375 mastery. First move, we obviously have Revolving Ravager. Basically, you do a little Beyblade spin and knock them back. This allows like crazy combo potential. And the next move is a long-range snipe move, Slayer of Goliath. You hold it, snipe it, and it pushes them towards you. Also, crazy combo potential. Literally, probably the best sword in the entire game of Bloxroot for both grinding and PvP. There you have it, though, ladies and gentlemen. We went from this noob that you saw at the beginning to this god-level swordsman. I ain't gonna lie, this was a crazy journey, and if there was one thing that the journey taught me, Bloxroot's grind is very painful.